Okay, Manchester United are in the middle of one of their worst seasons ever, currently sitting 13th in the Premier League. I mean, Ruben Amorim has been handed probably the toughest job in the world, but is he really the right man for the job? And if he's not, is there someone out there who can finally rebuild and save Manchester United? Well, our story starts on March 16th, 2025. With the season pretty much fading away, United shows signs of life as they take down Leicester City 3-0. Next up after that, a 2-week break to try and figure out how to finish this season strong. And hey, there still is the Europa League to play for. Now you might be wondering, where is my place in this story? Well, this is my place. No, like literally, this is my apartment. I've been living here in Manchester for about 3 years, and I actually work for Man United. Currently, my job title is youth scout, but hey, I can do much more than that. I can scout players, whether it be youth players or actual players. I have extensive knowledge in football formations, tactics, and that's kind of it. For now, though, one day I want to become a football coach. I mean, that's why I moved to England. And while that day might be coming sooner than I thought, fast forward to the next day, I get out of bed, and I get a call from one of my bosses, and he tells me to come over to Old Trafford. So I'm out the door as quick as I possibly can, and I get to a meeting room. I walk in, and in the room is Manchester United head coach Ruben Amorim. Now he tells me, Tyztir, it's good to meet you. You've done some great work in our scouting department. Some of the talents you found could be stars of this club one day. And he says, I could use an eye like yours on my coaching staff. And we ask him, is that an official offer? And he says, yes. Do you want to join my coaching staff? And you could not imagine how fast I said yes. And soon after the news is officially announced, I have joined Ruben Amorim's coaching staff at Manchester United. But honestly, what have I just gotten myself into? It's like every year this team is in a worse and worse position. We've already mentioned 13th in the Premier League with really no hopes of climbing even further than that. A team full of players who a lot of them just aren't good enough for this level. And never mind that, look at the current injuries in this squad. Bro, so many players are injured. I've never seen this many injuries in my life. We can see why Amorim is under pressure, you could say. Now, in spite of that, there's still bright spots of the club like Alejandro Garnacho, Lenny Yoro, even Kobe Mainu too. We can't forget the GOAT Anthony out on loan too. So I mean, there's like glimmers of hope in this team, but right now things have never looked worse. Now I guess you could say we just beat Sociedad in the round of 16 in the Europa League, so that's pretty much the only, I guess, like hope for this season, trying to win the Europa League. But even that is not going to be easy. So once again, we got our work cut out here to try and help Amorim, rebuild and save Manchester United. All right, so it's officially been 2 weeks since I, joined Amorim's coaching staff. We now have our first game, I guess, since I joined the club officially, and we face Nottingham Forest away. Now, that is a team that's in form, so it's not going to be easy. And there's a few players that have got a little healthier, so the squad is looking a little bit better overall. Like Mason Mount is fit to play. Also, Lenny Yoro might be able to play too. And right now, that's pretty much, our best squad with United. But I mean, talk about players playing out of position. I mean, Dallo at left mid, Garnacho on the right isn't the best, even Eriksen there. It's a makeshift team to get us through this season pretty much. And you probably could say that's putting it lightly. Now, in the dressing room before this game versus Nottingham Forest, Amorim tells the squad, do not think we have nothing to play for in the Premier League. These next 2 games lead us into the Europa League, and he says we can still salvage this. So here we go, April 1st, our first game since joining Man United's coaching staff. I mean, I'm truly not sure what to expect here. I'm not sure, but we're going to hope for a solid result against the current third place team in the Premier League. So they're on fire and we're not. If we lose, though, that could be so embarrassing. Although in saying that, this season cannot get much more embarrassing. At least I don't think it can. So we'll see. Immediately first shot, Maguire, that's good blocking defense. I like that. Answer Bruno, good tackle into Garnacho. Now Bruno over to Mazraoui. Good pass to Højlund. Through to Bruno Fernandes. This could be a very good start to this game. The shot is going to be saved, though. That could have been the start we needed. And that was a great save, though, on Bruno's shot. Okay, that's an Adoy. Dribbles around there, and then Maguire steps up. Okay, we lost it. Can't control it. Onana makes a good save. Cross back into a dangerous spot. Onana makes another save. Okay, this is already end-to-end. That is a corner in that thankfully goes over the net. All right, interesting start to this game. Oh, the ref's gonna call a foul on that. That's not a foul, bro. That was like physical contact. How is that not legal play? Free kick sent in. Now that's gonna be thankfully cleared. Bruno collects it. Now can we counter off this Højlund? Plays it over to Eriksen, over to Bruno. Bruno is going to need some help. Yeah, he needs more help than that. That's going to be a mistimed tackle, I think, from Maguire. That is definitely going to be a yellow card right there. Free kick again, sent in. Maguire is the one to clear it, though. And Maguire, don't get sent off. That would be not good for our defense. Dallo to Højlund. Okay, this might be our best looking chance so far. Højlund plays over to Bruno. Bruno chance to shoot, and Man United have scored first in this game. The first goal of our journey with Manchester United officially, too. And okay, shaky start, but we do take the lead. That was pretty much all just just Højlund and Bruno. All right, that's a positive sign. Now we can now let them score per halftime. Lindelof, good tackle on Elanga. And okay, first half it's gonna end there, and we're gonna be up 1-0. So I would call that a win. It was kind of end to end, but I'll take that. Bruno over to Garnacho, plays it over to Mazraoui now. Pass back to Bruno. We are actually looking decent here. Bruno trying to feed Højlund this time, but can't get it to him. Taiwo gets it over to Anderson. Now we gotta watch Taiwo Awoniyi. This guy's dangerous. Long shot, and it's gonna be thankfully off target. Garnacho over the top to Mazraoui, playing that fullback role, that wing back actually. Garnacho swing this around, goes to Christian Eriksen. That shot's blocked. Dallo cross up to Højlund. Højlund, oh, he was there for it. Bruno's there for it. He doesn't go for it though. Eriksen, Garnacho, back to Bruno. Bruno through to Højlund. We could score again. It might seal this. Is that a handball? No, it's not. It just bounced off him. Garnacho, Bruno again. Bruno just gets tackled. Come on, this would be a huge win against a very good team for momentum. Although far post. Oh, Nana, that's a really good save. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think he was gonna save that. I did not think he was going to. All right, 15 minutes to hold this 1-0 lead or score a goal to seal it. Mazraoui up to Garnacho. That's a great ball. Now Garnacho, a chance here. Gonna try to cut inside, gonna try to go for a shot. Oh, he's got to pass it there probably. All right, 5 minutes, that's it. But now Chris Wood has got some space. Maguire on a yellow, can't get too close. Oh, that's passed through though. Morgan Gibbs White chance to shoot, and they're gonna tie this up in the 89th minute. Bro, we defended actually well in that second half. They just found one spot here at the end, and we might have just dropped 2 more points. Now, is there a chance for a last-minute winner in our first game? Mazraoui, Højlund, Garnacho, try to play to Højlund. Oh, they're just not connected there. So that's going to be full time. It's going to be a 1-1 draw with Nottingham Forest. Now, with them being in third, that's probably not, the worst result, but it's still Nottingham Forest, a team that we should be beating if we want to get United back to, the glory days. All right, so after that draw, we're still in 13th, but now Spurs have a chance, to jump over us and for us to fall further down this table. Now, what sucks about that is if we thought the game versus Nottingham Forest is going to be tough, our next game is the Manchester Derby. Now, Man City are not having a good year, but still, they're a team that is just never easy to play. And hey, due to the recent form, this is an angry Man City team. So we put out pretty much the same lineup, due to injuries, pretty much the best we can do right now. And okay, second game of the series is Man City. I have no idea how this is going to go. Two teams that have been so inconsistent all year long. I don't know how you predict this. I mean, if you're going off just like pure talent level, Man City should definitely win this as they get the first shot away. But these teams are unpredictable, but apparently not because Man City have already scored the first goal of the game. Savinho makes it 1-0 to City. Am I surprised? Probably not. All right, Eriksen, see if we can have a response here out to Dallo. Dallo's going to play it to Eriksen. Eriksen is going to try to dink it up forward. Okay, he couldn't get the cross off. The cross got blocked. Bad clearance from Ortega though, so Garnacho swings it over to Eriksen. Going to find Mazraoui. Back to Bruno. Bruno, a standing finesse shot. It's blocked. And then Garnacho's going to be offside. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that definitely could have been a lot better. Oh, that's a misplaced pass. A rare pass from them that's misplaced. And Eriksen, okay, Nico Gonzalez just took Eriksen out, or he could have ended Eriksen's career. All right, Bruno back out to Dallo on the left. He's finding space over here. It's just, can we actually use this space? So far, that has been an absolute no. Eriksen through though. Okay, space. There it is. Now Dallo needs to try to cross this into someone. Header. Oh, he was aiming for, I think, Bruno right there. I was going to be maybe a clean one-on-one. Ugarte, good win in the midfield. Eriksen, a chance from distance, and Eriksen just hit the post from that. Okay, talk about an instant response if he scored that one. Oh, no, they have space here. Nunez plays it over. It's going to be a sliding tackle from Lindelof. They can't get it, and Foden's going to make it 2-0 to Man City. We've actually played well since they scored, but, extending their lead, that right there is a death sentence for us. Our only hope is if we can get one right here per halftime, at least we have a chance then. Mazraoui, Højlund in front of the net. Oh, we went for like a quick low shot, and it wasn't powerful enough. Diaz just like stopped it in its tracks. And okay, halftime, we are 2-0 down to Man City. Dallo looking for something. Crossover. Bruno's there for it. Bruno, I think he actually got contact on that, but just put it off target. I gotta say, Ugarte's played well. That's an amazing steal. He is not the reason why we're losing this game. Now Garnacho over to Eriksen. Good ball, Eriksen. Good control there. Into Højlund, shot, and okay, we've got one back. That was a beautiful chance created right there. From Garnacho's pass to Eriksen's control, and then Højlund's finish, that was a great attack. All right, signs of life. A heartbeat has been shown from this club. It is 2-1. Now the question is, can we actually tie this up? Foden, okay, he's getting space here. Over to Haaland. Haaland's gonna shoot. That's blocked. Bruno, okay, that clearance is awkward, but it gets the job done actually. Eriksen to Bruno. Okay, good little let off pass there. Højlund making a solid run. Okay, this is a chance. Højlund running through. Great chance for Højlund, and Højlund has actually tied this game up. What a comeback in the second half. 70th minute, it's 2-2. And hey, we're not done. Højlund grabs the ball and goes back to the middle of the pitch. He wants to score another one. Okay, what a response in this second half. 20 minutes to go still. Foden, Højlund, okay. That's gonna be Maguire, great tackle on Holland there. That was actually perfect. Now Ugarte kind of struggles to get the ball out though. That's not good. Lindelof on Foden. That's so awkward. And Holland is gonna find somehow the near post there and he scores. Bro, how did Holland actually score this? I don't want to point fingers, but Onana, how do you concede this in your near post right here? Oh, this shot, I can't even see it, bro. This shot, it goes right to the side of Onana's head. Bro, like if you're Onana, I feel like you have to save that. You have to save it. Yeah, Amorim is not happy after that one. So all this work in the second half now erased. We have 13 minutes to tie this up again. Now Eriksen, Højlund, a chance for another for the hat trick. And oh, he's actually scored it. I thought that shot was going wide. Rasmus Højlund, what a game. And it's 3-3. Bro, the Man City players kind of just like let Højlund shoot that. They weren't afraid of him. With no other option, he just shoots. And yeah, I thought that was going wide. That is in the corner though. Okay, 81st minute, the game is 3-3. What a game. And it still might not be done yet. Pass through Savinho, through to Holland. Holland, please, no. Maguire. Oh, he hits the post. They almost just tickled it again. Foden into Silva, over to Nunez. Get it out. We're going to clear that. Oh, we got 4 minutes. It's about to be a Man City onslaught. Pass through to Foden. Lindelof trying to catch up. Lindelof. Okay, that was a foul call by someone. Onana gets to it and Onana makes a double save right there. Bro, did he actually just save that twice? Hold up, I didn't see an instant replay of that. Bro, shot comes in from Holland. Onana makes obviously a good save and then it bounces. Clearance was attempted, bounces, and Onana, okay. It was kind of like, I'm not sure if he meant to actually save that. It looked like a kind of a fortunate bounce that went right at him. But corner in, cleared. I mean, we still have like a minute out of time. They might have one more chance still. Oh, shot. Okay, that goes wide. Is that a goal kick? That is going to be a goal kick. Okay, honestly, it sucks to have another draw, but I will take a point against Man City in this game. What a Manchester derby, though. Hey, Højlund showed something in this game, though. He showed something. From 2-0 down to 3-3. Yeah, that's kind of game where I saw flashes of potential from Højlund, even Ugarte too. He had a great game. It shows that there's still some life in this team. Now, though, that leads us into the Europa League quarterfinals. You know, pretty much the last thing we have to play for this year. And we are facing Lyon, you know, definitely a team you don't want to mess around with, a team that we're not going to take lightly. So this first leg here is so important to start off this quarterfinal strong. Now, before this game, Amorim comes to me and he says, I want to ask you, if you were coach, would you make any changes to our lineup? And I tell him, well, I just spoke to Luke Shaw and he says he can play. So if it were up to me, I'd probably play Luke Shaw over Lindelof. And funny enough, as we get into this game now, we see that someone took my advice as Amorim is going to play Luke Shaw this game at left center back. I mean, that's kind of nice. He shows that he kind of has some trust in me. I mean, he hired me for a reason, but also if Luke Shaw plays bad, it's going to be my fault now. But okay, we've joined United, you know, towards the end of the year, but this is pretty much our season. The Europa League, that's it. Our goal is to, of course, win the Europa League in our first few months at the club, but said before, it's not going to be easy. We'll see how this first leg goes. I think we have the players to win the Europa League, but do we have the consistency? And also the composure. That is what we don't know. Højlund to Dalot, gets it back to Højlund. Now Bruno making a run. Bruno, great touch there. Left-footed shot. That's going to be a save. Okay, I don't mind that start, though. I don't mind that. Bruno, crossing. Dangerous. Højlund. Oh, that's going to fall. Oh, it's Harry Maguire. He's scored in a European game. Of course it's him. It's just got to be Harry Maguire scoring from a corner, even if it's not from his head. Now, how fortunate was this? Because the ball just kind of fell in front of Maguire. Yeah, it was two players going for it, and literally Maguire, I think he sold his soul for this goal. That's the easiest goal he's scored in his career. And that is a nice start for us, though, in this quarterfinal. That's a nice start. Ugarte over to Dalot. Dalot. Gonna play it back to Ugarte. Great run here. He's going to go for a shot. That's a good save. It's also a pretty good shot. I don't mind that. I mean, it's taking some time for Ugarte to adjust to the Premier League, but I'm seeing the potential right now. In this first episode, I am seeing the potential, but Lacazette is in a dangerous spot. Pass back, shot, and De Ligt. Good block. Onana comes out for it. I like that. You know, commanding his own box. Now, I feel like Garnacho has been pretty quiet this episode, but it's probably because he's playing out of position. Like, he's definitely a left-sided player, not a right-sided player, but without Diallo healthy, we can't do much as Lyon are going to tie it up. All right, that was a disgusting dribble by, I think, Cherki. All right, it's 1-1 in 30 minutes. I mean, we knew this wasn't going to be easy. Oh, man, De Ligt is getting cooked out here on this side. This is not good. Bro, he's not even tracking back. That's going to be a shot. Thankfully, they don't score that. Bro, they were both so slow going out to him. That would have been such a weak goal to concede. All right, Mizraoui to Garnacho. I want to try to get Garnacho on a run here, which we might do just that. Oh, Bruno got closed down, though. Oh, man, we are absolutely lost right now in the defense. That's going to be a great chance, and Lyon scored their second. 44th minute, Lyon 2, Man United 1. Oh, we've had a great start in this game. We just ruined it, and that's going to be halftime. All right, there's still a whole second leg to play, so we can't lose our heads in this first game, even if we concede another. Right now, what we got to do is just stay in the game. Just stay in the game. Be competitive. I think if we do that, we'll find a goal to tie it up. That is, unless they score another, which Lacazette has scored another and made it 3-1. Luke Shaw tried to block that, but we just couldn't block it. Bro, Lyon have been cooking us since we scored. We are now down 2. All right, now we got to score some goals in this game. We can't leave here with just 1. Ugarte over to Eriksen. Eriksen can't quite reach that. Garnacho through to Bruno. Bruno, you got to score this, Bruno. You need to. The captain needs to score that, and that's an easy goal for him, actually. Okay, we'll take it. A simple through ball, we make it 3-2. Okay, once again, signs of life have been shown, even if it's just a little heartbeat right now. 3-2 in the 64th minute. Dallo, Hoyland, Garnacho, get it out wide again. Mazraoui is going to try to cross this in. Okay, that was blocked. Kept it in, though. Bruno, better chance. Hold up. We find a pass here. Someone needs to come. Go to Eriksson. Eriksson, finesse shot. It's going to be blocked, though. Bro, that chance could have been so much better again. Bro, we just can't stop them. Maguire's out of position. Thiago Almada makes it 4-2 to Lyon. Yeah, this is starting to look a little bleak here, to be honest. Bro, we just can't stop them scoring. We got a tired team full of injuries. Now it feels like it's starting to affect us. It already was before, but even more so now. Now that cross is going to be cleared. Bro, Eriksson just got pushed over again. They're really trying to end his career right now. Ugarte, Garnacho tries to flip it up. It's handball. I'll take the free kick. Wait, maybe not. Okay, that's going to result in a corner anyways. All right, Xerxes, Collier on for the final 4 minutes here. If we can score here, it'd be something at least to walk home with. Xerxes, chance, shot. Goes off that guy's chest. There's an open net, and the keeper is still going to save it. Bro, for like a split second there, the net was so open. Bruno, cross in. Hoyland tries to fight for it, can't get it, and that's going to be cleared. We are going to leave France with a 4-2 deficit in the Europa League quarterfinals. Now, it's 2 goals. I feel like we're not quite out yet. Okay, they're going to do the dance on us, really. I don't think it's over yet, but man, we are like on life support right now. And yeah, probably not earning any points with that Marine with my Luke Shaw suggestion. So now our season, you know, truly hangs in the balance. We have about 7 games left in the Premier League. We're probably not going to finish below like 16th, but we could finish as high as, you know, 9, 10, 11 if we go on a good run here. But more so, the focus is on the Europa League. And after that game, yeah, our chances are not looking great to win the Europa League this year in our first few months at Manchester United. Now, a few days later, we're back home, you know, getting ready for the next game. Since there's not much to play for in the Premier League, there's rumors that Emery is going to call up some youth players. And speaking of that, he actually calls us and says, I forgot to tell you before, I'm going to give a youth player their debut before the season's over. And since you were so important for the scouting department, I'm going to let you pick the youth player. Do you have someone in mind? And we think about it for a second, and then we tell him, you know what? Yeah, I actually do have someone in mind. Okay, we've started our journey of trying to rebuild and save Manchester United. Now, for me, working as a youth scout, I finally got my big break in football. Ruben Amorim noticed me in the scouting department and offered me a job to join his coaching staff. Now, it has not been an easy start, though. We've drawn 2 and lost 1 in our first 3 games, and the loss coming in a crucial Europa League match. Today, we find out if we can make one of the best Europa League comebacks ever, and also a future star will get their debut. Drop a like down below if you want more episodes of this series, and I say let's get into it. So we start in training before a very, very big week. We got season-defining matches coming up, but Ruben Amorim tells the squad, I'd like to welcome a new face into the team, and that new face is Bailey Walker. Ruben says he's made the jump from the U18 squad to here with us, and Bailey says, I'm ready to go to work and do whatever I need to help our team. And then after that, the news gets officially announced. Ruben Amorim has promoted youngster Bailey Walker to the first team, and a debut might be coming soon. Now, from our experience being a youth scout, Amorim basically gave us a chance to pick a player to call up from the youth squad, and the player we chose was Bailey Walker. You know, currently in our opinion, the highest potential youth player in the setup. So Bailey is an 18-year-old right back / right mid. He's 65 rated. He's got some really good pace, good physical stats, even has 2 play styles. Now, I think he could be a perfect fit for that right mid in Amorim's system, being like a fullback / winger. Now, he also has 4-star skills and a 5-star weak foot too, so he could probably play on both sides of the pitch. Now, there's a very good chance he gets his debut this episode, but first up today, we have the biggest game of our season. Europa League quarterfinals, second leg versus Lyon. And before this game in the dressing room, Bruno Fernandes, our captain, steps up and he tells everyone, this is our season. We're 2 goals down, but we need to give ourselves a chance here and fight back. I mean, winning the Europa League was our first goal in this series, and it's already in jeopardy. So, I mean, I think this comeback is possible, but we have to pretty much play perfect football here. So Hoyland gets us kicked off. Let's see what we could do. Just 1 goal at a time, try and tie this up. Now, we are playing pretty much same team from that first leg, but kind of the best we have right now. Now, Ugarte gets it to Eriksson. Eriksson needs to stop. Okay, he just got picked from behind, actually. Hey, Maguire, that's a really good tackle from him. Okay, Eriksson's got Hoyland, maybe. Hoyland making a decent run here, actually. Hoyland was definitely the best player from the first episode. Now, that cross is interesting. Mazraoui into Bruno. Bruno tries to get a shot away. That should be a corner at least. It should be. All right, first corner of the game swung in. Maguire head towards it, but it goes over the net. Come on, to make this comeback, we kind of need a goal in this first half here. We need one. But more importantly, we cannot concede, which this is not great. De Ligt has a lot to do here. Fofana slides it over, shot, and it's going to be a goal for Lyon. I mean, our defense to start this series has been abysmal. All right, it's now 5-2 on aggregate, though. Yeah, that's exactly what we didn't want to happen right there. Now it's just got almost impossible. Eriksson, good ball to Hoyland. Come on, if we can score 1 here, we'll give ourselves a chance. Something. Hoyland back to Eriksson. Eriksson. Chance to shoot one, and this shot, though, is tame, and it's right at the keeper. I mean, not gonna lie, Lyon might be just the better team here. We are kind of getting played out the park right now. I mean, the players are trying, just nothing is working. Okay, Dallow's got space here. Dallow, you're kind of all by yourself, though. But that player missed a tackle, actually. This could be a huge moment for Dallow, and the shot is gonna be saved, though. We are just missing chances now. Another corner sent in Delict. Therefore, okay, that bounces, but it's not gonna bounce back to us. Oh, what is this counterattack, bro? We just can't catch up. Look how slow our player is. Oh, Nana did great, though, and it's gonna bounce up. Hey, he's gonna grab it, I think. Bro, that was so awkward. We do survive it, though, just barely. Okay, we have 30 minutes to score 3 right now. All right, 2 subs. Xerxes on for Erickson, and then Lenny Otto on for Luke Shaw. I mean, it's pretty much our last chance, although, honestly, it's not looking likely as they almost just sealed it with a free kick. Bro, if they'd have scored that, I would have packed my bags and left the stadium. Right, we get another chance, though. Hoyland, back to Bruno. Bruno, Garnacho. We just can't get it over to Mazraoui, bro. They're just playing so well against us right now. Bro, we had to play perfect, but instead, they're playing perfect. Garnacho, chance to play through to Hoyland to at least get one here. Hoyland shoots, and Hoyland puts his shot wide. Yeah, we don't stand a chance with finishing like that. Bruno to Hoyland again. Hoyland gets another chance. Same spot, and this time, okay, he at least scores it. Hoyland, grab the ball, though. Why does he want to celebrate? We got 7 minutes to score 2 more here. I mean, we're going to try, but we just don't have time. Ugarte, you actually went on a good run there, but it's not going to work, and that's going to be pretty much full time. I think, honestly, our attack didn't play bad in these 2 games. Our defense just absolutely got torn to shreds, though. So we're going to end up losing 5-3 on aggregate, and the dream of starting this series by winning the Europa League is it's dead now, as we are knocked out in the quarterfinals. And just truly a disappointing season. Now, later that night after the game, we got back home. And, we decided to go for a little jog to, clear our head. That game was such a disappointing showing and just a true sign of how much of an overhaul this team needs. Now, we have a few more games left this season. All we can do is try to finish strong. And I need to make sure I keep my job on this coaching staff. So, second to last game of the year is versus Chelsea away at Stamford Bridge. And you might notice that Amorim is giving some young players a chance in this game, including youth player Bailey Walker makes his debut for Manchester United. 2 games left. Might as well give some young players some chances here. Kobe Mainu is back from his injury. Also, Dorgu is starting at left back. Now, we've also switched to a 5-2-3 instead of a 3-4-2-1. So a bit more, defensively sound, but we will see how this game versus Chelsea goes. We're going to try and build some momentum heading into next season already. Honestly, next season kind of feels like it starts right now. Bruno over to Mason Mount. Gets it over to the youngster, Bailey Walker. Chance to cross it, and the cross is a little bit weird. Now, this might bounce, actually. Bounces. Hoyland. Chance to shoot, and that's going to be a goal kick, unfortunately. All right, that wasn't a terrible start, though. Mason, good ball to Bruno. Now, Hoyland's making a run. Get it back to Mason Mount. Another player who's back from injury. Now, Walker, that's a pretty good run. Bailey, oh, we could have stole that, actually, if he made a tackle. Now, speaking of that, Sancho, chance here. That's going to be a pullback, and Cole Palmer scores the first goal of the game. And I'll say this, our defense looks better in the 5-2-3, but it still doesn't look great. We're down 1-0 already. Kobe Mainu looking for a chance here. Is going to go for a long shot, and that was not a bad shot from Mainu. It's nice to have him finally back from injury. Yeah, we are just getting simply cut apart now. Still, even the 5-2-3 is not saving our defense. We got some issues at the back right now. Hoyland, Bruno, back to Hoyland. Oh man, if that was a better pass, we could have scored that. Bro, Sancho's now coming forward, and he's gonna score and make it 3-0. Our defense is like non-existent right now. 42nd minute, it's 3-0 to Chelsea. All right, so far this has been a pretty much a disaster. I mean, Chelsea are obviously the better team right now. I don't know by how much, but they are the better team, and it's showing as they almost just scored 4 in the first half. They still might score 4 because we just simply cannot mark any players in the box right now. All right, this is looking ugly, and it honestly might get uglier. Halftime, Chelsea 4, Man United 0. I mean, honestly, we're lucky we're not playing for anything right now because we just can't stop conceding. It's 5-0 in the 49th minute. Now, Bailey Walker, man, when on the ball, he actually feels really fast, which that's obvious, but pass back to Hoyland. Chance there, and Hoyland goes, bro, that shot went off the keeper, then off the crossbar. It feels like Lyon played perfect against us, and now Chelsea are playing even more perfect. Like, they're not missing a beat here. Hoyland back to Mainu. Kobe Mainu finesse shot, and that shot is going to go wide. I can't believe at the 5 at the back, we're actually defending worse than the first 4 games of the season here. Or the first 4 played games, at least, because this is horrendous. Mason, Bruno's going to wait for Hoyland. Through ball, man. Hoyland just got stopped. Was run by Chalobah. Oh my, he just made a horrible mistake, though. Okay, Hoyland's effort gives us a goal, at least. It makes it 5-1. Although right now, it's not saying much. So 75th minute, Chelsea 5, Man United 1. Okay, Mainu has a pass to Bruno here. Bruno. Great first touch, but we ran right into Chalobah. Wait, Chalobah made another mistake there almost. Okay, this ball is very loose right now. Garnacho, Hoyland, over to Bruno. Oh, I tried to turn with him. That's a good tackle, though. Enzo Fernandez looking for a shot. Mainu, that's a good tackle, at least. Some defending. Chelsea get the last chance here, which if they score, it's going to be embarrassing, which it already is, though. Okay, Lenny Otto, good tackle there. Doesn't clear it, though. But the ref has decided to end our suffering. All right, so second to last game of the year, 5-1 loss to Chelsea. I mean, once again, it shows how much of a rebuild this team needs. All All right, so after that, final game of the year is at home versus Aston Villa. Now, once again, we are not playing for much here. I mean, I guess we're playing to ensure that we finish 13th and not lower than that. And for this game, similar lineup, and Bailey Walker gets another chance to start at right back. Bro, we need something to show for before this season is over. We can't end like this, especially after a 5-1 loss versus Chelsea. That came out of nowhere. I mean, so far today, I said Leon played perfect. Chelsea played even more perfect. Can we stop at least Villa this game? Now, Xerxes playing right wing this game. That's pretty much, you know, we're trying things at right wing and try and find something, although it's been tough. Now, Bailey could cross it and he's going to win a corner at least. Corner swinging in from Bruno. That's going to be a chance and that's going to bounce awkwardly. Wait, was it a foul by us or them? Oh, that must have been a foul by us somewhere. Might have been handball. Ugarte, Bruno into Xerxes. Xerxes and a fine Højlund, who's definitely been our best player in this first 2 episodes. Now he's gonna lose the ball there though. Maguire, good tackle, bro. Our defense just looks so rough. We pretty much need to strengthen everywhere, but man, the defense is such a concern. Now Bailey Walker is not a concern though, because he's having a pretty good first few games here. Crossover to Garnacho. Back to Xerxes, but he can't get it. And Bailey's been making some pretty good forward runs. Now Bruno, good run here. Gonna be a left-footed shot. It's blocked by Tielemans though. I'll say this first 20 minutes in this game has been a lot better. We're kind of more commanding the ball, though that ball was not great. And Bruno's gonna get a yellow for that tackle. You can't say we're not trying in this last game of the year. Okay, Villa are now pushing. They're playing better. Cannot let them score after our good start. Maguire again, a good block. This is a troubling spell for them, and that's gonna be a block by Maguire again. Corner sent in. Luke Shaw. Okay, that was so awkward. Shaw, get it out, please. We're gonna clear that and not mess around with it. This has been like 20 minutes of Villa attacking. At least we've held up defensively, albeit just barely. Now, speaking of that, Rodgers, Maguire again with the tackle. Man, he stopped like 3 attacks so far. And okay, halftime, it's currently 0-0. I mean, once again, at least it's better than 5-1 right now, or 5-0 at halftime. Bruno to Garnacho. We finally have some space to work with. Garnacho gets taken out though, and bro, you're saying that's not a foul? The ref doesn't call that actually? Bro, Garnacho got taken out from behind. The ref is like, no, that's clean. That is insane. That's a cross in, header, and Onana. Okay, Onana. Oh my, that's so shaky, but I guess in the end he did make the save. Chance here for them, and oh, you tell me he actually scored from that angle, bro. I feel like we had him locked down. He just put it right in the corner, though. Villa's first tag in the second half basically goes in. The shot goes in, bro, and the misery continues. Højlund over the top to Garnacho. Can we try and just fight back something in this game? Garnacho over to Bruno. Can we find some angle here? Xerxes. Chance to shoot there. It's going to be blocked, though, bro. It's so congested in the box right now. Xerxes lays it off to Bruno. Bruno should score this. He should, and this game is tied up. Okay, that's great between Bruno and Xerxes. 76th minute, it's 1-1. We show signs of life. That was a great take from Bruno Fernandes. If we can score a winner in these final 15 minutes, it would lead us into season 2, at least, you know, feeling a bit positive. At least something to celebrate. Bruno pass to Xerxes. We got space here, actually. Xerxes plays a good ball to Højlund. Højlund has a chance to score that winner, but he's tackled from behind. Chance. Oh, the chance is going to be over. Wait, no, actually going to pull back for a free kick. Okay, we're going to lay this off. Now, play it back to Luke Shaw. Then play it to Bruno Fernandes. Oh, Ramsey just stole that. What kind of free kick routine is that? That's so bad. Maguire, get it, bro. What was he doing there? All right, foul for them and 4 minutes left. Now they're going to send it in, which that is, oh, that's a pretty good kick, actually. Leads to Bailey. Come on, got to steal it here. Ugarte, good steal. This is the last chance to win the final game of the year. Ugarte dribbles around. Now Dallo gets to Garnacho. Oh, man, this is rough. Garnacho, good turn, though. Good turn, but we just have no support there. He's got no one to pass it to. And okay, that's gonna be full time. So we draw with Villa on the final day, 1-1. I mean, that was at least a better performance versus a pretty good team. But okay, this first little mini season is the miserable season, we should call it, is over. And now we have a better idea of how we need to rebuild this squad. Now though, in the dressing room after that game, Ruben Amorim tells the squad, I'm proud of how we developed in certain areas this year, but this is not Manchester United. We know the levels we need to reach to be at this club, to be worthy of playing and coaching here. He says there's big changes coming. You're either going to put in the work, you know, prove you belong, or you're going to be left behind. So confirmation, we finish in 13th this season. Liverpool do end up winning the title, confirming it. And then the Champions League is won by Inter Milan over Arsenal. I mean, final stats, Bruno finishes with 21 and 21, Højlund 18 goals, Garnacho 11 and 9. I would say Højlund was the only bright spot towards the end of the season, maybe Bruno too, but the rest of the team needs a lot of work. Now, despite the rough showing from the team, I think Bailey Walker played well in his first few games. I think he's going to be a player for us in this series moving forward. But okay, we're back home getting ready for now the off season. I've been told that I'm staying on Amorim's staff, so I still have my chance here. Now, we're only a week later after the season ended, and I receive a very interesting phone call here. It's from a high-profile player agent who I know from my youth scouting connections. Now, he tells me, you're the first to be hearing this. I have a player here in the Bundesliga who will be available on the transfer market this summer. Every team is going to want to sign him, but he wants Manchester United, and he's ready to make the move if you guys can nail down the contract. So we tell him, I'll tell Amorim, but who is this player? If you want to find out, stay tuned for the next episode. We start season 2 and make a transfer that will change this entire team going forward. Okay, I have joined Ruben Amorim's coaching staff at Manchester United, and now it's our job to rescue rescue this club. So we joined last year with a few months left of the season, but honestly, we didn't do much. We finished 13th in the Premier League and also failed in the Europa League. But I would say now the rebuild truly starts. So we are about to start a brand new season. We do have a plan, which might include one of United's biggest signings ever, if we can get it done. But mainly our goal this year is to finish top 4. Now, over the summer, we decided to renovate our apartment a little bit, you know, made it kind of more Manchester United themed. I mean, we're just so passionate about our job that even our home looks like Old Trafford. But today is not about our apartment as we head out the door and get picked up to head to a very big meeting. So this meeting is with Ruben Amorim and the coaching staff. Now he says, we are going to make big changes this year. We must get top 4, get back in the Champions League. And he says, so there will be sacrifices. But okay, we officially enter like the first full season with Manchester United. Once again, where I feel like this rebuild truly starts. And we got some work to do with this team. Now, first things first, and players have already been sold. We got to start clearing this club out, including Anthony has gone to Chelsea. And then both Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho's loans were made permanent. So they've both joined their respective teams, which is kind of sad. But we got some very big things planned here because the board has backed Ruben Amorim with almost 300 million to spend. Now, we're not going to spend all of that, definitely not. But today we're going to make at least one huge signing. As you remember from last episode, we got a call from an agent who said that a certain player was going to be available on the transfer market and that he wanted to sign for Manchester United. Now, the identity of this player is about to be revealed. That player is Xavi Simons. He wants to join Manchester United. As the news officially breaks, Xavi Simons' Manchester United plan to hold extensive transfer talks. The player is fully interested and he wants to be the face of the new era of United. But there is going to be a catch here. Leipzig are only willing to sell Xavi Simons if it includes a swap deal. So Leipzig want money and also a player in a swap. Now, sadly, a young player that Leipzig would be interested in, man, this is not going to be easy. That player is going to be Alejandro Garnacho. The only way we sign Xavi Simons is if we swap Garnacho with him. Now, it was not an easy decision, but the coaches met, you know, Ruben Amorim had the final choice, and we agreed that Xavi Simons would help us right now more than Garnacho would. I mean, literally, Xavi Simons could be the face of this team for the entire series. So we're going to offer Garnacho plus about, honestly, it might be about 100 million here. Let's do Garnacho plus 95 million. Leipzig are going to accept that right away. Just in Amorim's system, Xavi Simons fits that system way better than Garnacho. It's still such a tough sacrifice, but the sacrifice has been made and Xavi Simons has been signed to Manchester United. Hey, there might be a new face of this club. This is the kind of signing that truly transforms our team. You know, he wanted to move here, he wanted to play for Manchester United, and the move is officially complete. Now, in Xavi Simons' introductory press conference, he says, I'm extremely happy to be here, and I want to be the start of a new chapter of this historic club. So Xavi's going to take the number 10, and yeah, this United rebuild has begun. So he's going to slot into that left attacking mid spot. We're going to play Bruno, the right attacking mid, and then currently we have Ugarte and Mainu behind them. I mean, that's a solid, you know, 4-man box midfield right there. And then currently in the back line, I still have Lenny Yoro there, but I would start Lisandro Martinez if he was healthy, but he's still out for another 3 months. So for now, that is our best starting 11. And yeah, Xavi Simons has the plus for Shadow Striker. That's exactly how we want him to play. And we're going to see right now how good of a fit he is for this team. So first game of the year is already here. We're facing Brighton away. Now, I've only made one signing so far in Xavi Simons. I still want to see how good we are with our new star player though. Hey man, I'm not going to lie. Our last season was pretty rough here. What do we have? A 5-1 loss versus Chelsea. We had a few draws against teams that, you know, we shouldn't be drawn against. And our goal this year is top 4. So Brighton is a team that if we want to get top 4, we have to beat. You add a superstar like Xavi Simons to a team, it should change just a little bit at least. Well, we need a good start here. We need to score like first and take control of the game. Take control. Bruno, chance to cross it over to, that's to Xavi Simons, not going to reach him though. Bruno back to Ugarte. Mainu is in a good spot. Get it back to Ugarte though. Ugarte is going to try to feed Xavi. Xavi, okay, has chance here. Xavi gets it, goes for his shot, his first shot for the club, and it's going to be a save. All right, that was awkward, but he found the chance though. Bruno, cross in. That's going to be a good chance from a header. Oh, De Ligt got to it, but the header was, and it was right at Verbruggen. Oh, this is going to be a chance immediately. Bro, we just can't defend in this team. João Pedro scores for Brighton to the first goal of the season. They get one pass through and it's just an easy shot for them. So our great start is just immediately canceled out. Mainu, Ugarte over to Simons. We can get back in this. We just need to score. Which, Bruno, this is not a bad chance. Goes back to Rasmus Højlund. Bro, that was a great shot, but a good save. Xavi, that's a good turn there. Really good turn. Lays it off to Bruno. Bruno. Oh, Xavi was making a good run there. That pass is going to be right into his feet. Once again, João Pedro shot, and he just hit the... Bro, how did they get these shots away that accurately? I know we're on ultimate difficulty, but still. All right, settle down. 20 minutes in. If we just score, we're back in this. If we score, we're back in this. Mainu, header, Rasmus. Good turn there. Defender is a little slow. Højlund, chance to shoot across goal. It's going to be a corner. Corner sent in. Højlund. Okay, that is to actually no one. Xavi, though. Edge of the box is going to cut inside there. Goes for a finesse. Oh, that's going to deflect in. Does that count as Xavi Simons' goal? If it is, that's the first of his United career. I mean, it was on target, so it should be Xavi's goal. It's a lucky deflection, but he'll take it. Our new star player scores his first for the club already. And Amorim is loving that. Yeah, it does count as Xavi Simons' goal, so he already has his first. Now, can we actually defend in this team, though? Manu. Oh, we missed a tackle there, bro. What are we doing here? Maguire. Oh, you got to be kidding, bro. What actually is that? Maguire makes a good tackle, but it just sticks to the Brighton player's foot. Bro, this club is just like truly cursed. Okay, Manu, good tackle there. Wait. Oh, you're telling me that's a foul? Bro, I don't know what this game is doing to me right now, but we have played so well in this game. We're down 2-1. It makes no sense. And we might be down 3-1 because we just can't stop them scoring. How is this game 3-1 in the 39th minute? Bro, I don't know what's happening. We just conceded again. It is 4-1. I don't know what's happening. There is just no resistance at all from our defense. And they're going to score again. Okay, Onana makes one save at least. That's the first of the game for him. And halftime, it's currently 4-1. Bro, I felt like we played good there. Played good, but we're down 4-1. I am not sure what actually is happening. Manu over to Xavi Simons. Xavi. Chance to score there, and oh, Xavi should have had 2 on his debut. I mean, I know United are bad, and all we've done is added Xavi Simons, but still. How is the defense this bad? Højlund through to Xavi Simons, who's kind of in here. Xavi making a very nice run, bro. He is going to be so special for us. Shot attempt, and he is going to hit the post. You got to be kidding me. Bro, even though it's 4-1, there's still a chance for us to get back in this. If we can score a second and third, just a second, we're back in this. Manu, good steal. Okay, Ugarte over to Xavi. Xavi to Højlund. Back to Ugarte. Ugarte through to Bruno. Gotta score that. It's 4-2. Okay, we have a chance here. If we can just stop them scoring. Bruno, grab the ball. He doesn't want to grab it. Then I think we have a chance here, but bro, we gotta stop them scoring. Dallo, strong tackle there. Now, that's gonna be a second yellow for that guy. Who is it? Balaba? That is a red card. Okay, Brighton down to 10 men. And now they're gonna play super defensive though. All right, patience. Find the right pass here. Ugarte, Xavi, Højlund. Okay, could have played it back to Xavi. Ugarte over to Bruno. Gonna try to flip it up to Højlund. What a chance there, and Højlund is gonna put his header wide. Man, this should be 4-3 right now. It should be 4-3. Okay, Bruno's gonna run this. Højlund is in behind. Højlund, please score this. Please, Rasmus Højlund scores. It's 4-3. 68th minute. We still have a chance here. We still have a chance. Bro, the fight back from this team right now is amazing, though. We still have 20 minutes to tie this up. Bro, this is a nuts first game of the year, though. I've never been more focused in a game of FC or FIFA than this. I want this comeback so bad. Manu, good tackle. Bruno, give it to Manu. Now, Manu, Højlund, making a run. Højlund, please get forward here. Højlund, a chance to tie it up. Oh, post and then off Højlund's arm, I think. Bro, that was such a good chance again. De Ligt, man, we have defended so much better in the second half so far. Ugarte over to Xavi. Xavi, oh, we tried threading the needle there between those center backs, man. Højlund was going to be in again. Good pass there. Okay, if they score, it's game. Maguire tackle. Ugarte over to Xavi. Now, this is a breakaway. Højlund back to Xavi Simons to tie this game up, and Xavi's gonna score to make it 4-4. And finally, someone grabs the ball. We're not done yet. This is tied up. I want to win this game now. I can't believe this first game, bro. 4-1 to 4-4. Xavi Simons 2 on his debut. Come on, I want to win this game so badly now. I want to win it. I'll take a draw, but I want to win this now. Oh, that could have been a tackle right there. Maguire stands strong. Maguire doesn't really stand strong there. Pass backwards. Shot. Onana. Okay, that's a good save from him. That's a good save. Win that, De Ligt. Win that. Thank you to Kobe Manu. Bruno, good pass to Højlund. Højlund into Xavi Simons. Xavi plays it through to Rasmus Højlund, and we've actually scored a 5th this game. 4-1 to 5-4. What a comeback. I cannot believe we are now in the lead in this game. Bro, I've never locked in like this in my life. This might be one of the best comebacks I've ever done on this channel, and it's been led by Xavi, Bruno, and Højlund. Okay, 4 minutes left. Let's get Lindelof on for Lenny Yodo. I guess let's do Collier for Manu, and I think we go with that for the final 4 minutes. Bro, this would be an insane win to start this season. This is just plain ridiculous. Oh, I'm sweating though. 2 minutes at it on Collier. I need you to make a tackle. Misses it. Maguire puts his body on the line. Chance is not done yet though. Shot is gonna go wide. Look at the players hyping on Maguire there. What a block. Bro, I am keeping this ball and not giving it to them. Bro, that is by far the craziest game I've ever started a season with, I think. And definitely one of the best comebacks I've ever done on the channel. But somehow this game is gonna end 5-4. I don't understand how we went down 4-1 in the first place. And I definitely don't understand how we just made a 4-goal comeback in 45 minutes. But Xavi Simons, what a debut for him. 2 goals and 1 assist on his debut. I have no words. I have no words for that first game. Absolutely no words. It's like if we could just defend how we did in that second half, which was pretty much perfect, then our defense could be good. Like, I don't know what happened to our defense in the first half. So it could have been the most demoralizing loss ever. Turns into the best win of the series so far. Okay, I need a break after that. So we're going to sim this second game versus Leeds. So game 2 is going to be, it's going to be a 0-0 draw versus Leeds United. All right, that's a little bit of a letdown. All right, so deadline day is coming up. We still have 200 million to spend. I still plan to make at least one more signing today. But first, we play Aston Villa now away. You know, definitely another tough game. Which before this game, former Man United star Marcus Rashford, he says, Man United will always be special to me. It's where I became who I am. But he says, now I'm fully focused on Aston Villa. Bro, it makes me sad. Like, I don't think the Rashford story United was supposed to end this way, but it's kind of just how things have fallen. I mean, do we think there's any chance of a reunion down the line, like years down the line? Maybe Rashford gets another chance at playing for Manchester United? I don't know, but right now it doesn't seem that very likely. But okay, game 2, let's try not to make this like the last game because I can't take that again. Yeah, definitely all eyes are on Xavi Simons right here because the man is on fire to start his United career. So we'll see what we can do in the second played game of the new season. Bro, it feels like to start games, we just can't defend. That's the first shot. Onana makes the save. If they would have scored that, I might have just quit. Now Bruno through to Højlund though. That's a great pass. You know, Højlund, we're gonna need help here, so we're gonna try to pass it over to Manu. Manu goes for a fake shot into a shot, and Kobe Manu just hit the post. Okay, that would have been a nice goal for him. Bruno back to Manu. Højlund, bro, he's making a lot of good runs to start the series, and this is another good run. Højlund cuts inside, tries to find space, and Højlund scores the first goal of the game. Bro, so far, Højlund has been on fire. He's been the striker that United thought they signed, or at least, you know, developed into him already. Just one touch, cuts inside, you know, a heavy touch there to create space, and then a very nice finish. All right, 12 minutes in, 1-0 to United, and our attack feels good. I mean, I don't know about the defense once again, but our attack feels good. Xavi Simons shot, and it's going to be 2-0. What a shot from Xavi. 15 minutes in, it's 2-0 to United. The chemistry between Bruno Højlund and Xavi Simons is, you know, it's just like, it is shining so brightly right now. This shot is amazing. He took that so quickly after taking the first touch. Okay, we're doing what Brighton did to us now. 2-0 in 15 minutes. I feel like every time I do a United series, the defense for this team is so bad. So they're always really high scoring games, and we have already 3 this game in 18 minutes. Bro, we are literally doing what Brighton did to us. I mean, I'll take it. 20 minutes in, I'll take it. Might be the start of a new United era here. That comeback did this team wonders. Shallow. Xavi over to Ugarte. Ugarte's gonna drag defenders over. Now, Bruno Fernandes from distance. Okay, that shot's going to be easily blocked. That is disappointing, although good tackle from Ugarte again. Bruno, this time, it's not going to be blocked. Is that handball? No, it's just blocked by Torres. Bailey, okay, Lenioto, that's another strong tackle there. Like, 1 second, our defenders look clueless. The other second, they look great. I don't understand it. Okay, Manu, good run here. Højlund, good first touch. Oh, I was going to play it back to Manu right there. Okay, we just can't make any mistakes here. If they score, okay, but we cannot make mistakes to give them goals. 3 goals up. There's no way we should lose this game. There's no way. Chance here, though. Chance. Okay, Maguire block. Goes back to Onana. That's good defending. At this point, I'll take it. Cross in. Maguire. Good clearance there. Off that big head. Bro, Højlund is like a counter-attacking demon right now. Højlund. Great pass to Bruno. Bruno looking for another. Oh, that touch was good, but just pushed it too far to the left. I think let Pau Torres get to it. Now, that's a win. Dallo through to Xavi Simons. First time cross. Oh, that's actually a good cross, but no one's there for it, though. Ollie Watkins. Good chance for him to shoot Onana. That's a good save. Okay, Onana. Okay, whoa. I was about to say Onana's played better since that first half versus Brighton, but that was shaky, and that's going to be thrown for us. Xavi to Højlund. We have one chance here if the ref lets us, which he is going to let us, and Højlund is away. He has to be taken out there. Okay, we're going to pass this over. We got to shoot this. I think it's going to be Delict. Delict. How about a long shot from you? Okay, that wasn't that bad. But halftime 3-0, I mean, that first half, the first 20 minutes were perfect. Højlund is just on fire still. Okay, speaking of Højlund, I just saw that he's hurt, so that's not good. I guess we'll see if he runs it off in the first, like, 5 minutes here. Otherwise, we have to take him off. We can't get hurt after playing this well in game 2 of the season. Azraoui is going to try crossing into someone. Goes to Xavi. Okay, that cross was bad. Ugarte over to Xavi Simons. Back heel to okay, Højlund. That didn't work. Man, I got to take him off. He better not be hurt, though. He better not be hurt. Xavi Simons cuts inside. Has a chance for a finesse from a crazy angle that deflected awkward for Martinez. All right, yeah, we got to take Højlund off, bro. He better not be hurt badly. If he's hurt badly, I'm going to be so mad. Now, some of you guys said that you want like some of the United youngsters in real life to get, you know, some appearances in the series. So since we're up 3-0, I'm going to put Obi on, you know, a young striker who's 17. I don't know a lot about him, but I know he was on the bench for that last game versus Nottingham Forest. Or did he come on? I actually don't know. I just know he was in the squad for that game. So he's 64 rated, but he gets a chance in this game. Hey, Ugarte, great tackle there. It's been a lot of Villa possession so far in the second half, but they've not looked too threatening with that possession yet. Gallo is going to find Bruno in the middle. Bruno gonna try to dink it up to Obi. Obi, man, he should have made a run there. He should have made a run. We'll try this. Obi Looking for the cross. Chance for a goal for him, and the header goes over the net. That was a great chance for him. Be a nice time to get his debut goal. You know, we're up 3-0. The game's maybe already decided. Ugarte into Xavi. Xavi plays a great ball into Obi, and he's actually going to score. I don't even know if he scored his first goal for United in real life, but at least in this series, the 17-year-old scores his first goal for the club. I mean, Xavi Simon's great pass, but Obi took this so well. One touch, just right to the right of Martinez. That was perfect. All right, man, we got Højlund, Xerxes. Maybe Obi should be in that mix. 73rd minute, that's 4-0 to United. But we went 4-1 down versus Brighton. I thought the start of the season was going to be so bad. Like, I really saw my life flash before my eyes, but made that comeback. And now this game, it has been such a turnaround. I guess the real concern now is Højlund, though. Hopefully he's not hurt badly. All right, Malen versus Lenioto. Lenioto. Oh, that was a great defensive play from him. Bro, like I said, the defense all of a sudden looks like we're, I don't even know what we look like, but definitely not the team that conceded 5 versus Chelsea and also 4 versus Brighton. Ugarte, good steal. All right, last chance probably for us. Bruno into Obi. Obi. Can he turn a little bit? Oh, Cons is going to steal it from him. Oh, no, wait, that was actually a foul. All right, so free kick for definitely Bruno Fernandes here. To put a little cherry on top of this game, Bruno Fernandes from the free kick spot is going to put it in the back of the net. He actually just scored it for 5-0. What a perfect way to end this perfect performance. Hey, that's 5 goals across the last 2 games from us. Hey, this might be the new era of United. In 2 games, we have turned this around so much from that 4-1 deficit versus Brighton. All right, though, that now takes us to transfer deadline day. First, though, a player is injured, so Højlund is actually injured. Oh, please don't be bad, bro. Please don't be bad. If we scroll down, it's going to be, oh, thankfully, a bruised elbow, only out for 5 days. Okay, we just got so lucky there. Now, if we look at our team, though, if we need one more signing, I think I know what we need. I mean, if you take away the first half versus Brighton, Ugarte and Manu have played great as 2, box-to-box mids. Now, the problem is, though, on the bench, we have Collier, but then Mason Mount and Eriksen, who both players, they're pretty shaky. Eriksen's old, Mason Mount is never healthy, so if we could bring in another box-to-box mid to be a backup for Manu, I think that's what we need right now the most. I would sign a center back, but I feel like Sandro Martinez is going to come back, so I don't really want to sign someone and then have, an influx center backs, too many of them. So we're just going to wait until Martinez is healthy, and then he's probably going to start for us. But I think the box-to-box mid I want to sign, it's another, I guess it's kind of like Xavi. Well, instead of Xavi, it's actually Javi Guerra from Valencia. So he's a center mid, CDM, and also a striker whose stats are so well balanced. Can play box-to-box, play holding, can play false 9. Like, this dude is so well-rounded, it's insane. Like, quite literally the perfect squad player to have on the bench. And he's probably only going to cost about like, 20, maybe like 28 million. So this deal is a no-brainer, 27 million, and they're going to accept that. That is a no-brainer for Javi Guerra. So another young player, to start this new era of United. And signing 2 after Xavi Simons now has been made. He's really got just the tools to be an absolute just superstar. So I think for now he's going to take Eriksen's spot on the bench. And that's going to be our transfer window now complete. We spent a lot of money on Xavi Simons. We need some for January too, so that's gonna be it for our summer transfer window. Now, I would be more worried, but after that 5-0 win versus Villa, I feel good about this team right now. Now, we got some games to sim here next. So versus Wolves, we're gonna get a 2-2 draw versus Wolves, and then we're gonna get a 2-0 loss to Bournemouth away. Okay, I don't agree with that. And that's one of those just weird sim results. There's no way Bournemouth should beat us. So that puts us in 6th place despite, our pretty good start, which does suck. But now we face Spurs, probably our first true test of the year. Came back versus Brighton, beat Villa 5-0. What can this new look United now do versus Tottenham? Now, if we win this game pretty comfortably, then I'll start to get very excited about this season. That would make a top 4 finish seem like a real possibility for us. It's just, how is our defense going to hold up against, a more talented Spurs team? I mean, already Maguire forced to a tackle, which he does make a pretty good tackle, actually. Xavi plays it over to Ugarte now. Bruno swings it back over to Xavi. Man, our attack, we just find a lot of good angles here. Xavi through to Højlund. Højlund shot. Oh, that could have been an instant goal for us. All right, 5 minutes in, chances for both teams, kind of. Hey, Dallo, that's a very good tackle there. And now he tried to go on a run. Xavi's going to steal it back. Ugarte, Manu. Oh, he already got taken out there. He got destroyed. Højlund making the run. He actually won it there. Højlund, back heel. Okay, what is happening here? Somehow he won this. Højlund shot across goal. It's going to be another save from the Spurs keeper, though. Yeah, this is an electric start. Mazraoui to Bruno Fernandes. That defender just went for a horrible slide tackle that is going to let Bruno just run through and score. Bro, the whole reason we scored there was that missed sliding tackle. It gave Bruno a perfect chance. All right, 1-0 in 15 minutes again to United. We are seeing a turnaround of seismic proportions. Okay, saying that Missed tackle. Mainu blocks the shot though. We're about to jinx it in real time. I'm about to jinx it in actual real time. And of course, Solanke's going to score there. Of course. 18th minute, it's going to be 1-1. Bro, the Tyztir jinx just remains forever a real thing. Now Mazraoui over to Højlund. Play it backwards. Oh, Mainu is right there to receive that pass. We got to get it through there. Now Son versus De Ligt here. Bro, De Ligt is way slower than I thought he'd be. The man is a snail, actually. He's like, Maguire's slow, but I'm surprised about De Ligt's pace. Like, I didn't know he was that slow. I guess I haven't used him in a while. Højlund through to Xavi, bro. Xavi has been so good in his first episode. He is going to swing that cross in. Okay, that was actually meant for the far post. Now, Bruno. Højlund, I think he's offside. Is he offside? No, he's not. Oh my, Xavi Simons goes for a bicycle kick and it goes wide. I thought Højlund was offside, but no, he was actually onside. All right, so far this has been absolute chaos. Oh, that's a nice through ball though. Goes to Brennan Johnson. Tyztir shot. And Spurs are... Bro, that shot was so weak. Bro, how'd this go in? I gotta see it again. Brennan Johnson goes for this shot, and it's just kind of like a top-of-the-foot shot that curls around Onana. Yeah, I'm not sure about that one. It's 2-1, though. Yeah, we are facing a bigger test in this one. Mazraoui up to Bruno. Bruno can hold this up. Get it back to Mainu. Mainu, good turn. Højlund. Xavi Simons making a great run. Xavi's going to be on the volley and he's going to tie this up. Bro, United's got a new star on this team. Absolutely a new superstar. He is playing so well in his first episode. 2-2 in 36 minutes. And there's been a lot of goals today. I raised the game length to 5 minutes. That's what we used to play on all the time. And we are getting some goals with the extra time, I guess. Dallo gets it to Bruno. Bruno on this left-hand side. Gonna cross it. I'm trying to see after this update if crossing is actually a thing now. It actually seems better. I mean, before it was like impossible, so at least now it seems like it's possible, which is it's small, but it's a positive development, I guess. Get it to Højlund. Nice. Højlund over to Bruno Fernandes. Mainu's in a good spot here. Højlund. No, Højlund. Oh, he's won it back though. Bro, Højlund is a madman in this series so far. That shot is gonna go wide though. Yeah, Højlund so far has been insane. Halftime though, it's gonna be 2-2. Jed Spence has a lot of space here, which is not good. I see Brennan Johnson though. I'm looking for that pass. That's a crossover though. Oh, I thought Onana spilled that in. Thankfully not. Corner sent in, cleared by Mainu. Now we're going to try and control that. We do. Okay, Xavi, I need you to run. Xavi Simons, turn on the Jets. Oh, we just got taken out, bro. Send him off. Don't do that to my new signing. Don't do that. That was Van de Ven, bro. That was a criminal tackle on Xavi. If you injure my new signing, I will take you out. Nice through ball, Son, crossover. Oh, it looks good, Onana. Good cover, though. Dallo over to Xavi, which that just took the fullback out of the equation. Xavi just running forward, tries to cut inside. We got sandwiched, though. Xavi over to Mainu. Mainu. Okay, where are the options here? We're going to go back to Xavi. No, I wasn't going to pass it back to Xavi there. All right, now we need to get back and prevent this counterattack. Solanke through Johnson. Where's the shot at? Oh, the shot comes, but Onana makes the save. This feels like either team could win this game. This game feels extremely close. Mainu, that's a good clearance, though. That's a really good clearance. Van de Ven back, though, into Sar. Good block. And then Højlund takes control of it. That was so risky, but it worked so well. Now, Mainu, no, man, Bruno's through there. That's such a risk pass by me, though. This is a rush pass. Oh, this is not good. Goes to Sar, and I tried to block the pass there with a sliding tackle. It's going to be Spurs 3, Man United 2, though. And that's rough. We got 25 minutes left here. Xavi back to Ugarte. Come on, we got to find this goal. I feel it coming, though. Bruno. Oh, that touch is disgusting. Bro, if he does not get taken out there, we score. It's going to be a red for Van de Ven. Bro, this is Bruno. The shot across goal is classic with him. Like, that's going to be a goal. All right, now we're going to try and score it from the free kick, though. He did it last game. Can he do it again? Bruno Fernandes from the free kick spot to tie the game up, and Bruno Fernandes has done it again. Bro, 2 free kicks in 2 games. This has been the craziest start to a season, I think, ever. Bro, it's really justice, though. We should have scored on that breakaway, so it's justice that we get the free kick in. All right, 25 minutes still, and it's all tied up again. Bro, I don't think that's the last goal in this game. I don't think it is. Maguire, I just missed a tackle on Solanke, but Onana saved me. Yeah, that is a goal that they should have scored. Okay, Bruno's gonna play a nice ball over to Dallo. Really nice, actually. Now, Xavi, I see you. Xavi, keep making your run. Xavi in the box to give United the lead. Oh, second chance. No, I went for a low shot there. I thought low power would work from that angle, and I couldn't be more wrong about that. Oh my, that pass just absolutely destroyed me. Jed Spence, cross up. Gonna be a header that hits side netting. Okay, bro, this game feels like either team can win it. Xavi Simons, once again, bro, he just gets into dangerous spots over and over again. Cross to Højlund. Højlund there for it, but it's gonna be cleared. All right, new signing coming on for his debut, though. Javi's coming on from Valencia. Yeah, young midfielder's first appearance for United. Oh, Solanke, where is this space coming from? No, I cannot miss that tackle there, but he misses the shot. Okay, 8 minutes left, bro. This game has been nuts. This and the Brighton game have been crazy. Mazraoui over to Bruno. Mazraoui making a good run. Oh, he was in behind. I got to play over the top, bro. If that's over the top, it definitely reaches him. Okay, we got to make the right tackles here. Like that one, Maguire. Harry Maguire. Good tackle, Harold. Now, Xavi Simons has Bruno. I don't think he has stamina, though. We're going to go to the other side instead. Xavi Simons with the pass of his life. And it's Harry Maguire of all people. Harry Maguire has just scored the winner? Bro, what kind of cursed universe is this? Harry Maguire makes a run from center back and has just scored maybe the winner versus Tottenham. What am I seeing? Bro, I saw him making a run from the corner of my eye. I didn't think it was Harry Maguire though. I thought it was like Dallo. But Maguire, what a finish. That's just the cherry on top. Like this is the craziest start to a season I've ever had. Like absolutely no other season has started this crazy. And we might not be done yet in this game. Bentancur, please no. Please no, son. Please don't score here. Give me this win. I deserve it. Please. Oh, that pass back is insane. Okay, I went for a tackle there. Spence. Over. Shot. Onana makes the save. And he might have just saved all 3 points right there. Bro, it was an absolute team effort in every single one of these wins. But what a start to this new season with Manchester United. I'm still shocked. I cannot believe what I've seen today. Now, what hurts, though, is all that and we're still just in 3rd place. It's like, man, if those sim results went our way, we'd be in 1st, probably with like a 4 or 5 point lead. So I'm hoping, like, the sim results pick up, we stop dropping points in those. But I think overall, it's been a very positive start to the season, despite us conceding a lot of goals. We're still finding ways to win. And Xavi Simons has 7 goals and 3 assists in his first 8 games. Yeah, so I'd say he was a pretty big signing. I think you could say that. He's quite literally transformed this team himself. But okay, the next day, we walk into training. We see Ruben Amorim, but he doesn't look too happy. So he tells me we received a call from Real Madrid and they're preparing a $100 million bid for one of our players. And apparently this player is interested in the move. So we tell him, okay, who is the player that they want to sign? Okay, we just made one of the biggest signings in Man United's recent history. Xavi Simons has arrived. And I mean, he's not only arrived, he might be the face of our entire football club now. Adding him to this team has changed things a lot. Now, unfortunately, there might be some more changes on the way that are not good for our team. Of course, drop a like if you want to see more of this series, and I say we get right back into it. Now, to start this episode, we're at a cafe. We have a meeting scheduled with one of our players, and more specifically, our captain, because we just got news that Real Madrid have shown interest in signing Bruno Fernandes. And Bruno commented on the news saying, it's always an honor to be linked with a club like Real Madrid. So this meeting is about Bruno's future at the club. Now, everyone arrives, and Ruben Amorim tells Bruno, I want you to stay. I see you as my captain for the next 5 years. But then Bruno says, I do want to stay myself, but things can always change. I want to play out my current contract and then see how things feel after. And then of course our meeting gets leaked online and news says Bruno Fernandes has reportedly turned down contract extension talks with Manchester United. Rumors say he has his eyes set on playing at the Bernabeu. So yeah, this is now a contract crisis we're dealing with, and it's with our best player. He only has 8 months left in his contract, and there's a chance at the end of the year he could walk away for nothing and go play for Real Madrid. Now it's still 8 months away, so for now it's just something to watch, something to monitor. But yeah, that's definitely not going to help us. Now what has helped us is our new signings here in Xavi Simons, because this season, 9 games in, we were off to a hot start in the Premier League, sitting 2nd place. Now we're like a loss away from going down to 7th, so it's still very early, but the signs are there of us improving as a club. Now first game today is going to be versus Colchester in the Carabao Cup, a game that we are obviously heavy favorites in. I think for this game though, we're going to give a lot of chances to a lot of the younger players here. We're going to rotate this entire team, so it's going to be a rotated team other than Bruno Fernandes and Harry Maguire, my 2, I guess, senior players, or most senior players. They're going to stay, but everyone else is a youth player or a young player. Like, we got Bailey Walker here, the only youth player of the series so far. We got new signing Javi Guerra. We got Obia there up top. So it's a young team, but we still should beat Colchester. We should. But hey, a big chance from these players to impress me. Now, it is going to be Bailey Walker's first game of the year, but Obi scored in the last episode versus Villa, so I'm kind of already impressed with him, and I want to see more. Look at the fans jumping around, bro. This is truly a new era. There might be leaking water everywhere. There might be rats, but the fans are feeling a bit better here. Now, apparently, whoever wins this goes to the quarterfinals, so this is actually a pretty big game. We are trusting the youth players for this one. Now, definitely, I bet when Bruno's on the ball, fans are going to be questioning whether they should boo, whether they should cheer. They don't even know. Now, Javi Guerra, that could be a bounce to Obi, but he doesn't get to it. I just bet the fans are not happy with Bruno Fernandes right now. He'll be understanded, though. Bro, Javi Guerra is an absolute... Wait, that's a foul? Was it a handball or is it a foul? Bro, he's a beast, though. He's so quick. He's like one of the most well-rounded young players I've seen. The header goes wide, thankfully. All right, Collier's got space to drive this forward a little bit. We are going to try to wait. Going to play it to Bruno. Bruno gonna try to go around the player. He does actually. Wait, he kind of stopped there. He kind of just like stopped running. Okay, not the fastest start here. Maguire on Tavide trying to block him. Bro, if we let them score, I'll be so mad. Our defense has been bad this year, but still, this is Colchester. Maguire, good block right there. Second one coming in. That's a, oh, that could have been a penalty because we just like took him out right there. I think our young center back Heaven, you know, just went into a tackle kind of blindly. It works for now. Okay, Walker, Bailey Walker, good steal. Now Bailey plays a great ball to Diallo. Okay, we got space to run here. Diallo, use your pace. Diallo on a counter attack of dreams. Obi, we're gonna have to try to play it to him. Obi gets it. Oh, the shot. He went for a first time shot and it goes wide. It's not a bad effort though. Bruno over to Collier. Collier. And swing it back to Bruno. Bruno is feeling a long shot. We know he likes to take them, but that one is right at the keeper though. Bro, Javi Guerra, is he getting used to the Premier League refs right now or the English refs? Because again, I feel like that's just not a foul. All right, free kick for Colchester. If they score this, I'm gonna be so mad. Okay, they just laid it off. Long shot, and it thankfully goes wide. Okay, I feel like Bayender should have been more concerned with that. He kind of just watched to go right by him. Okay, let's get this first goal of the game. Let's get the first goal here. Collier's gonna slide it over to Javi. No, he's got a lot of space. Javi plays it over to Obi, the young striker who's 17, and he is having maybe a breakout season here. 30 minutes in, we finally make the breakthrough, and it's the youngster. I mean, Hoyland's definitely my #1 striker, of course, but I mean, Obi's pushing Xerxes for the #2 spot, the backup spot. It's another clinical finish from him. All right, Bailey's gonna get it over to Collier. Gonna slide it forward. Diallo. It's not a bad spot here. Diallo, little dribbling. Gonna try to cross it to someone. Goes to Obi. Obi header attempt. Okay, that's not a bad header. It's a tough one, but definitely not bad. And Tavide's getting space here, which I don't like. Heaven can't get over. Bayender makes a good save though. All right, that's probably Colchester's best chance so far. Now Diallo is gonna time it to Obi. Obi, that's a great turn. Okay, he seriously might be the real deal here. We're gonna get a shot away, and oh, he scores at almost an impossible angle. Bro, he might be the real deal. Obi's got 2 in the 43rd minute. I'm not gonna lie, I shot this hoping for maybe just a deflection, a corner or something, but not expecting him to score at the near post. What is he, 64 rated or 65? What a finish. I gotta make him a mini face. He doesn't have a mini face. He's like a silhouette. That's how young he is. Okay, he seriously might be a factor in this series. That's a weird shot. All right, Dolam scoring halftime. That'd be terrible. Pass is coming. Maguire tried to stand strong there. Is that a penalty? Oh, it's gonna be a penalty. I feel like I barely pushed him here though. Maguire goes for a tackle, and I mean, is that really a penalty worthy? I don't think it is. All right, so Colchester a chance to get back in it. Bayender is going to not make the save and they get back in it. Man, that's the worst time for something like that. All right, halftime, it's gonna be 2-1 still to Manchester United. So far though, it's been the Obi show. The man's on a hat trick. I mean, what is he, 17? Would he be the youngest player to ever score a hat trick for United? Probably not, but probably up there. Now, more importantly, let's try to win the game. Maguire tackle, second shot. Bayender makes the save. We might make some subs soon, you know, to ensure we get the win, bring on some more senior players. We might try that as that header goes wide. Bruno again through a ball. Man, Obi's making great runs. Hoyland and Obi are both thriving in this new system. Like, they're finding spaces in opposing teams' back lines. That is a long shot that skims the roofing of the net. Bro, they're trying. Bro, that was an impressive shot from their striker. All right, Diallo is getting space here. Obi making a run. Obi might be in for a hat trick. He might be. Obi's gonna try to do a skill. Oh, what a skill, and he's actually gonna finish the hat trick off. Bro, he might actually be the real thing. 3-1 to United. It's literally been the Obi show. Bro, from a 64 rated striker, he's doing these kind of skills and also that kind of finish too on top of it. He might have just jumped the rankings of our best youth players. Oh, that's a good deflection. Bayender makes the, oh man, that was so crazy. He makes the save and Heaven gets the clearance. And Colchester are not giving up here. They're still testing our defense, which not been great, but been good enough to beat them, I think. Collier, great ball to Ahmad. Over to Obi. Yellow to Bruno. Bruno's got space. Bruno's got space. Good shot, but a good save. Okay, we're making some subs here. I mean, Obi's had a great game. He's going to get a standing ovation. He should. So Xerxes on for Obi and then Mason Mount on too. I want to try and give Xerxes some game time. I feel like I've not played him yet. But we'll see what we can do in the final 30 minutes. Can he impress me? Now, that's an awkward chance, but it's caught by Macy. And also, Ugarte's on the midfield to really shore up our defense. Bruno lays it off to our new pickup, Javi. Get a shot. Okay, this shot wasn't the greatest. He's got like 80 finishing for a midfielder, so I kind of expected better than that, but I guess I won't be too harsh on him yet. And Bruno's just getting angles here to shoot. Oh man, I was about to go for like a super long shot there. Oh, this is a bad chance. Gotta come over here. Oh, it's gonna be a wide open chance, and that's just so poor. It is now 3-2 with 15 minutes left. Bro, we just can't make it easy in the series so far, huh? Like, the one game that was easy was the Villa game. It feels like every other game has been like torture. Mason Mount, Bruno. Looking for Xerxes now. He just basically passed it to himself, and Bruno's gonna seal the win probably. 77th minute, the captain under question scores. I mean, the fans are gonna celebrate, but you know, there's probably some afterthoughts there. Is it gonna be Bruno's final year with United? All right, Xerxes, show me something. Xerxes, gonna try to cut inside here. He does. Gonna go for a left-footed finesse. That was not bad from Xerxes. All right, when is our first corner goal gonna happen? Probably not here. Wait, Maguire into the ground. I mean, it's on target at least. It's better than what we've seen so far. Now, that's a weird throw out. That is somehow gonna work for them. That makes no sense. You might have one more chance here. Walker. Good turn there over to Bruno. Bruno's gonna give it back to Bailey. That pace from the right back spot / right mid is nice. Crossover. Oh my, the cross is horrendous though. Bailey, where are you sending that? Okay, well, that's gonna be full time. It's gonna be a 4-2 win. I mean, I do not like the goals we conceded, but man, what a game for Obi the youngster scoring a hat trick. So yeah, that should put us in the Carabao Cup quarterfinals, which is nice. But okay, next up is a much more serious match here. So we face Man City, and now this is not the Man City that's currently happening in real life. This is a Man City that looks like they found their form again. They're in first place, 20 points from their first 9 games. It's a Manchester derby, top of the table clash. I mean, look at their squad. They have Nico Gonzalez at CDM. It looks pretty similar to real life. Yeah, they have an 88 attack, and my defense is so bad. So this could go horribly wrong. There's been so many goals in every game of this series so far. We go strongest first team, and yeah, this could go horribly wrong. Now on the flip side, our game's been close, but we beat Spurs, which is a big win. If we could win this, like, we would make it very interesting in the first place spot. So first really big Manchester derby of the series, first meaningful one. Let's see what we could do. Okay, I'm seeing Rodri. So yeah, Nico Gonzalez isn't even playing. That match screen was like wrong. So Rodri is there and he's playing, and that could have been almost a terrible start. De Bruyne almost just scored. All right, that's a little bit of a concerning start here. Now Højlund, Bruno sees him. Gonna try to head it down to someone. Oh, I need someone there closer though. Okay, Harold on Haaland. That is a strong tackle from Maguire. Bruno skips a tackle there. Gonna play it over to Xavi Simons, his first ever Manchester derby. Great ball to Højlund. I think he's onside. Højlund shoots, and that's 1-0 to United. Bro, what a ball from Xavi Simons. And Højlund just stays on fire in this series. Just one touch over the top off his knee, and then a solid finish. All right, they could have scored in the first 5 minutes. Instead, we score. That is an incredible start, but it's probably not the last goal in this game. Okay. That was a nice pass over to Foden. Maguire, though. Bro, Maguire is insane in this series so far. I feel like our last United career modes, Maguire has probably been sold, you know, not been good. But so far in this one, he's been amazing. Dallo is going to slide it over to Xavi Simons. He is going to cut inside a little bit. Now look for maybe a finesse. Xavi Simons. Okay, that's going to be a corner, right? Bro, there's an open net there for like a split second. That could have been interesting. Now instead, corner by Bruno. That is whoa, Delict. That wasn't even on target. I'll keep saying it. Headers are still so bad in this game. Bruno's got a chance from the stratosphere. Man, Bruno's long shots, I can't help myself. That one was off, but it felt good though. Right, Foden causing issues here on the right. He is going to cut inside. Leniotto stuck with him pretty well. Pass to Haaland though. Haaland cut back Maguire again to stop it, but not enough help though. Grealish looking for a shot. Goes all the way back to Rodri. Into De Bruyne. Oh my, no, Delict. Okay, hold up. Get the ball out, please. Oh, that's a bad pass. Bro, I loaded up that pass and then it was delayed. So it took a minute. Oh, this passing is insane. Oh, thankfully he's offside. Oh, man. Bro, after all that, they probably deserve a goal, but he's offside. Okay, we just saw what our defense is up against in that sequence. That was disgusting. Haaland, chance here. Maguire has been the Haaland stopper. That's going to be a foul, though. I feel like I never get foul calls. The other team always does. Now, they are going to, it's going to be De Bruyne. De Bruyne, free kick, and he just hit the post. Okay, that would have been insane from De Bruyne. Our 1-0 lead feels very slim right now. Bruno is going to find Højlund, though. Højlund across goal. It should be 2-0, man. That's such a big goal we could have scored. And the shot wasn't easy, but that's such a big one if it goes in. Because now other end. Oh, no. Haaland's got the pace on Maguire there. I tried to block the pass. Okay, he went for a first-time shot that wasn't that great. It allowed Nada to make the save. And now this is end-to-end. Bruno running forward. Bruno tries to slide it over to Xavi, but that's going to be caught out. Oh, this is literally the definition of end-to-end. Haaland, space, Delict. Okay, is that a foul? Apparently it's not. The fans want a penalty or something, but the ref doesn't call it, and that's going to be a goal kick. Xavi over to Bruno. Bruno sees Højlund. Bro, Højlund is been incredible. Xavi Simons in the Manchester derby could have scored his first. Oh, the finish. I got a weird animation there. It was so weak. Bro, this could be 3-0 right now. That's how good we've played. Foden to Haaland again. Bro, Haaland has been a nightmare. Him and Foden. Jan Koto looking good. Leniotto, another good tackle though from him. Højlund slides it over to Xavi Simons, who's got pace here. Xavi is going to cut inside. Gonna go for a finesse, and Xavi Simons has scored the second. Okay, we deserve that. We've had like, what, 3 good chances now in the last 20 minutes? Finally, one goes in to extend our lead to 2. I would say that's completely deserved. And okay, halftime, it is 2-0 to Manchester United. And we are watching in real time this club, like, you know, turn the corner here. The team looks so much better than last year. We just look more cohesive. Now, saying that, oh, bro, you gotta be kidding me. Oh my, bro, why did Haaland not shoot earlier than that? Bro, he could have scored that. He took his time and allowed Onana to make the save. It should be 2-1 instead. It's still going to be 2-0 to us. Bro, Haaland is just scared of Maguire. You know, he's shaking in his boots. Bruno, great ball over to Mazraoui. Now, Højlund is kind of free here. Going to cross it to him. Now, oh, I was going to go for a header backwards. Ugarte, oh, we tried to find Simons there. That was going to be a good pass. De Bruyne's got space here. Bernardo Silva. Okay, I'm trying to track Haaland. Okay, that's a save. Delict gets in front of Haaland for the clearance. Oh, that is not what I wanted, though. Bro, that is not the pass I wanted. Oh, Nana makes another save. Bro, what team is this? Is this United? Bruno to Højlund. Højlund over to Xavi. Xavi gives it to Bruno. Bruno back to Xavi. Oh, that almost worked. Xavi It's gonna play it back up to Hoyland though. Okay, reset. We need to reset here. Actually, lay it off. No, I was gonna play it over to Ugarte for a long shot. All right, that was sloppy in the end. Lenny Odo on Savino. Savino is gonna beat him on pace though. That definitely just rhymed. Savino. Whoa, that's Whoa, that's a bad cross, bro. They have not been clinical in the second half in front of goal. They keep wasting chances here. All right, free kick for us. We're gonna send this over to Mazraoui, then swing it back all the way over to Dallo. Dallo cross in, looking for Hoyland. It's gonna be a corner though. Okay, we might try a short corner here. Gonna swing it over to Kobe Mainu. Now he is going to swing it over to Dallo. Dallo goes for a shot, blocked. Now ball is in the air though. Whoa, that's awkward. Hoyland doesn't get to it. We're playing volleyball over here. Goes to Xavi. Xavi looking for number 3 shot. Saved, and then Ederson is going to grab it. Bro, Man City right now, we're on the ropes. Marmouche over to Holland. Maguire. Stay strong, Maguire. Bro, Holland just ran through him, and Onana makes the save. Bro, Holland literally just trucked through Maguire there. Corner sent in. That is going to be a header. Oh, that falls awkwardly, and Holland's going to score that. Bro, that's how they score? After all their good chances, they get a weird bounce? Bro, that's insane. Like, they could have scored so many other different ways, but Holland makes it 2-1. Okay, this game is, it's on again. Final 20 minutes here. Kobe Mainu is going to spot Hoyland's run. Swing. Oh, Hoyland, that was meant for Xavi. He was going to be so open. That ball was so bad, though. Odin. Oh, no, bro. Maguire needs to slide over. We try. Oh, I tried to give Marmouche not enough room to shoot, but he still found the corner. This game has been flipped in the last like 10 minutes. If I mark him, then Holland's going to be free, which I did not want that to happen. But Marmouche just had a perfect shot. 2-0 to 2-2, and all of a sudden this game has changed. And we still have like 13 minutes to go here. Mainu Ugarte over to Xavi. Xavi gonna go for a shot there with space. Saved by Ederson. Yeah, something has clicked with them. They're playing much better. They're gonna go for a winner here now. Oh, they're just looking different now for some reason. They're looking different. Silva, Maguire, huge tackle. Now this could be a counter. Ugarte running forward. Oh man, I was trying to play that to Hoyland. He got closed down though by who? Is that Bernardo Silva? Savino, Lenny Odo in front of him. Oh, Lenny Odo. No, that touch was so bad. Maguire pass over. Onana makes the save. Oh, they could have won the game right there, literally. We might have one more chance, score a winner. One more chance. Mainu. Oh, Mainu just loses it from behind. Bro, they're pressuring like crazy right now. We can't even deal with it. Maguire versus Holland for the game. Holland doing moves here. I hate this. Rodri looking for a shot. Rodri over to Foden. Back to Rodri. Holland shot, and Man City are going to score a 90th minute winner and break our hearts. Bro, all this work and we've lost it, really? Bro, they just swung the ball back and forth so quickly, and he took this first time shot, and I mean, it was Mainu versus Holland, and Mainu just couldn't stick with Holland there. Bro, we just lost this game in the final like 25 minutes. From 2-0 to 3-2. We have one chance maybe to get a point here. Bruno is going to swing it back to Mainu. Mainu. Bad touch, finds Holland though, or Hoyland. Okay, so the shot's gonna be right at Ederson though. And that's gonna be the last chance of the game. Bro, I totally feel like we're gonna win this game. I felt it. And then all of a sudden, Man City, just something clicked. I mean, maybe it's a sign that we're improving as a club, but we're not on Man City's level yet. Even with them, you know, struggling recently. All right, so that loss sends us down to 5th, which does hurt, but we're still playing much better. I still see a lot of positives in the team. There's going to be some growing pains, and that game was exactly some growing pains. Now, speaking about pain, on social media after the derby, fans are attacking our captain, Bruno Fernandes. One fan says that Bruno is the worst captain in Man United's history, and that they will drive him to Madrid themselves. That's how bad they want him gone. I mean, yeah, a loss like that, plus, you know, the contract talks, it's not going to help our captains, you know, his image. He's really set on seeing the season out and then making a decision after the season. So if we have some bad results, he's gonna be a scapegoat. But man, that loss just hurts so badly. And to make it even worse, Holland is gonna win the 2025 Ballon d'Or. Of course he is. But okay, we got 2 games to sim. First one's gonna be a 1-1 draw with Crystal Palace, and the next one's gonna be a 2-1 win versus Nottingham Forest. Javi Guerra scoring an 88th minute winner is nice. All right, so that sees us back up to 4th now. We're 1 point off 2nd, but 8 points behind City, and so they are truly back in form. You know, Liverpool are 2 points behind us. It's a really close top 8 here, but our goal this year is top 4, and right now we're in the top 4, so we just got to stay here. But the problem is, next game, it's another tough one. We're facing Arsenal, and now it's 3rd versus 4th, so it's another top of the table clash. Now I think for this game I'm going to start Javi Guerra over Mainu. I feel like I'm feeling that change. I'm going to play Dorgu over Dallo this game too. And man, Sandro Martinez is still not back. I think he's going to be back like around December, so we are awaiting his return. But we go with that team versus Arsenal. All right, so at least we're back at Old Trafford for this game. But yeah, facing another team that is probably, you know, just like right on par with Man City. The tough games in the Prem just never stop. I feel like our problem last game was not extending our lead to 3 because we had chances, we didn't take them, and we just like left the door open for Man City. That's where I feel like we lost it. Now Mazraoui gonna play it to Hoyland. Hoyland lays it off into Javi Guerra, and that could have been the first goal immediately. And I want that shot back. Bruno gives it to Xavi. Oh! What a pass to Hoyland. That would have been insane. Bro, that touch from Xavi was nuts. All right, corner, Bruno. Over to Mazraoui. He is going to swing it in. Javi Guerra's there. And okay, he had 2 chances in the first like 5 minutes here. Been a lively start for him, I guess. Ugarte over to Xavi Simons. He just got destroyed by Ben White though. Yeah, that is probably a physicality issue from Xavi. In our formation, this box in the midfield, we break down like midfield so easily. Right when I say that, I play a bad pass, but you see what I mean. Kind of what Emery's system is, the 3-4-2-1. That box midfield is the key. Now, that's an interesting ball over that Maguire. Oh no, is that a penalty? Bro, that's a foul, but I think it's not enough for a penalty, so the ref didn't call it. I'm pretty sure that was a foul from Maguire. Header. Onana is going to catch it, though. Mazraoui plays it to Bruno. Bruno. Højlund, if we time it right, he's in. Højlund's in. Højlund, can he continue his hot start to the season? Open net for Xavi. We cannot get the rebound. Okay, Højlund is starting to cool off a little bit. Ugarte over to Javi. He is going to find space to shoot, and it's going to be blocked, though. Might be a game for Obi to come on in a big game versus a big team like this, because if Højlund keeps missing chances, maybe he's dropping in form. I got to give Obi a chance, because apparently he is just in form. So, all right, Dorgu's got space here to run. He is going to make a really good run, actually. Crossover. Great cross. Højlund, oh, it's a good header, but it's into the ground. Every header is like directly right at the keeper, though. Chance here. Havertz. Whoa, that was a weird shot. Onana, good save, though. I gotta say, Onana's been pretty good so far. I like him. I think in previous crew modes, he's been, you know, a bit shaky, but once again, kind of like Maguire, this year he's not bad. I mean, at least so far, I could eat my words. Now, Xavi over to Dorgu again. He is gonna fire this in. Haaland shot. Oh, what a finish from Rasmus Højlund. Did I say Haaland? I think I'm so used to saying Haaland from the last game. Højlund, though, gets the finish. That first time shot was nuts. I mean, kind of on the volley, just right into the roofing of the net. All right, United 1, Arsenal 0 in the 30th minute. Martinelli, De Ligt. Okay, De Ligt, good tackle there. Bro, De Ligt is shaky, man. In previous crew modes, he's always been such a good center back for me, but in this series, he feels so shaky at the back. I feel like signing for United kind of ruined him or something. Maybe he's better in a back 4, not a back 3. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know. Mazraoui is going to play a deep cross to Højlund. Højlund almost got to that. I feel like since the update, crossing is better, but headers are like still not that useful unless the cross is like perfect. Okay, Martinelli versus De Ligt. De Ligt, I just criticized you, and then you're going to make me look dumb. That is the Tyztir jinx working in an opposite way. Okay, Javi Guerra, what a stop there. That was insane. Now he's going to lead the counter. Don't lose it. Don't lose it. Oh, man, I thought he was quicker enough to break away there. Okay, Saka's running at us with space. Goes to Martinelli. Back to Saka. Maguire gets a tackle, though. Okay, Martinelli. Maguire's trying to track him. Bro, Maguire is an absolute madman. He is our best center back. That's nuts. Or at least our best healthy center back. Maybe Lisandro Martinez is better. Saka's shot is saved. And halftime, this game is going to stay just 1-0 to United. Now, I'm saying that this game does feel close, though, so I doubt it's over, as that is a ball in behind, which De Ligt got destroyed, and immediately it's going to be 1-1. I gotta say, Linioto's been good, Maguire's been good, but De Ligt, I gotta say, it's not been good. I don't know if it's just in a back 4 he's better. Martinelli just catches him behind, and he's got no chance to catch up there. All right, this is, it's going to be tied up. Dorgu over to Xavi Simons. He's got space. Gonna take a finesse shot. Oh, what a shot from Xavi Simons to give us the lead back. Bro, they just laid off him and just said shoot, and he's like, I'll shoot then. Bro, he is gonna be a superstar in this series, like a superstar. I feel like he's playing right now at a Ballon d'Or winning level. We just need the trophies to go along with it. Like, if we win the Premier League, win some trophies, there's a chance Xavi could win the Ballon d'Or. I mean, I don't want to compare it too much, but he's looking kind of like Messi-like in this team. Scoring, assisting, just playmaking too. All right, though, can we now stop them scoring and actually hold a lead? All right, De Ligt had a good tackle there again. Makes 2 bad plays for every 1 good play. Oh, just like that again. Onana, save, and he collects it. Okay, they should have scored that too. I think I've accepted that on ultimate difficulty, this is just going to be a high scoring series. I think I've accepted that. Like, we are going to see some goals in these games. Dorgu, chance here. Oh, that was meant for Xavi, bro. That went so far though. Ugarte, oh, that was a good steal, but it falls to Calafiori. That's unfortunate. Declan Rice is going to find Odegaard. Oh, there's a pass there. Oh, Maguire just got, he was turned. He was facing the wrong way. Bro, I saw that happening. Martinelli saw Maguire the wrong way and just ran in behind him. Like, Maguire stops. I think he hesitates whether he should push Odegaard back, but then Martinelli just occupies the space. Yeah, I'm gonna switch on my back line. I'm gonna bring on maybe I'm gonna try Lindelof for De Ligt. I'm gonna try that. I think I'm also gonna bring Obi on for Højlund. I'm gonna try that, and then let's do Collier for Ugarte. Let's do that too. Ugarte's a little tired, so Collier and Obi, 2 young players coming on in a big game. We are trusting youth so far in this series, a little bit more than usual. See if it pays off or not. Xavi, stop. Gonna cross it in. That's not bad. Bruno finds Obi in front of the net. Oh, he could have scored again, bro. He just finds the dangerous chances. Oh, Maguire, please, Maguire. Oh, okay, that works. That's fine, actually. At least it slows down their attack. Now, win the header. Win the header, we're fine. No, we're not fine. We're not fine. We're not fine, Maguire. Never mind, we are fine. That was dangerous. And they're pressuring her all of a sudden, like, final 20 minutes. They're, like, pushed up way more than usual. But Bruno, good pass. Bruno is going to look for the youngster Obi, but, oh, he can't quite reach it. Now, that's going to fall to Bruno. Bruno, chance for a long shot, goes off the back of a player, and then the header pass is not great, but Xavi's gonna collect it. Bro, he's looking like Ronaldinho with that skill. Xavi Oh, that was going to be right to Bruno for one of his classic shots, bro. Collier, great steal. Okay, we need to relax here. This game is getting a bit too chaotic. Slow it down a little bit. If we can find a better space to attack. Collier, it's good. Skip over into Bruno. Bruno, that shot's going to be blocked. Good dribbling. Finds Xavi. Bruno over to Obi, but oh, it's a good tackle by the Arsenal defender though. Saka, Maguire missed a tackle. Okay, we got to get him there, or at least block the passing lanes, which we did. Collier, pass over. Onana, that is a big save. That is huge, actually. Okay, no, Dorgu can't keep that in. All right, we're gonna do Dallo for Dorgu, and then let's do Kobe Mainu for Guetta. Okay, not Collier. Let's do Mainu for Guetta. We're using all 5 subs this game, although I don't think they were made yet. I think it'll probably happen next dead ball. That is awkward. Maguire, good clearance, and then that is kind of a second clearance. Oh, this just feels like the City game all of a sudden where they're turning it on in the final 10 minutes. 83rd minute, Arsenal score through Saka. And bro, I'm getting deja vu again. I'm getting deja vu. Bro, this can't happen 2 times in one episode in back-to-back games where we actually play really well. We just can't hold a lead. Xavi, Obi, over to Bruno. Bruno got Xavi, goes to Obi instead. Okay, where's the shot at? Kobe Mainu does have shooting ability, and Kobe Mainu, what a shot off the bench. Bro, it's another 3-3 game where we tie it up in the final few minutes. And what's crazy is it's not over yet. Kobe Mainu outside the box though, what a shot. That is incredible from Kobe Mainu. Bro, we got like 5 minutes still. There could still be another winner here for someone. Or actually 3 minutes, so less time than I thought, but okay, thankfully Marino's offside there. 3 minutes, that's it. We can get at least one chance here. Collier. Okay, that was a slow pass to Xavi. Xavi has to turn here. Get it over to Dallo. Dallo is going to find Xavi. Through to the youngster Obi. A chance to win it. And Obi's actually scored the winner. Are you kidding me? Bro, Obi is the real thing. What is he? 17 comes on and scores the winner versus Arsenal. Bro, this has been the Obi episode. Xavi Simons finds the perfect pass to him in space. And the kid scores the biggest goal of his career to date. Number 56 just won the game for us. This is literally the Obi episode. It's maybe the season of Obi. Now, please let that be it, bro. It's the 90th minute. Ref, blow the whistle here. Bro, they're going to give him a chance here. They're going to give Arsenal a chance. Oh, Mazraoui steal, and he keeps it in. Okay, we got 30 seconds. I'm holding this and I'm not giving it up. That is going to be full time. So another game where we just score in the final few minutes. Almost every game in this series so far has been just max drama. And this game right here was literally no different, but what an episode for Obi. So Obi's got 5 goals and 1 assist in his his only 3 games of the year. He's only 65 rated, but he is for some reason so good. Bro, he might be the future of this team now. I don't know. He's not 17, he's actually 18. He probably just turned 18, but I could not be more impressed with him. And after the Man City loss, that win versus Arsenal is so big. So we jumped to 3rd. We're 1 point off Chelsea in 2nd. I mean, we're still a loss away from going down to 7th. So it's still such a close table. Man, Liverpool, the previous champions, are in 10th, so they're not doing great. Now we have by far the worst defense out of the probably what, the top. So yeah, the top 9, conceding 23 but scoring 31. The attack is definitely not the issue. I mean, Xavi, Bruno, Obi, Højlund are holding it down. Right now, the issue is definitely the defense, but we should get Lisandro Martinez back in the next episode, which that should help. Like, he's a clear starter for us. Probably would replace either, I mean, Yoto or De Ligt. Probably De Ligt. I don't know. I mean, De Ligt's 85 rated. For some reason, our defense just feels so shaky at times. Now, also next episode, we should reach the January transfer window, and we still have 187 million in the budget, so we could make a big signing. I think if we do, it's got to be in the center back department or some kind of defensive signing. I feel like the rest of the team feels pretty good for our goal this year, getting top 4. The midfield, the attacker fine. It's just really the defense is the issue. So the question becomes, is there a player out there that could really solve our defense, a defensive signing? Okay, our captain Bruno Fernandes has been directly linked to Real Madrid. His contract is up in 6 months. There's a chance we could lose him for absolutely nothing. Now, despite that, this Man United rebuild has taken a leap recently. We are currently sitting 4th in the Premier League in the middle of a very intense top 4 race, and it feels like the tide is shifting for this team. Although our defense still needs to be addressed, and I'm hoping that it will be today. So drop a like down below if you want to keep seeing more of this series, and I say we get right back into it. So the January transfer window is about to open. And like I said, we need to address our defense. So I'm at home doing some scouting, looking for a defender to sign in January. Now we're not in the Champions League, so we can't go and sign a player that doesn't want to be here, a big player. So right now I'm looking for a hidden gem. And hey, we may have found just that. But okay, we are about 4 days away from the window actually opening. So the signing will have to wait at least 1 game here. And our first game of today is, it's another tough one. We are facing Liverpool. It's currently 3rd versus 4th. Now the games in this series have been some of the most insane ones I've had all year long, I think. We're conceding so much, but we're also scoring so much. Currently, Højlund's got 15 and 5, Xavi Simons 11 and 6, Bruno 9 and 6. And then Obi's been the youth standout here with 5 goals in 3 games. He's like single-handedly forcing me to play him more. Now, one player from the comments you guys want to see playing more is Amad Diallo. Now, so far this year, He has 12 games, only 1 goal and 3 assists. But I do want to try playing him in the starting lineup. Now, the reason we've been playing Mazraoui at the right mid spot because I don't think Bruno could play as a box-to-box mid in a 2-man midfield like that. His defending is just not good enough, so we need more like a box-to-box mid like Manu there, a little bit deeper. So that means Bruno's got the right attacker mid spot, Xavi Simons has the left. So that means for Diallo to start, it's got to be at this right mid spot for Mazraoui. I think it could work, but I think it also could maybe hinder our defense, which I'm kind of concerned about when our defense is already pretty bad. But I'm definitely willing to try it. It's just this position is pretty much Amad Diallo's only chance to start in the team. And he is just purely faster than Mazraoui, so maybe I like that. So we're going to try it against Liverpool though. And like we saw, this top 4 race is so close. So any drop points, we could fall out of the top 4. Now, some very good news is that I think after this game, Lisandro Martinez is back from injury. I think he's fit in like 4 days. So it's going to be so nice to have him back. You know, that's going to feel like a new signing in January to get him back. But okay, last game before January. I mean, like I said, every game has been dramatic. It's had so many goals. So I would be stupid to think this is not going to be like that in this game, especially in this heated rivalry match. We shall see how Diallo does and also how we do. Now, I wasn't like crazily impressed with Mazraoui at right mid. So there's definitely a chance for Diallo to win this starting spot back. Now, speaking of that, Diallo is running on the right here. Maybe a chance for a cross to Højlund. Okay, it's blocked by Mendes. Bruno, chance to cross it. Always going to be offside there. Xavi was making a great run. Now, Gravenberch, what a clearance. Diallo, Manu, goes to Bruno. There's no shot here. Get it back out to Amad. Now, on his left foot, he's going to stop. Going to try to cross it in. Oh, it's a great cross, but okay, no one went for it. Okay, Højlund, chance there, but no, it goes to Marmadashvili instead. Okay, this is a good attack. We're out of position. This is not good. Maguire needs to do something there, can't do it, and Jota scores. Okay, that's a chance where I feel like Onana should probably make the save. I think Maguire did as much as he could, you know, trying to prevent the shot, but it's not from a great angle and it's not that powerful. I feel like Onana should save that. We are 1-0 down to Liverpool in the 13th minute. And we lost in a bad spot and they just countered it. Simple as that. Kind of the whole team's fault, not just the defense, although this is not good. And Jota has scored again. Bro, can we mark Jota? 15 minutes in, Liverpool 2, Man United 0. Our Man United fans are about to have PTSD from Liverpool playing at Old Trafford. Okay, we made some crazy comebacks in the series. We have to probably do it again here. Bruno over to Xavi. Xavi gets it over to Diallo. Diallo is making a great run here, actually. Do you have a pass? I'm going to try to pass instead of crossing. Oh, that was going to go to Højlund. Bro, it's like I said, our defense is already so bad, and we're facing such a dangerous attack. This just feels like it's going to be so bad. It's just not only they're dangerous, they play so aggressive. Okay, Diallo, great turn there. Gonna play it through to Xavi, but Xavi's not gonna reach that, unfortunately. Wait. Oh, he almost stole it, actually, from Trent. Leniotto. Yeah, Leniotto, that's a great tackle on Salah, actually. If we do more of that, we have a chance. But yeah, this one, I knew it was gonna be tough, and it's been that way. Bruno. Oh, he's gotta play it quicker. Now, chance here. That was lucky. Xavi's gonna cut inside. Gonna go for a finesse shot. Great shot from Xavi Simons. Come on, 1 goal back in this. That's all we gotta do is score 1. And that's gonna bounce. Chance here. Manu in front of goal. It's gonna be blocked. Back out to Bruno. Bruno swings in the cross. What a cross, but oh, it's too close to the keeper though. Oh my, what a crossover. And Onana, that's a good save, bro. That was a free shot for Gakpo. Yeah, I cannot wait till we get Lisandro Martinez back. I feel like he's going to improve our defense at least somewhat. I don't know how much, but he's going to do something now. Oh, what was that? That was weird. Curtis Jones, finesse shot, Onana, another good save. Onana's kind of bouncing back, but it might be a little bit too late because we're down 2-0. Right, Diallo's making a run. Manu, good skip there. He just got fouled, right, Diallo? Okay, give me that foul, ref. Gonna pull it back. McAllister gets a yellow card. Okay, we gotta try and find some auto attack. Manu, great pass to Amad Diallo, over to Bruno. Bruno, shot across goal, it's blocked. Okay, we just stole it there. Okay, reset a little bit. Ugarte. Into Bruno. Bruno tries to turn, but Kanate is just too strong. Bro, if we just score 1, we're going to be back in this. I know it. The problem is if they score, then we're going to be done. Oh my, what a pass through. Rebound. Onana makes 2 saves. We just can't get the clearance. He just made 3 saves. Okay, Onana has definitely bounced back here a little bit. Bruno Fernandes, if we score, he'll be perfect. Bruno through to Højlund, perfectly timed. Rasmus Højlund shot, and Højlund's shot is going to go off target. All right, that was a rough first half, but I feel like we're still in this. All right, Xavi Simons trying to start the second half strongly. Gonna try to go for a shot. Man, Trent marked him all the way to the left side of the field right there. Man, De Ligt is just getting cooked. Jota, Maguire stopped to go right there probably himself. I feel like De Ligt gets cooked like, you know, 7 times out of 10. There's not feeling with a lot of confidence for him. Bruno, Højlund, good side there. Good turn. Højlund, much better chance, but Højlund, you gotta score that. Bro, that's one you have to score. Jota through to Gakpo. The pass might be coming. Oh, Maguire stopped it. Diallo gets the clearance. Okay. Once again, Maguire doing great defensive work under pressure. De Ligt against Jota. See, that's a good tackle from De Ligt. I just need that more consistently. Count Xavi, great ball to Diallo. Oh, we got to score soon. Come on. Diallo, chance to cross at Højlund. The cross is behind him, though. Oh, I wanted the cross more like at the penalty spot to the left. We got 30 minutes. Time is running out here for us. Bruno looking for a cross, but I don't want to cross it in, though. Cross has not worked. Gonna play it back to Manu. Gonna maybe let Højlund drag defenders out of the way, but we cannot get the rebound. Bro, there's chances like constantly for us. We just can't score. Diallo, Bruno plays it to Amad Diallo. This is your chance, Diallo. Chance to get a big goal in this game. Rebound, and we just cannot beat their keeper right now, bro. He's unbeatable. Bro, he's made like now like what, 4 huge saves on chances we should have scored. At least 3. Now Maguire, bro, Maguire is playing amazing. I can't lie. Now that's a great ball to Xavi. Xavi, it's got to be you here. Xavi against Konate, bro. He's got no help though. Gonna try to stop, swing it backwards. Manu, oh, I was trying to find Bruno. The pass just was not there. Oh, now Jota's probably gonna seal this. Delict coming over. Delict, okay, that's an amazing tackle from him again. Bro, it's like they have the stats to be a good defense, but just we're so inconsistent. They just hit the post though. Bro, somehow we're still in this actually. Still got 12 minutes. Game is not done yet. Ugarte trying to find Højlund, but yeah, that was an ambitious ball that didn't work. I need to make subs with the ball has not gone out in the last like 15 minutes. Salah, Jota, chance to seal it, and Jota's shot goes wide. We still have a chance here. Okay, I'm gonna do, let's do Guerra for Manu. Let's do Collier for Ugarte. I'm gonna throw on Obi for Højlund. We're gonna do that. And I think I'll do Xerxes and then move, let's move Xavi to the left. Let's do that. We're going very attacking here, but pretty much all we can do with 8 minutes left. We're going all out trying to get a goal to give us a chance to maybe get a point or something. Now Xavi is using that pace on the left hand side. He breaks away here from Trent. Xavi's gonna try to cross it. Obi's there at the near post. Oh, he didn't even go for it though. Okay, Xavi get the cross. Xerxes, Bruno. Finesse shot from Bruno Fernandes, and Ramardashvili makes another save, bro. He has been literally perfect for them. Bro, he's having the game of his life. Javi Guerra over to Obi. Obi, the youngster in the box, but oh, he's just not getting out muscle Konate there. Oh my, Obi. Oh, Javi Guerra gets a chance to score. What did they just do at the back? Javi grabbed the ball. He doesn't want to grab the ball. Of course he doesn't. Okay, we got a minute left though. A minute to score another. They just gave us an opening. Do we even get a chance though? Do we get a chance? Obi steals it. Oh my. Obi just got destroyed though. We have one chance here. The ref is letting us. Bruno gonna take this forward. We can't lose it though. Bruno, cross over to Obi. It's handball. Bruno, give me the foul, ref, please. Oh, we actually have the free kick. He gave it to us. Bro, last chance to cross this in, bro, to rescue a point. Bruno, cross in. Gonna try to head it down someone. Xavi collects, cross sent in. Is that a corner? Does he let us? No, he's not gonna let us take the corner. He's gonna call for full time. Oh, that's so bad. We actually had a chance there, although it was a very slim chance. I don't think we played that bad. I mean, the goals we conceded were bad, but bro, their keeper was just unbeatable. Overall, again, I feel like it wasn't a horrible performance. I mean, 11 shots, only 1 to show for it. Yeah, that's where we lost the game, obviously. All right, though, with that, we dropped to 7th. I mean, that loss hurts. So kind of midway point of the year, we sit in 7th place in the Premier League. Now, we are officially into, though, the January transfer window. So I think it's time to make a defensive signing here. I think Lisandro Martinez is now back. Let's see. So Lisandro Martinez, he's got the Band-Aid, so I think he could probably play in a few days. But him being back is big. But I still feel like we need to know the center back in case someone gets hurt, because Lindelof is probably gone. So I think right now the player we sign is going to be basically a Lindelof replacement. Now, from our scouting, looking for a center back that, of course, is not in a Champions League team. A signing that makes sense for our club. Before that, though, I think Pogba might be a dream signing for this series at center back. I mean, he would just be the most perfect center back for our system. But obviously right now that's not possible. Instead though, what if we signed Luka Vuskovic from Cagliari? Now he's an 18-year-old Croatian center back who's 6'4", and he's just got really good stats. I mean, he looks like he can play CDM too. Like, he is so well-rounded. I mean, he's got good jumping, stamina, he's got really good heading accuracy. Some stats need to be worked on, like, defensive awareness needs to be worked on a lot at 67. That's a little bit rough, but he looks like a perfect player to play in a 3-back system like ours. Now I believe he's got around like 80, 86, 87 potential. So that could be big for us in the future. Now his value is currently at 5.5 million, but he has a 20 million release clause. So it looks like Cagliari, they know his potential too. Now, honestly, I feel like that 20 million, it's worth it for a player with 86 plus potential. So I think we're going to try to sign Vuskovic for our Lindelof replacement. I'd love to go out and sign a center back who's like 85 plus rated, but in our situation right now, it just really doesn't make sense. Lisandro Martinez is back, and then if we add Vuskovic too, that should, strengthen our defense a lot. Like, he is one for the future. Him alongside Lenny Yoto, like, the future of our center back department should be pretty much wrapped up here. And Vuskovic accepts the contract he wants to sign for Manchester United. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to have that busy of a January transfer window, so this might be the only signing. I don't know. But I feel like truly transforming this team, for the most part, it's got to be through developing young players. And Vuskovic is now added to the list of players in our squad that we need to develop. Vuskovic, welcome to Manchester United. I mean, it's kind of giving me an Nemanja Vidic vibes, huh? Like, that's not a bad pickup. It's not bad. And okay, apparently he actually has potential to be special. So isn't that like 90 plus potential? Unless I'm wrong, 88 plus. So he's definitely going to play a part in this team, a big part. I can definitely see down the line a 3-back center back pairing of, like, Lenny Yoto, Vuskovic, and someone else, maybe like Delict stays, maybe Maguire stays, maybe it's Sandro Martinez. But I think Lenny Yoto and Vuskovic, that's like the future of our defense right there. Now, our next game in the Premier League is going to be versus Man City, actually. But we just played them in the Prem. We're actually going to play them too after this game. So we're going to sim this Premier League match. Just going to hope for the best, and it's going going to be, oh, it's going to be another 3-2 loss. Bro, isn't that the same scoreline we had when we played them? Xavi Bruno score, but defense still again just cannot stop Man City from scoring. All right, that's going to hurt our Premier League standings. But now we have the Carabao Cup, and this is actually the semifinals of the Carabao Cup. So Man City is standing in our way of maybe reaching the first cup final of the series. And when you look at this, City versus United, then Arsenal versus Spurs, well, what a semifinal matchup. I would love to win the Carabao Cup as our first trophy this season, so we're taking this very seriously. But I also want to give some young players a chance to play in this game. So I think for this game, we're going to go with this. So Obi starts, Geddes starts, Dorgu starts, and also our new pickup, Vuskovic, starts versus Man City for his debut. So first leg of 2 in the Carabao Cup semis, and we face Manchester City again. So we're throwing Vuskovic in the fire here versus Man City. Like, what a test for him. Even though it is just the Carabao Cup. But okay, we're kicked off Obi. Last time he played in the Carabao Cup, he scored a hat trick. And then he scored the winner versus Arsenal. So what can he do now in a semifinal matchup? Okay, boys, we are just letting Bernardo Silva run through us right now. Haaland shot, and if he, oh, I thought it was a penalty the way he reacted. Bro, I'd be so mad if they score that quickly. All right, see if we can actually, you know, like score this game. Xavi, okay, I think he stayed onside. No, he's just offside. I thought he stayed. Now, some of you guys were asking about the nets moving. Like, I have noticed the nets are kind of like stiff. I have the realism mod for this series, but I'm not sure if something is affecting it from that or not. I don't know. Maybe try and fix it for the next episode. Obi over to Bruno. Bruno, gonna wait for Diallo. Bruno through to Diallo. This is a great run. Diallo gonna try to find a teammate, but no one was there in a good spot. Ugarte, Xavi, swing it to Bruno. Swing it backwards here. Javi, okay, Javi, get in a better spot. That's better. Bruno, gonna be a pass backwards. Oh man, that pass was just right at was that Ake? I think it might have been a Kanji. All right, so far Vuskovic has not had to do anything, which is probably a good thing for him. That's a good pass from him. Diallo to Bruno. You know, give it back to Amad Diallo, who's kind of in behind here. Diallo making a great run. Is gonna go for a shot, but Ederson makes the save. Bro, Diallo's like not quick enough to truly break away from those defenders right there. If he was just a little bit quicker, he would break away and get a real chance. Now Obi, wait for Bruno. Bruno, get it to him. No, man, Bruno needs to help out Obi there more with his positioning. But the way they play, I just don't feel good about this. That's a great ball to De Bruyne. Oh, that was Lenny Yodel that went from behind and made a tackle or something, but he did it, and then Haaland scores instead. Yeah, that is just unfortunate. Bro, like we had the ball for a second there. We just kind of ran past it. All right, Man City score first here in the 24th minute. Obi back to Xavi. Xavi needs to try and turn here. Oh, I tried to turn, not do a little psych step like that. Xavi's gonna steal it back though. Xavi's looking for a chance here. He's gonna try to cut inside, go for a little finesse, but they just defended that really well. Okay, we need to relax. Only 1-0. There's 2 legs. We cannot freak out here after conceding. We just cannot lose our heads in this and go down by more than 1 or 2. Diallo gets the breakaway on all these chances, but then everyone catches up to him. It's a little bit unfortunate. I wish he was just a little bit faster. Now Bruno has got a pass to Obi here. Obi, great turn. Gonna try to play a ball over to Xavi. Oh, that's a good clearance from Yankoto. Ugarte, Bruno, chance to shoot here. Bruno Fernandes shot. It's gonna be a save by Ederson. Might be our best chance so far in the game. Obi tried to steal it, but it's gonna go out. Oh, that pass from De Bruyne is disgusting, bro. We pressed so well there, and that one pass destroyed our press. Now they have a chance, which, bro, I'm trying to block all these shots. Vuskovic did well there. But they should have scored their second. We just got very, very lucky. Vuskovic is pretty agile. He kind of had good turning there. Bruno through to Xavi. This is a good chance. Xavi trying to, bro, we keep getting stopped in that same spot. Man City's defending has been really good. All right, it's been a little bit rough, but we're only down 1. It's not the end of the world. Gotta try to leave here with only like a 1-goal deficit. It can't be 2. Preferably, obviously, to be in the lead, but okay, hold up. Diallo. Gavi, or actually Javi's in a good spot, but oh, we just could not play it backwards. But they're closing us down just so quickly in the box. Bruno, good win there. Wait, that was a foul? No, that was not a foul on Bruno Fernandes. That doesn't make any sense. Obi, wait for Diallo, wait for him. That is a great ball from Obi. Diallo's in here now. Diallo, bro, he's getting caught up by Vardiol. Is Diallo really that slow, bro? I'm like so surprised by his speed. Like if that's Xavi, oh, he breaks through. Obi steals it, no foul. Okay, Obi's pressing this game has impressed me. Now, Bruno, over to Xavi Simons. Xavi gets a little bit of space shot. Oh, it's going to go off target. We just can't find any space to attack in the box right now. Oh, man, they just broke our press again. Foden, Maguire has to try and mark Foden and Haaland, which Maguire did so well there, but hey, we can't lose it like that, bro. Like, I make a tackle and they just swarm us. That was a good tackle again. Maguire, okay, I'm clearing it. I'm not messing around with it there. Vuskovic doesn't get a tackle there, but he does on De Bruyne, kind of, not really. Bernardo Silva, chance to shoot. Save, and Javi Geddes clears it towards our own net, but it does work out, I guess. 60th minute corner, Maguire versus Haaland. Maguire has that. Javi gets the second clearance. That's actually really good. Oh, it's Bruno though, bro. Where's the speed? Bruno, don't lose it, Bruno. Oh, we almost played a great ball to Xavi on the break. Foden, Haaland, Maguire steps up. Maguire, good tackle. Bruno, Diallo, Obi's in a good spot here. Gonna try to dink it up. That's a great ball from Diallo. Obi just, oh, he doesn't have the strength to get the shot away. Okay, we gotta make some subs next to that ball here. Oh, Maguire's kind of slow here. Lenny Otto, good defending there. Good defending, actually. That was so dangerous. Okay, I think we're gonna do Xerxes for Obi. I'm gonna do Mazraoui for Dorgu, and I think we leave it at that for now. Okay, we got a free kick, but we're not gonna shoot this. All right, pass it off. Diallo. Diallo's got room to shoot here. Now, that could have bounced awkwardly for a rebound, but it's not going to. Okay, this is dangerous. Foden against Vuskovic. Vuskovic did well there, but bro, the ball just bounces back to them every single time. Onana makes the save. Javigeta clearance. Mazraoui will collect. Mazraoui will collect it. You know what? We're going to play through ball. Oh, that was going to go to Bruno. Bro, they have defended just so perfectly in this game. It's not even funny. Diallo makes a great steal there, though. All right, Javi gets it back to Diallo. Diallo plays it through to Bruno. Bruno waiting for Diallo. Waiting for him. Over the top. Nice. Diallo's got a chance here. Going to try to cross it. Xavi's there for it, but oh, it's going to be cleared by Stones. All right, 12 minutes. We're going to go short corner here. Diallo swings it over. Gonna be Xavi Simon's shot, and Ederson is gonna make the save again. Bro, so far today, keepers have been amazing. Defense has been amazing in these first 2 games. Like, we just cannot break through. No pushing though. Xavi. Okay, Xerxes trying to make a run here, but he's not gonna break away there. Mazraoui into Xavi. Xavi's got options. Now that defender went with Xerxes. Shot from Xavi. Ederson makes another save. Probably his easiest one of the game though. Now Bruno's pressuring here. If we won it here, it'd be awkward for them. Bro, are they time wasting? What are we doing here? Bruno. Chance to steal it. Oh, we just can't steal it. They just wasted time doing that. Bro, they're playing dirty. Oh, no, they can't score another, though. They might score another. Foden. Maguire's going to go for a slide tackle. Onana, amazing save, though. Onana's had a good game. He might have one chance to get a goal here. Vuskovic is going to play it over. One last chance to get something. Diallo's going to slide it at Xavi. Xavi breaks away there. Now, oh, Xerxes. I thought Xerxes was making a run. He like stopped right when I passed it over the top. And that's how this game has gone, though. Again, we just cannot make a breakthrough scoring. Bro, is the ref giving... Wait, the ref is giving us a chance here. Wait, hold up. Chance, Bruno. I don't know why the ref is not blowing the whistle. Xerxes into Xavi Simon's. Xavi. No, Diaz makes the tackle, bro. They just defended so well. I think in the end, a 1-0 loss is not a horrible result for the first leg, but bro, their defense was just so good and shut us out for 90 minutes. I mean, we had more shots than them. That shows how the game went. Now, I think Vuskovic had a pretty good debut, though. He actually felt pretty good in that game. So he's definitely going to be one to watch. But man, these results are starting to drop right now. We're hitting that like mid-season struggle. All right, next game is Bristol City in the FA Cup. That's going to be a 2-0 win, thankfully. So we stay alive in the FA Cup. Okay, now we play Burnley in the Prem. We need to win in the Premier League so badly. Facing Burnley away is not easy, but we should, get a good result. So currently in 8th, but we're 6 points off 4th now. So yeah, we are starting to fall behind in this top 4 race. We're starting to fall behind. But this Burnley game turns into a very important game to win. So I'm going to bench Diallo this game from Mazraoui, and we go with our previous, best team possible. And man, it's finally happened. Lisandro Martinez is officially back into the squad for the first time in this series. Now, he's not going to start. I kind of want to ease him into the team, so hopefully off the bench at some point. But Lisandro Martinez makes the match day squad, and we are in desperate need of a win, like desperately. Okay, Delict out of position, and we might concede here immediately. Okay, Yuleni, that's a very important block, but bro, every game we start, I feel like in the first 5 minutes, we almost concede. Like without fail every single time almost. All right, Xavi. Oh, is he onside? Højlund made a perfect run. Højlund takes his time, and bro, Højlund, bro, what is up with the finishing? Bro, he was scoring those for fun earlier in the year, and now he's missing the one-on-ones. Bro, I even took my time, I positioned the shot perfectly like I always do. How do I miss that one? Now, I've seen a few comments about Osman, how he wants to sign for Man United, how he's linked. I mean, like, I didn't think about that before much because Højlund was playing so well, but every chance that Højlund misses, I see a vision of Osman playing for United flash in my head. Now, Xavi win that. Xavi, oh, what a win. Okay, this has got to be a tap-in. It's got to be a sweat. Xavi is going to wait. Højlund. Oh my, you better not miss that. We almost just messed that up. That defender kind of blocked the sweaty pass pretty well, but okay, Højlund makes up for it, finishing the easy one. But we can say that was all Xavi Simons with the steal. All right, though, come on. We've had a rough stretch of games here, against some really good teams. But now we're facing the middle to bottom tier teams. We have to get some wins together. I should say put some wins together. Oh my, Dallo, that's one of the best tackles of the season right there. Now Xavi is going to be unleashed. Xavi goes back to Ugarte. Ugarte is going to find Bruno on this side. Mazraoui, good cut inside there. Now he's trying to find a shot or something. Xavi allows himself to be there. Hit it back, Manu. Where's the shot at? Man, they're playing so defensive. Bruno gonna try. Man, I thought Manu was gonna be a more overlapping there. That was not the overlap I wanted. Mazraoui, great ball to Bruno Fernandes. Now he's got space here. Højlund, you were in not a good spot. Pass backward though. Højlund shot. Second chance. Xavi. Oh, we got a toe poke shot there so quickly. He hits the post. Man, this should be 2-0 right now. Manu over to Bruno. Bruno. Bro, I want Bruno to take these shots, but they're just marking him so tightly. They know how much of a threat he is there. Ugarte driving forward. Xavi's going to turn pretty well. Now we are going to maybe cross this in. Xavi creates space. Manu. Oh, Manu, that header was so weak. I wanted a volley there. Okay, we need the second goal while we're playing pretty well here. Højlund, ball over to Bruno is really good. Now, Bruno is looking for a pass on the baseline. He's going to win a corner, though. Can we score our first corner goal of the series? Delict. He's not going to score it there, though. Header pass 1 over to Xavi. Pass into Diogo Dallo, shot, save. It's going to be another corner. Okay, that's a good looking corner actually, but it's not going to fall to anyone, and it's going to be cleared too. But we need like a new set piece coach. Like this guy does not know what he's doing. Menu over to Bruno. Bruno from distance. Oh my, Bruno Fernandes, what a shot. Bro, the camera wasn't even keeping up with it. I didn't even know where that shot was going. This might be the goal of the season so far from Bruno Fernandes. He got closed down, but still got the shot away, and that was just like a bullet into the net. All right, you know, linked to Real Madrid, contract negotiations still stalled. Not sure if this is his final 6 months of the club, but that was a beautiful goal from Bruno Fernandes. Dallo, great ball to Xavi. Xavi now perfect to Højlund. That was perfect work. That's how we scored so many goals early in the season, and we've done it again there. All right, 3-0, 43rd minute. We're getting the job done here. We're getting the job done. That right there was exactly how Højlund and Xavi, you know, started the season off so strongly. It was kind of like quick give and go passes. Hey, Menu to Højlund. There's so much space here. Højlund shoots. Oh, Højlund, that should be your hat trick. Oh, that's such a sad miss. All right, though, halftime currently 3-0. All right, there's definitely going to be a game for Lisandro Martinez soon to come on. I also give a chance to like Bailey Walker and Vuskovic. Oh, Mazraoui, that's an amazing steal. Now Højlund is going to take a touch off his chest. Bruno's going to slide it. It's going to be Ugarte. First touch isn't the greatest, but he controls it. Okay, it actually was not great. I take back what I said. Benson looking for a shot here. Okay, Lenny Otto, good defending. Okay, that could have been a foul right there, but it's fine. Okay, I'm going to do Lisandro Martinez for Delict. Let's do Vuskovic for Yoto. Let's switch them. I'm gonna throw Mazraoui on the left and then bring on Bailey Walker on the right. And let's do Javi for Manu. Let's do that. So the first time playing Alessandro Martinez in the series, and he immediately gets a chance to clear it, and that's a good clearance from the Butcher. The Butcher is back. Oh my, bro, Xavi, he got tackled and he bounced on the ball there. That looked crazy. Oh, that was a red card. Okay, I thought that was gonna be a yellow. That was a red card for that player. All right, Burnley are not having a great day here. And now down to 10 men, it might get worse. All right, Bailey Walker, our youth player, plays it to Bruno. Bruno is gonna link it up to Bailey. Bailey, great turn there. It's gonna stop. He's gonna lay it backwards. Højlund's shot, and Højlund's shot is so off target. Now this would be, oh, I just overran that, bro. That's my fault. I literally just overran him. Okay, Burnley down to 10 men. They get a goal here. Clean sheet ruined, but hopefully it shouldn't matter much. That was just a mental error. That chance came out of nowhere though. Mazraoui back to Ugarte. Ugarte's gonna turn here. Get it over to Bruno. Now Bailey Walker. It's gonna, okay, I meant for a cross there. What was that? That almost fell to Bruno, but is it be offside anyways? Okay, Bruno's gonna steal that. A chance here to run now. Bruno gonna stop. Play through to Højlund. Højlund's gonna turn. Wait for Xavi. Xavi's going to take a shot, and that's going to be 4-1 to Man United. All right, that's going to make up for that last defensive mistake. Yeah, this was a win that we just, we desperately needed. Now, we could score more here, them being down to 10 men. Mazraoui, Javi, good chance here. Javi tries to find Højlund. Højlund almost got to it. Oh, that defender just missed the ball. That was awkward. Now, man, they're playing loose with it at the back. The end of this game has been pretty slow. You know, both teams just kind of seeing the game out. Now, saying that, they don't score here. Vuskovic, good interception there from our new center back. I like to see that from him. Now, Xavi, Højlund, there's another chance. Xavi just broke that defender's line so easily. Now Xavi looking for a chance here. He's gonna cut inside. Oh man, I was gonna do. Oh, Højlund just stole it. Hold up. Højlund still a chance for the hat trick, and it's gonna be a save. And that was an awkward chance. Short corner to Mazraoui. Now gonna lay it off. It's gonna be Lisandro Martinez on his return. That shot looked good. One final shot, maybe Bailey Walker over to Maguire. Swing it over. Xavi, I see you. No, you should have made an inside run. He might still get it. No, he's not gonna get it. Oh my, bro, what are they doing? Højlund steals it. Xavi, final shot. That's going to be blocked. Yeah, Burnley did not have a good game today. Not at all. So 4-1 win. And you could say we basically just took care of business this game. All right, though, Lisandro Martinez looked pretty good that game. I'm not sure who we should replace, though, because I kind of want to start him, obviously. I mean, I feel like Lenny Otto has played better than Delict, so I think for now I might try Martinez, Maguire, and then Lenny Otto. I might try that as a new back three. But with that win, we're still in a 7th, but now 5 points off 4th, so, you know, we're getting closer there. And it's so close, though, like 8th to top 8 is so close. Our next game is versus Everton. That's going to be a 4-0 win, so that's another big win. Xavi, Bruno, and Højlund score. All right, so finding our form again, finding our form. So we are now up to 6th place with the game at hand, I think. So, okay, win this, and there's a chance we could climb up over into 4th over Chelsea on goal difference. That's nice to see. Now we face West Ham. They're in 14th, so another game we should win. We're going to try the new back three with Sandro Martinez in there, and also Diallo gets the right mid start once again. So a win here could put us in the top 4, or at least tied with the other 4th place teams, I guess. That's kind of funny. They got the Dallo tifo during the opening of the game. Like, Dallo of all players for the tifo. All right, though, the first time using this this version of our back three. See how we do. I'm looking for another comfortable win here like the Burnley game. I need another one of those. Well, there's been so many games that are so stressful. That last game felt so nice. Now Dallo through to Xavi. There's space here. Fullback out of position. Xavi. Gonna try to time it right to Højlund, but we couldn't quite time it right. Oh, there's space here. Oh, that's a nice back heel, and then... Man, I went for a tackle there. Could have been a penalty, but Onana, though, good save. Onana's had a good episode. I think that first goal of the game Oh my, okay, right when I say that, he does that. But since that first goal, I think versus Liverpool, he's actually done pretty well. Okay, Lisandro Martinez is looking pretty healthy here. He's on a run. Goes all the way, now looking for a pass. Hoyland, oh wait, that's gonna bounce awkwardly. Clearance, still not done yet. Manu gets it back to Ugarte, into Bruno. Bruno, a chance for another one of those shots, and oh my, Bruno Fernandes again. Bro, what a shot from our captain. Bro, that was like almost the same shot, but actually tougher this time. I'm not sure if it's as good as the one versus Burnley, but in terms of difficulty, it's more leaning, and he just put that in the corner. I mean, that's gonna, silence some of the critics and the fans. And even though he's, his contract's up, he's linked to Real Madrid, that he's still doing that for us. Dallo over to Hoyland. Hoyland is gonna play it over the top to Dallo. He should be on side, and he's in. Now, we gotta execute better on these. Just the crossing feels like not an option. Now, oh, that was gonna be a good pass over. It just got deflected at the last second. Bro, I wish crossing was better. I just feel like crossing is such a bad option on those attacks, even though it probably is the best. Oh, Maguire. Hey, took out Bowen. Is that gonna be a red? There's no way, right? It was a little bit rough. It should be a yellow though for Maguire. It's gonna be yellow. Okay, we're not sent down to 10 men, at least yet. We have 2 players in yellow cards though. Header, Maguire. Okay, I'm gonna clear that because I don't trust Maguire's speed there to turn. No nonsense defending from here, Maguire. Gonna need more of it. Zubimendi over to Bowen. That's oh, that's gonna go in. Was that deflected off Lenny Yoto? 25 minutes in, this game is 1-1. Bro, I thought Lenny Yoto was there, and I think he was, but the shot goes off his foot. It's gonna be, I think it was deflected, right? Yeah, okay, that was deflected off Lenny Yoto's foot. Made it tougher for Onana, and that one hurts. We were in a good spot. That's just unlucky. All right, this game is 1-1. Bruno is gonna feed it to Hoyland. Man, Bruno is such a threat that he's causing issues there. He was like pulling 2 defenders away from Hoyland. Now, oh, this is not good. Sandro Martinez, this is why it's nice to have you back. That is why it's nice to have him back. That is some great recovery. Now, counterattack Hoyland is so in here. He's kind of defended well, though. Hoyland plays it backwards. Xavi is going to go for a... Oh, that was almost a perfect fake shot to create basically a free shot at the keeper. Xavi over to Bruno. Bruno going to feed it right back to Xavi. Oh, once again, that's so close to working. Oh, that passing is beautiful. Now, Bruno going to lay it backwards. We got players running. Hoyland backwards to Bruno. Bruno, no, bro, that attack was so good until the end. It got so bad. Bro, Jared Bowen is an issue right now. Up to Fulkrug, though. Fulkrug, Maguire's on him. Maguire, that is some good defending on a yellow. Okay, Amad Diallo's got a chance here. Amad running forward. Good chance for him. Is going to stop. Cuts inside. Finesse from Diallo, and the shot goes just wide. And I feel like Diallo has played good today, but he's not really been good enough to make me think about starting him like full time. It was a chance to impress me, though. Oh, bro, Bowen is such a problem. He plays a perfect pass to Fulkrug and they score. Or literally, Jared Bowen is pulling all the strings right now. That's just a perfect pass that took Maguire out of the equation, basically. Bro, that's a horrible way to start the second half. That's a horrible way. Hoyland, that's a great turn. Now, Xavi, chance for an instant response, but he took so long to wind up the shot. Short corner up to Dallo. Actually, Ugarte. Ugarte, Manu. Oh, man, I don't want to shoot that. I feel like it's going to be blocked. Bruno, there's more chances here. Bro, there's so many people in the way, though. Manu. Hoyland in front of goal. We found the right shot, and this is tied up. All right, that was so awkward, but it's 2-2. And it's going to be just another one of these games, huh? Another one of these. 51st minute, it's tied up. Bro, Bowen again. Bowen, Maguire. Don't let him buy you. Maguire, thank you. Now, Hoyland, Bruno, you got space here, but not the most pace, obviously. He is going to lay it off. Hoyland, one more. No, bro. Was that Xavi? Bro, Xavi made the worst run so far of his United career. If he's more to the side there, he's like way more open. Xavi, Hoyland is through. Hoyland. Good first. No, he's going to be offside. I thought he was completely onside there. All right, 30 minutes to go. This is very close. Closer than probably it should be. I've been saying that West Ham are not bad. I just feel like we should be winning this game more. Bruno, pass over to Xavi Simons. That is kind of his finesse shot spot, but that had no power on it though. Bruno tries to win it, but cannot win the loose ball. Oh my, bro. Jared Bowen once again pulling the strings, and I thought they scored that. I thought that went in. From that angle, it looked like it did. I don't want this one bad. West Ham are annoying me. Bruno, Xavi, looking for an option. There's no space though. Xavi gonna try to play it to Bruno. Is that handball? Xavi wins it anyways. And now Xavi in stride is getting in the box here. Is gonna stop. Xavi, what a stop. What a turn. And Areola's gonna make the save though. We needed that one so badly, bro. Short corner again like last time. Okay, Manu. Play it backwards. Bro, there's so many people in the way. We just gotta find a shot that's not gonna be blocked. And Xavi might have found it. Xavi Simons shot across goal. It's saved again. Okay, this time there's like no one to pass it to. Goes to Bruno. Now in the box is gonna be Maguire. Pass over. Ugarte. Trying to find a low-driven shot, still has it. Holland, or Hoyland. I keep saying Holland, bro. I don't know why. Manu, what a finish, though. Bro, I can't stop calling Hoyland Holland for some reason. I've never had this problem. But again, from a short corner, we're patient. We finally find a good shot. Played a great pass to Manu, and Manu, that's a nice side foot finish. All right, 73rd minute. United take the lead 3-2. And now I want one more to seal it, bro. Just one more. Xavi over to Bruno. This is definitely a good chance. Ugarte making a run. Ugarte Through to Højlund. That should seal it, and Højlund is going to seal it. West Ham players fall to the ground, and that should seal all 3 points for us in this game. It should. I mean, unless they score quickly and make this a game, which they might. Bro, I hate Jared Bowen. I hate playing against him. He's just so good. It's so annoying. It's gonna be a shot, and you've got to be kidding me, bro. He actually just made that. Kudus made that. Oh, bro, this game is just it is just cruel, bro. I worked so hard to get the 2-goal lead, and he shot it through Maguire's legs. It's gonna be 4-3 in the 78th minute. Bro, this game is just cruel sometimes. Dallo over to Manu. I want another one now. Manu. And I guess you're shooting this. That's a good amount of power. Falls. Højlund. Oh, that's so lucky he's onside. You know what? That's the luck now going my way. The games in this series have just been so insane, and it feels like it's never going to stop. So, Man United 5, West Ham 3 in the 80th minute. Bro, that better seal this win. It better seal the win. Okay, I'm going to take Lissandro off for De Ligt. Let's do Bailey Walker for Amad Diallo. Collier for Ugarte. And then I think let's do Obi for Højlund. Let's do that. Give Obi another chance. You know, final 8 minutes here. Bro, if they score again, I'm going to lose my mind, bro. If they make this 5-4, I'm going to lose my mind. Bruno, good steal. Now play it forward. All right, that should rule out any 2-goal comeback here with what, 5 minutes left. Collier is gonna play it to Obi. That's youngster to youngster. Obi just got taken out though by Mavropanos. All right, though, that should be it. So it's gonna be hopefully just a 5-3 win. So like I said though, the games in this series have just been insane. So many goals and so much drama. A combination of having a good offense but a bad defense, really. Oh, bro, they're gonna score again, aren't they? Bowen is doing moves here. Are they really gonna score? Ref, just end this game, please. Bro, ref, just end this game. What a pass through. Gonna be a shot, goes wide, and that's gonna be game. All right, 5-3 win. I'm so glad we won that. That puts us right in the middle of this top 4 race again. So with that win, we now sit in 4th place, but we're tied with Arsenal, Chelsea, and Newcastle United. And then, bro, Spurs are only 1 point behind us. So basically 4th through 8th is all tied for 4th place. That's insane. And we got to try to aim for 3rd. I don't want to be fighting for 4th. So I think getting Lissandro Martinez back is going to help. He's played well in his first few games back. You know, that feels like a new signing alongside Vuskovic. Also has played well in his debut. Now, next episode, we face Man City again for the Carabao Cup semi second leg, which if we win that, somehow come back from 1-0 down, that could be our first cup final of the series in the next episode. You know, we still have Bruno Fernandez's contract decision looming. If he wanted to, he could sign for Real Madrid early on a pre-contract. I don't think he would. I mean, that's a slap in the face to Man United if he did that, but it could be like a secret verbal agreement. Just, man, our goal this year is to get back in the Champions League, and it's not going to be easy. We can say that we are making progress on this Man United rebuild. We're making progress. Okay, since we started our journey with Manchester United, our defense has been the main concern. But last episode, we received reinforcements. Lissandro Martinez is back from his injury, and then we also signed Luka Vuskovic, who could be the future of our defense. And that's going to help because today we have a chance to reach our first ever cup final. And also I am hearing some interesting rumors too floating around. So of course, drop a like if you want to see more of this series. And I say we get right back into it. Now to start today, we're getting right into the action here. Carabao Cup semis, Man City versus Manchester United. Now first leg we lost 1-0, which was a tough loss, but it's definitely not over yet. Man City might be the favorites to go through, but I think we still have a chance. And we're also in an extremely close top 4 race. But first we start with this game versus Man City, which if we win, we would reach the first cup final of the series, the Carabao Cup final, which we would play today. So I think I'm going to go Amad Diallo over Mazraoui and also Yoro over De Ligt. Otherwise, what I believe to be our strongest team right now. And it's time to face Man City once again. Bro, I feel like I've played Man City so much this year. I'm sick of it. This better be the last time, at least for a while, because I'm truly sick of it. Now, once again, I'd love for our first trophy to be the Carabao Cup. That'd be a nice stepping stone for this club right now, but it is not going to be easy to beat Man City. We've seen that now in what, 4 matchups so far in this series? I think 4. And in saying that, we're 1-0 down, so there's still a chance. Now, Ugarte is actually making a good run here. He's going to go for an early shot, and that could not be any more off target. All right, that was a little warning shot. Now, we faced Man City before. We in the league, we actually went up 2-0 immediately, which was a great start, and then we lost the lead to eventually lose 3-2. So, like, if we do the same thing as that game, just minus, you know, losing the lead, we'd win this. Now Bruno over to Amad Diallo, who's making a good run here. Gonna flip it up to Højlund. Højlund's gonna go for a header, and that header, yeah, that's not too threatening. That was a tough one though. Martinez versus Foden. I like that matchup better than De Ligt versus Foden. Look at Martinez, that tackle interception. That is exactly why it's so nice to have him back. All right, Diallo finding space. You know, their defense is definitely not the best. I do feel like they are a little weak. Now Bruno, okay, that bounced right over him. He didn't even go for it. Gonna win the loose ball though. No, I thought there was a player there, bro. Manu, you gotta be right there. He just passed it right to, I think, Silva. Foden, dangerous spot. Please, Mark Holland, boys. Holland's a danger man. Kyle Walker, who shouldn't even be there. At least his shot is saved though. Corner by Foden. That's going to be, oh, Diallo tried to go for the clearance, but he didn't even reach it. All right, 20 minutes in. Both teams have had their chances. Small chances though. No big chances just yet. Might be here though. Bruno to Amad. Amad's going to try to cut inside. Gonna go for a finesse shot. Oh, that was a good shot. Good save though. Might be our best chance so far. Now corner in. That is, bro, there's so many people in the way there. Yellow chance to cross it, which dangerous cross. Oh, that's gonna bounce. Xavi, no, Xavi couldn't get it there. Header though. Oh man, if that went to Højlund, we're gonna turn and shoot. And how is Savinho this free on the side here? This is not good. Nunes, oh, okay, Leniotto just lost him. Oh my, they just tried to sweat it and they gave it right to Maguire. Okay, they could have definitely scored that. Maguire, good spot at the right time, I guess. Okay, their passing is starting to get better here. It's starting to get a bit better. Leniotto can't stop Højlund to Savinho. I feel like I can sense them, you know, turning this up a notch. Man, Højlund just almost took down Harry Maguire there, took him out. That'd have been a dirty play by Højlund. Gallo's gonna stop, oh man, Xavi's so free there. If we can get it to him, we just can't. Oh no, Højlund, Maguire has to try and mark two players here at the same time, and oh, it's actually Leniotto. That was great work from him, but the second chance is stopped by Maguire. Okay, that is good defense. It is desperate, chaotic, but it's good. Xavi, great ball to Dalot. Now Dalot's gonna try to fire this into Højlund. Højlund shot, and that's going to be tie game. Man United score first. Great play by Dalot and Xavi Simons to find the attack. And then Højlund, good finish. You know, he's kind of dropped off since start of the year, but he's starting to pick it up again as he just goes through John Stones' head. All right, 38th minute. This is all tied up. We still have a chance. Okay, we can't let them score, though. We can't let them score after we just scored. That'd be so bad. Silva looking for Højlund, maybe. Goes back to Foden. Sandro Martinez. That's a good ball. Oh, this is dangerous. Okay, Maguire gets it, and we do get it out. Maguire, good play again. Might have one more chance for halftime, which Dalot. Oh, bro, once again, we can't get it to Xavi on a run there. That's so bad. All right, final chance half goes to them. Martinez is going to say no. Hey, he's fully healthy again. He's playing really good. All right, the first half, this is all tied up at 1-1 currently. Come on, win this. We'll be playing a cup final today in the episode for our chance for our first trophy of the series. If we could just win this second half here. Now, Mainu, Højlund. Oh, man, that cross wasn't deep enough. Ugarte header. Get it back to him. Oh, Bruno can't control it. Savinho steals it. Okay, Højlund is so... Oh, I should have blocked the pass. Leniotto has to come over. Oh, we actually did great getting the blocking. Leniotto, great play. I kind of just tried to put him in front of the shot, and he actually blocked it. Now, Rodri. Okay, why is Diallo the near post man, bro? He's so short. He's like the shortest player for that. Mainu gets the clearance away at least. All right, Silva, Højlund, Leniotto trying to block it. Leniotto gets the ball, and we're just going to clear it. I am not messing with that now, Bruno. Okay, Bruno just went head first into Vardiol. Nowhere near the ball. What kind of challenge was that? Savinho, chance. Okay, I don't know who that was. Was that Yoto again? I think it was. Bro, Leniotto is having a game here. Xavi, I think Dalot's still on side. I think he is. Dalot should be on side. He's going to stop. Now, this is an insane run for Dalot. Dalot's going to try to get a corner or something, but man, it's going to be a save by Ederson out to Walker. That was a good run. We said no angle to shoot from. They're going to play it out, though. Okay, Man City look a little rattled here a little bit. Dalot plays it over to Xavi Simons in the box. Going to do a skill there. Gonna go for a shot. Xavi Simons, what a goal to give us the lead. Bro, Xavi is an absolute star in this team. And that was a superstar worthy play right there. We have turned a 1-0 deficit into a 1-goal lead. And hey, I'm not gonna lie, Xavi, I don't know, I think he destroyed Ruben Dias. That skill right there, that was beautiful. He made a defender as good as Ruben Dias look silly. We got 30 minutes to go, 1-goal lead. Ugarte, great steal. Okay, we can score another here. Højlund, I see you. Gonna try to play it to you, which that reaches Højlund all the way to him, and that's gonna be another goal for United. Man City are crumbling right now. 61st minute, Man United 3, Man City 1 now. And Pep brings Marmoush on. What a second half though so far. We have turned this game around on its head, and we're now in the driver's seat to get a ticket to Wembley here. Oh man, Haaland's gonna get a chance there. Oh no, that is such a big save. I'm kind of surprised Onana made that save. I thought that was gonna be a Man City goal for sure. Foden, Haaland. Whoa, I don't know what just happened there, but the clearance was made. Haaland again, and oh my, Haaland hits the crossbar. Maguire clearance, and we just got lucky again. Bro, this might not be Man City's day. Bruno destroys that defender. Now he's running. Bruno, no, I was about to get it to Xavi again, bro. I'm like inches away from getting Xavi to be in like 3 separate times, and I can't do it. Leniotto, bro, Leniotto, he might be the MVP of the defense this game. And although all 3 of them played well. Oh no, Haaland's in, bro. Leniotto's got to do it again. Is gonna go for the shot. Onana makes the save. Rebound. Onana. Oh my. Okay, he has it. Never mind. Bro, I thought he was gonna spill that right in front of Haaland. Okay, Man City are trying, but they're not making a breakthrough yet. Højlund to Xavi. Oh man, I can't lose it in that spot. I keep trying to thread the needle to a pass. Okay, Leniotto. Hey, this is a game where he's growing up. He's doing a masterful job on Haaland right now. Oh, Ugarte, that kind of pressure in that steal is perfect. We could seal this here. Ugarte, man, Rodri just caught up to Ugarte. That's so unfortunate though. All right, they got 8 minutes to score 2 to tie it up, which is not very likely, but it's not impossible. Haaland's gonna get a pass. Mainu, good positioning. Now Bruno over to Xavi Simons. He's gonna take a touch. Gonna take an early shot there. Oh, I thought it was gonna be at least, you know, a good bounce for us. Not right back to them. On 4 minutes, we got this. No way. Haaland gonna wait. That's gonna bounce to Rodri. Wait, what just happened there? No way he just scored that. Okay, he's offside. I was gonna say, what kind of goal was that? Can bring it on Obi, Collier, Guetta, and also Walker, just to see out these final, 3 minutes. And this would be one of the biggest wins of the year by far. A win that I did not think we'd easily get after that first leg. It looked rough, but we have played great in this second leg, almost perfect. Obi almost controlled that, went for a shot. Right, Foden, last chance for them. I don't think they have time here. Even if they score, they don't have time. Haaland is gonna get a chance. Nope. Sandro Martinez says no. And that's gonna be full time. So we started this game with a 1-0 deficit. And in the end, we beat Man City 3-0 to reach the Carabao Cup final. Yeah, that's a statement win for this series, a milestone win. And we are gonna play a cup final today now. All right, so Spurs end up beating Arsenal 4-3, so that means the final is going to be Tottenham versus Manchester United. But first, though, we face their rival in the Premier League. We face Arsenal away at the Emirates, and now this is a huge game for the top 4 race. We're tied on points with them. Or no, we're actually tied on points with Newcastle and Chelsea, but Arsenal are 3 points behind us, so kind of the same thing. Like any drop points, we're probably going to drop out of that 4th spot into like the 5th, 6th spot. So this game being that big, I think we have to play it. I think the Carabao Cup final is in the next month in March, so definitely going to play that today. But okay, once again, the Prem, the tough games don't stop. Now versus Arsenal, I'm going to rotate Mazraoui, Guetta, and also Dorgu in. Otherwise, same team that beat Man City. Now in a huge game versus Arsenal. Now, last time we played Arsenal, that was the game that Obi scored like a 90th minute winner. It was a very close game though, so I'm expecting, another one here. As Højlund gets us kicked off. I mean, each big game we win though, the confidence in this team is growing. It is growing fast. Like that Man City win feels like a milestone win. Now, Saka versus Maguire, I would say I don't like this matchup, but Maguire actually did pretty well there. And we didn't let Saka just run right by him. Okay, Højlund has got so much space here on the counter attack. Højlund has got to score this. That's an easy chance. What is Arsenal's defense doing? Bro, they just let Højlund just make a run and no one was attached to him. Okay, early days, it's going to be 1-0 to Manchester United. I mean, that's one of the most simple goals for Højlund all year long. Didn't really have to work for that 7 minutes in. Now, a chance for Javi Guetta. Man, Arsenal's defense does not look good to start this game. Okay, I say that and I play it right to Zinchenko. Of course I do. Bro, Maguire is an absolute madman in this series. I don't know how, but he's so good. Ugarte, get it back to Bruno. See if we can find a better chance here, a better avenue. We go through Mazraoui on the right here. He is going to look for a pass. Going to play it back to Bruno. Back to Javi. Actually, Ugarte. Okay, that shot had some dip to it, but definitely a bit too high. Saka cross in. That's going to bounce awkwardly. No, I couldn't even see where the ball is, bro. I couldn't even see where that ball actually was. I thought we cleared it, but the ball bounced so awkwardly. All right, that is so unfortunate. We should not have conceded that. Sometimes those free kicks are so weird. All right, we have let Arsenal back in this game now with Bruno. Trying to change it. Left-footed shot, dangerous. Raya makes the save. And they were playing horrible. We just gave them a chance now, and they're probably going to play much better. You can't do that to a team that's at home, just give them life. Yoto, good steal. Oh, we just got shouldered by Martinelli, though. Bro, they're playing different now. They look different. They have belief. Lenny Yoto, another good tackle. Goes back to Marino. Shot. Onana makes the save. And yeah, this game just got tougher to win now. Saka into Havertz. Havertz looking for a pass. Maguire stays strong. And okay, that was shaky, but it works. That was definitely shaky. Bruno's going to play a good ball to Mazraoui. He's going to stop. Now wait for Bruno. Bruno is going to swing this over to Xavi. Okay, I wanted Xavi to stay on side there, or at least stay like in front of the ball. Dorgu into Xavi Simons. He's going to take a finesse shot. Okay, that was a pretty far finesse. It's going to win a corner at least. Bro, can I ever score from a corner? Is it even possible in this game anymore? Bro, what kind of contact is that? I feel like it's simply not possible anymore. And I gotta say, Lisandro Martinez has made our defense so much better. I gotta say, he has played miles better than De Ligt, like miles better. Now, Xavi is gonna flip out to Højlund. Højlund, decent first touch, just can't get the shot away. Chance here, Bruno. Gonna receive that pass beautifully. Bruno, chance to score another. Oh, what a save by Raya. And that would have been a really nice chance. Mazraoui, I kind of want to shoot this, but okay, let's try and be smarter than that. Okay, I lost it. I should have just shot that. I should not have been smarter. I should have just shot the ball. Because now Saka gets a counterattack. Oh, chance. Whoa, bro, that was a beautiful tackle. Oh no, please get the ball. This is so awkward. Martinez, that's a shot. Onana makes the save. Oh man, that was so sloppy though. All right, to end the first half, Saka in header. Gabriel, it goes over the net. All right, this is just like the first matchup. It's very close, tied up at halftime. Now, Ugarte's in a yellow, so we're going to take care of that. I might bring on Collier at some point because we cannot go down to 10 men against this Arsenal team. Oh, that was a great ball, but it's a little too far away from Bruno, though. All right, Martinez over to Dorgu. Dorgu is going to stop. Play to Xavi. Xavi is going to play it right back. Oh, bro, I should have played it over the top. He was making a great run there. Javi, that's a great man. Højlund is really dissecting their defense. Oh, what a dribble from Højlund. Oh, Gabriel came over and recovered so well, though. Oh, we got to take out Saka. I got to take him out. No, he passed it just in time. Havertz shot. That is off the crossbar, I think. Okay, the crossbar is my friend today, I guess. We're getting a little bit lucky with some of these shots. Bro, Højlund again is finding space in behind. Bro, he has controlled this all the way. He's gonna try to play it back to a teammate, but can't. Bro, this is chaos. Onana, please. Onana. Okay, that was shaky. Oh, it's gonna bounce awkwardly. Bro, okay, Javi could have got that way earlier. He made that so stressful. Now, once again, the Højlund. Bro, he's getting in behind so easily. Controls that all the way so well. Xavi. This is his spot. Xavi looking for the finesse. Oh, that is Xavi's spot, bro. Cutting in like that. That is totally his play. Okay, I did not want Ugarte being sent off, so I'm going to bring on Collier for Ugarte. I'm doing that change. Oh, no, but right away, Saka again against Lisandro Martinez. Lisandro Martinez, another good tackle from him. Bro, he's barely put a foot wrong since coming back from injury. Okay, Dorgu has got a lot of space here, actually. Dorgu is going to play it over to Xavi. Okay, that was meant for Højlund. Going to find Højlund. Højlund, strength. patience, and he finds the shot. 2-1 in the 71st minute. Bro, Højlund's on fire. We're going to talk about these rumors that we've heard, you know, floating around, but those rumors might mean nothing if Højlund is playing this well consistently. He scores again. He's just destroying this Arsenal's defense. 71st minute, 2-1 to United. This would be such a big win for the top 4 race. It'd be so big. Is that a foul? Bro, that's not a foul. He just fell over. I feel like Javi barely even touched him. Dembele, oh, that's a great ball in behind. Oh, that's how they scored last time. Bro, I remember it. Maguire got caught in behind. This time it was Lisandro Martinez. Another play where they make a run and we just don't track them well enough, and it's a good finish in the end. All right, 2-2. The dramatic games don't stop. We have 15 minutes to go still. Like every game against a big team in the Prem is just drama filled. Okay, all of a sudden defense is looking shaky. Odegaard is looking for a spot here. Oh, bro, is he onside? Okay, thankfully he's offside. Lisandro Martinez actually played him offside perfectly there. And that's a dangerous game, though. That could have been so bad. Dembele's on, so that's a dangerous player. Marino, though, gonna play it back to Dembele. Maguire, wrong side of, I think, Trossard or whoever their striker is. Okay, we kind of just got lucky again by not conceding that. Collier's gonna find Bruno in space. That's a great ball to Bruno. Bruno gonna try to feed in Højlund. No, I needed that a little bit more harder. A little more pace on that. It might reach Højlund. Oh, bro, it's Amora. Who's Amora? I don't even know who that is. Am I drawing a blank here? Okay, Onana, that's a big save. Maybe he saves us a point this game. All right, 2 minutes. We gotta make sure we get the final chance here. No, bro, I tried playing it out. You gotta be kidding me. Is that gonna cost us points this game? Declan Rice shot. Onana makes the save. Bro, is that gonna cost us points? That was such a bad pass by me. Short corner, Saka, crossover. Okay, Javi Guerra, what a clearance. Now Bruno, okay, we just have to clear that backwards. Okay, I might have to play for a point here. Nope, Dorgu makes a steal. Now plays it through to Xavi. Do we have time? I think we have time actually. And Xavi's got some stamina left. Xavi Simons running through. Plays it to Højlund. Højlund, a chance for a winner. We've scored another 90th minute winner versus Arsenal. Are you kidding me? Bro, we've done it again, this time in the away match. Man, Arsenal has to be so mad after that. 2 times it's happened to them this year. Just a breakaway, and Xavi's too quick. And Højlund found a good spot for the shot too. Man, we have scored so many late goals in this series. Like, Fergie time is truly a thing in this series. Once again, we score in the final few minutes of a game, and that is such a big win for the top 4 race. I mean, if we actually finish top 4, we can look back at this win and maybe say this win is what propelled us to get top 4 and get back in the Champions League. That's how big this win could be. Yeah, so that win puts us now in 2nd place. That is such a big win. And yeah, we're 6 points with Arsenal now. Man, that is, again, the Man City win was a milestone. That feels like another milestone win. I think this team is starting to show us something. Like, this rebuild is on. And okay, next we're going to play the Carabao Cup final. Yup, you know, the big games don't stop. So we got 3 games. The sim before that, we got Wolves, Villa, and then Newcastle in the FA Cup. And also West Brom before we get to Spurs. So a lot of games to sim here. All right, so first game, Wolves is going to be a big 3-1 win. I like that. And then a really big game versus Villa, which we are going to lose 2-1. Okay, so we slip up versus Villa. Next, to stay alive in the FA Cup, okay, we just lost 4-3 in extra time versus Newcastle United. And I kind of thought we'd win this without an issue, but Javi Guerra scored and also Højlund, but not enough to beat Newcastle. So we're out of the FA Cup, but honestly, I'm not too worried about that. We already have a chance to win the Carabao Cup, a domestic trophy, so we can go for that and also focus on top 4, which is much more important than an FA Cup trophy. And now finally, the last one, oh, it's going to be a 1-1 draw though with West Brom. That's not good. And that's the 20th place team right there. All right, so after all that, we sit currently in 4th place, so I guess after all that, it's not bad. So tied with Newcastle and 2 points behind Villa and 5 points behind Chelsea. Yeah, it's still so close. We're a loss away from 8th still. So top 4 race hasn't really changed much. But okay, next up we have our first cup final of the series, first chance for a trophy. We face Tottenham in the Carabao Cup. But before this game, we got some news here, some transfer news. In a recent press conference, Victor Osimhen, he says that one of his dreams is to play in the Premier League. And he also says he's a big fan of Manchester United. Now that's interesting because all season long, there has been rumors floating around that we are interested in Victor Osimhen. I mean, some going as far as saying that we've already put in a bid for him. So yeah, this is where things get a little bit dicey here. I mean, Osimhen is he's a world-class striker. I mean, especially in FC. He's linked in real life. He's linked in the game to us. He would be pretty much a perfect striker to play in this Ruben Amorim system. He pretty much would be perfect. So the question becomes, is he better than Højlund? That's what we have to think about here, because if we signed Osimhen, it would pretty much replace Højlund. He would definitely lose his starting spot at least. And I mean, this season, Højlund's got 32 goals in 35 games. So I mean, it'd be really hard to replace him with Osimhen, like really, really hard. I mean, there might be a scenario where we can actually play both of them in the same team, in the same starting lineup in a 2-striker formation that's pretty similar to ours right now. I mean, I'm thinking like maybe if Xavi is a lone cam, Bruno drops back and is a box-to-box and plays alongside a CDM, scam. Maybe like a 3-5-2. That can maybe work. And that could mean that our front two could be Højlund and Victor Osimhen. I guess the player being sacrificed in that setup would be Manu, I think. So that is something to think about. You know, I see the comments. A lot of you guys are talking about Victor Osimhen. I mean, if we get Champions League for next year and we sign him next year, that would be such a big signing. It's just, does it make sense? Does it work with our setup? Do we have to change our formation? Should we even do it? Let me know in the comments down below what you think, because that's a very tough one, but it also is interesting. All right, though, next up, Spurs, Man United, our first chance for a trophy in this series, the Carabao Cup final. Now, I think I'm going to play Diallo on the right this game and pretty much stick with, I think, the same team, though. This team has not failed me today so far, so I can't really change it that much. So Diallo over Mazraoui, that's the only big change. And we have a trip to Wembley. Now, this would be Ruben Amorim's first trophy with United. You know, it's taken what, kind of a year and a half? Maybe about a year, actually, you know, maybe a year and a few months. But it would be his first trophy at the club. So that would be a big moment for him. You know, our team is really firing right now. He's doing way better than last year, so his job is pretty much not under pressure. But this would go a long way, you know, proving that he should be the man to lead United into the future. First chance goes to them, open net, and Brennan Johnson has scored 2 minutes in. What a horrible start for us in this Carabao Cup final. That is so horrible. Bro, he kind of out-muscled Maguire there. I don't know who that is, but the striker goes in, and then Johnson just gets the rebound. It's an open net. I mean, I guess you'd want Onana to, you know, punch the ball out further, but I don't think Onana is there to blame for that. I think it's probably Maguire. All right, that is a rough start, but like I said, so far, there has been barely any games that have been non-dramatic. I mean, I could bet this game is going to be full of drama, so not surprised with that start so far. Bro, Brennan Johnson is torching Lisandro Martinez. That's a bad sign. Now, that's a good crossover. That easy header that Onana saves. Bro, this has been a really bad start. This has been a really, really bad start here. I don't feel good about this now. I don't feel good about it. Amad Diallo. Okay, Amad, please get that, Amad. That is actually great work from him to win that. Now, Højlund, Xavi, we have breakaway here, kind of, maybe not. Gonna lay it up to Bruno. That's a great ball from Xavi. That is beautiful. That just split the defense. Oh, I just couldn't find a pass, though. We just ruined that so bad. Bro, they're playing so quick here. All went for a slide tackle, and Son instead is gonna score. 13 minutes in, Spurs 2, United 0. Yeah, this is the worst start imaginable here. Bro, they're just playing so aggressive here. Bro, we need to drug test them. What did Ange feed them? Brennan Johnson, chance here, bro. This feels like the game we lost like 5-1 against Chelsea. This feels like that. They're playing so aggressive. They got Kimmich too. Bro, what kind of team is this? Højlund, Bruno, good pass there. Bruno. Through to Xavi to get us back in this. Xavi's going to shoot, and okay, we're back in this. 2-1 in the 19th minute. There's about to be some goals in this game. It's just going to be like, who can outscore the other team? All right, 20 minutes in, it's 2-1. Dallo making a great run. Oh, Xavi, is that a foul? That is not a foul, actually. Dallo over to Bruno. Bruno's got space here with a super long shot that looked good, but it's not going to beat Pickford in goal for them. Yeah, I barely realized that they have Benjamin Sesko up top. Like, he feels so dangerous to our defense. Okay, Ugarte, great ball to Bruno. Bruno over to Amad. Amad making a run here. Oh, man, that was supposed to go to Bruno, not Højlund. Yeah, that was a tough one, though. Højlund, Bruno, Xavi again. Xavi Simmons, chance to... Oh, we should have scored that. Xavi, we need that one. That would have been a perfect time to tie it up. All right, short corner over to Manu. Manu is going to swing it backwards. Okay, Lyoto is not shooting this. Xavi, back to Lenny Lyoto. We find some space. Maguire gets it. Harry Maguire shoots, and Harry Maguire's shot is going to go off target. And I thought Harold was going to score that. Sir Harold. All right, Sesko is on a great run here. That's going to be a header that Onana makes the save, and Maguire. Okay, that's kind of a weird clearance, but you know what? It works, and then Dallo actually keeps in. Okay, that's a good clearance. Dallo just saved that one. Ugarte, Xavi, over to Dallo. We got space here again. Dallo up to Højlund. Højlund. Chance to score. Oh, Pickford, his positioning there was perfect. He came out, had such a good time. Xavi's steal, bro. Spurs defense is literally as bad as ours. Bruno, good chance there for Bruno. Pickford makes the save, though. All right, 4 minutes left of the first half. Manu over to Lenny Lyoto shot. Pickford makes the same save, though. Oh, man, we should have scored one of these chances. Ugarte steals it, is gonna try to win a corner, but oh, Son's gonna steal it though. Bro, this game is chaos. It's pure chaos right now. Halftime, it's gonna be Spurs 2, United 1. Yeah, it's gonna be tough to win this. I think it's gonna be tough. Bruno to Højlund. Højlund is making a run here that is, it's pretty dangerous. Get it back to Bruno. Bruno cross in. Xavi. Okay, Xavi's gonna fight for that. Gonna bounce awkwardly. It's cleared. And of course, Sesko's gonna win it. Of course he is. Now that is great pressure. Ugarte and Manu. Xavi lifts it up for Højlund. Højlund, one touch. Højlund shot. No, man, he bobbled it a little bit. His touch wasn't the greatest. That was such a good ball from Xavi. Ugarte back to Xavi. Okay, find the right pass here. Find it. Patience will find it. Ugarte back to Manu. Manu gonna play it to Højlund. Over to Bruno. Now Bruno gonna lift this for Højlund. That is beautiful, Højlund. Oh, we just can't get contact on the header. Bro, their attack just feels so good. Like, we're definitely not gonna only concede 2 this game. They're gonna score again. So we're not gonna win this unless we score at least 2 more. Back to Amad. Amad, great turn there into Bruno. Bruno sees Højlund. Højlund breaks through a little bit. Now get it back to Bruno. Bruno is going to shoot from distance. Pickford, bro. Pickford is starting to be unbeatable with these saves. Like, that save was insane. How do we not even get a corner from that? Manu back to Bruno in space. Højlund. Oh, he's making a run there. It's a little bit too late though. Mainu plays it. No, tried to play it to Højlund. Mainu still holds it, but oh, is he gonna be offside? I think he handballed it actually. I don't think he was offside. Oh no, Brennan Johnson has got space here. Alessandro Martinez catching up. Slide tackle, can't get it, and then Kulishevsky's gonna score, and Spurs make this Carabao Cup final 3-1 to them. Oh, that's so unfortunate, bro. That was such a good pass back by Brennan Johnson. Yeah, that just made this near impossible to come back now. We got 20 minutes, scored 2. It's not impossible, but we gotta score at least 1 quick. Manu's gonna lose it. That's so unfortunate. Bro, if Pickford wasn't superhuman, we might have got at least 1 out of all these shots, but he has just killed our attack, our confidence. We just can't beat him. Okay, we're going to attack in here. So Mazraoui, Xerxes, Guetta coming on. Bruno dropped back to be a box-to-box. So Xerxes kind of playing as a cam right now. Pretty much our only chance now. That's an awkward bounce. Okay, that bounce is gonna fall to Bruno. Oh man, Bruno's got no pace though. We actually gonna win this, Bruno. Oh my, Bruno, this would give us a chance. Bro, that might be the luckiest bounce of my FC career. How did that corner allow Bruno to have a one-on-one? I don't even know how that even happened. But okay, final 15 minutes. This game is on again. Bro, like you can't even write that up. I don't know how that ball bounced like that, but you're down only a goal with how much time left? Yeah, exactly 15 minutes left. All right, this is not over quite yet. It's not over yet. But okay, if they score, this is over. Brennan Johnson, the same pass back. Kulishevsky shot. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. He just put that in the corner? Bro, I feel like I was right in front of him and we just still couldn't block the shot. Bro, that is such a buzzkill after we felt like we had a chance to come back. He just takes a shot, goes around right into the corner. Like that's just an unsavable shot. All right, back to needing 2 goals in the final still, what, 10 minutes now probably. I mean, we're gonna play to the final whistle and try. Dallo, Xavi Simons. Now there's space here. Dallo should overlap. He is gonna, oh, that's actually a perfect ball. Dallo, a chance. Dallo, no, we gotta score that. We could have had literally an instant response there. Javi Guetta over to Xerxes. Bro, we're just standing still right now. I see no movement. Bro, no one's moving around. At least we got a foul there, actually. Okay, we can't shoot this, though. We're gonna lay it off. Maguire is gonna play a good ball to Xerxes, actually. Xerxes. Oh, man, I gotta cross this in. I'm not crossing it again. No way. Xerxes, Højlund. Oh, Van de Ven just outmuscled him. Xerxes up to Højlund, which he actually is onside. Højlund got 2 players to beat. Kind of beats 1. Finesse shot. Pickford makes the save. Yeah, that right there might be the end for us here. Oh, like we had a chance and we scored that goal with Bruno, but the Kulishevsky goal just sealed it. That shot was just perfect. And we just fouled him. Oh, that's going to be a penalty. Great to finish game. Great. Okay, it was already over anyways. Son is going to score and that's going to seal this trophy for Spurs. It's going to be 5-2 in this Carabao Cup final. Yeah, this game was rough. That is just so unfortunate. This game was rough. I mean, we might have made a leap here with rebuilding Man United, but still, there's still so much more work to do. And this cup final is a sign of that. Højlund can't get that cross, and that there is going to be full time. So we lose the Carabao Cup final after we're going to come back versus Man City. We just heartbreakingly lose at Wembley in the final. Yeah, that one hurts. That one definitely hurts, bro. We had a chance there. We just couldn't defend and also could not beat Pickford enough to give us a chance. So we still await our first trophy of the series. Yeah, that one's gonna sting for a while. All right, though, that means all we have left this season is just the Premier League. That's it. So our main goal remains the same, though. You know, qualify for the Champions League. That's our main goal here. I mean, that would be a very successful season, but I mean, as you see, it is not gonna be easy. It's just so close. You know, a loss, we're down to 8th. There's so many different things that can happen here. And as good as Højlund is, after that game, I can't help but think if we had Osman, you know, a more, you know, experienced, you know, arguably better. I mean, he's 9 ratings above Højlund, so he definitely is better in game, at least somewhat. If we had him in the team, or even maybe alongside Højlund, do we win that game? I don't know. I mean, that's one world-class player that would join us at United, so that's something to think about. I kind of feel like he might change that cup final, but I don't know. So next episode is going to be the final 2 months of the season here, and we're going to see if we can finish top 4 and get Champions League for next year. Now, before we end the episode, though, a few days after the final, we're just chilling at home. You know, it's been a stressful few weeks here, and we're going to have a few more before the season is over. But we're watching TV, just relaxing, and we get a knock at the door. And as we go to answer it, it turns out it's actually Bruno Fernandes, and he tells us, "I need to talk to you." Okay, last episode we had a chance to win the first trophy of this Man United series, but unfortunately we failed, losing the Carabao Cup final to Spurs 5-2. So I guess we're just not ready to lift silverware yet, but in saying that, we are making progress, and today might be the most influential episode of the entire series. In today's season finale, we're trying to qualify for Champions League next year by finishing top 4, and also our captain Bruno Fernandes will make the biggest decision of his career. So as usual, drop a like if you want to see more of this series, and I say we get right into it. Now, as we ended last episode, we had a knock at our door, and turns out it was actually Bruno Fernandes, and he told us that he wanted to talk to me. So this conversation begins. He says, "Coach, I need to talk to you." And we say, "Of course, come and sit down." Bruno says, "I had a long meeting with my agent, and Real Madrid have officially offered me a contract." So we tell him congrats, and we tell him I'm happy for you. But Bruno says, "That's where I'm torn. I still have not made a decision yet. Playing for Real Madrid feels like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but am I passing up something special still here. So then we tell Bruno, if you win at Real Madrid, you'll become a champion. But if you stay and win here, after everything you've been through with the club, you'll be a legend to the fans. So soon after that, he thanked us for the advice and he went on home. He said he needed more time to think. Now in today's episode, we should get an answer whether or not he wants to stay here or to go sign for Real Madrid. We should get an answer from him, but now we can't let that distract us too much here because we got business to settle today. So we currently sit 4th in the Premier League, but we're tied on points with Liverpool and Newcastle for 4th place. We are 2 points off Villa, then 5 points off Chelsea in 2nd. All I care about is being in the top 4 by the end of this episode, because if we can get Champions League for next year, this rebuild is truly on its way. But if we fail to get Champions League for next year, this rebuild will suffer such a huge setback. So it kind of feels like a make or break moment for this club. And we've got pretty much nothing but tough games today too. Starting with a rematch for Spurs, but this time in the Premier League. Now they're down in 8th, but they're still only what? They're like 3 points off us. So I can't understate how big of a game this is and pretty much how big the rest of all our games are. A win could put us in 3rd and a loss could put us in 8th. That's how close this table is. Now, like I said, they just beat us 5-2 in the Carabao Cup final. So we have a chance for redemption. We're going to play our best team and this time try to beat Spurs in the Premier League. Now, from the season finale, I see kind of 2 paths forward for this club. One path is if we qualify for the Champions League. You know, that means next year we can go after big signings like Victor Osimhen, you know, biggest players in the world, and also retain some of our better players. But on the other path, if we don't get top 4, don't get Champions League, then a lot of these players might move on. You know, players like Dalot, Højlund, I mean, even Ugarte, players like that, De Ligt, they might want to go sign for a Champions League level team. So truly a make or break moment for this series. And we start with Spurs, probably, you know, the team that's given me the most trouble so far in this series. Probably them and Chelsea, which we are going to face Chelsea today too. So that's great. Now this start is awkward, but they do not score off that chance. All right, Højlund and Bruno, our finishing needs to be on point today. We cannot miss chances we need to score from. Cannot miss like easy one-on-ones. Now Ugarte's gonna steal that. Højlund gonna play it through to our captain, Bruno Fernandes. Early chance for him, and that's already 1-0 to United. Okay, Bruno makes a darting run, and just no one marks him. We score first already. Okay, I'm not gonna overreact though. I feel like we have no problem scoring goals. Usually, it's more so defending. So it's a big goal from a player that might not be here next year, but still a lot of game left. Okay, Ugarte over to Dalot. Dalot gonna get it into Xavi. Now Højlund making a run. Højlund reached that. Oh, he's getting shouldered by Hassan. That's a weird pass right there. That was very weird. That could have bounced to us. Oh man, Sesko gets by Maguire. We stand no chance to catch up. But Onana makes an amazing save. Okay, Martinez went for a tackle there and I kind of just slid. Chance is not done yet. And oh, I just could not get over fast enough there. 13th minute, Spurs make it 1-1. Bro, the way they overload the box and swing the ball forward, this is how they scored so many goals against us in this series so far, especially in the last game. In the cup final, we just can't deal with their passing in the box. All right, we are tied up here. Xavi, Højlund. Oh, that's a foul, right? Wait, ref, that's not a foul, bro. He just took out Højlund. Amad over to Ugarte. Now Ugarte is going to try to find Xavi. Xavi. Then gonna play it to Højlund. Højlund over to Manu. Pass back to someone. Højlund. Could he got that, Xavi? No, it's gonna bounce and be cleared. Now Dalot, Bruno. Come on, we gotta take this lead back. Bruno gonna try to feed it to Højlund. Great pass there. Højlund. Early shot. Good save by Pickford though. Okay, Xavi. Oh, it's gonna be a foul, right? Wait, no, that's not a foul. Højlund actually controls it beautifully. Is still with it. Goes for a great shot. That's gonna be a save. Or how did he control it for that long? I don't even know. Bruno. Turns. Oh, he's got no options. Oh, he's got smothered by Kimmich. I cannot believe Højlund actually got a chance out of that. Bro, we just cannot defend their forwards. Simply as that. Maguire, good tackle there, but it's the one team that just always gets like beautiful chances against us. Oh, Højlund was in there. He was in. Oh, Maguire needs to go for a tackle there. And you know what? It's a perfect tackle. I actually meant for a foul there, but instead Maguire just had the best tackle of the year, maybe. Højlund on the inside of the center back. Now Højlund, please. It's got to be you to score this. Højlund shot, and that is the lead retaken by Manchester United. All right, Maguire gets credit there for making the tackle that led to the attack in the beginning. But Højlund, that is the finishing I need today. That's the finishing I need. 2-1 in the 34th minute. Sesko, Maguire, pass over. Martinez blocks it. Bro, it fell right to Brennan Johnson. You gotta be kidding me. They seriously got that lucky off that bounce. Bro, I'm sick of Spurs in this series. I'm sick of them. How did they get such a lucky bounce to Brennan Johnson? This game is gonna be tied up at 2-2 again in the 38th minute. Bro, that is just so lucky. Dalot over to Xavi Simons. He's gonna try to get some space here. Man, Pedro Porro defended that perfectly, actually. Should have been so much better than that. Brennan Johnson over to Sesko, over to Son. Easy shot, and that's gonna be 3-2. Bro, I don't know what it is about Spurs. It's gotta be our formation versus theirs. They just know how to attack us. And okay, honestly, that might have been Diallo, but Diallo did not even mark Son there. He let him run right by him. Yeah, that's not a great look for Diallo. I mean, he's not meant to be an exact defender, but he's supposed to be on the tactics. And I kind of just let Son run right by him. Bro, like the chances they create they're just unbeatable. We can't beat Spurs. At least not in this first half. It's 4-2 currently. We just can't contain them. But we were playing so great, but we just ended that first half so badly. Okay, I gotta do Mazraoui for Ahmad. I gotta do that. That's probably the only change at halftime currently. All right, 2 goals down, 45 minutes left. Mazraoui to Bruno. Please be on side still. I think he is actually. Bruno. Okay, now we have a golden chance to start the second half, and Bruno hits the post. Bro, I took my time there, maybe almost too much time. How unlucky is that? Sesko, chance here, which trying to block the shot away, but Leniotto did great there. And we will eventually get the ball to Onana. Oh my, Xavi actually meant to pass that. Xavi keeps it, but oh, we ran right into trouble though. Oh, this just feels desperate now. It feels so desperate. I just feel like I can't stop them scoring right now. That's the issue. Even if we score, it's just they are not stopping. Sesko, bro, he is insane. Over to Johnson. Bro, my players are not helping me defend at all. Ball bounces, Mainu, block, and then the header from Sesko goes in. Spurs 5, Man United 2. The same scoreline from the Carabao Cup final. Yeah, this is not looking too good for us to start this big season finale. I mean, this kind of game where Ruben Amorim's got to start feeling the pressure here. Is his job coming in question now? I don't know. 30 minutes to at least score 3 and rescue a point. Just that is a tall order. Ugarte makes a good steal. We can try and attack here, but we need goals. We need them fast. Mainu. Got no option. Gonna try to feed it over to Dallo instead. Dallo, not a bad first touch. Left-footed cross, but oh, it's just behind everyone. Why is every cross behind everyone? Mazraoui into Bruno. Bruno gonna feed it to Højlund, but he needs help here. Over to Bruno Fernandes. Bruno. That touch was really good, and this time Bruno does not hit the post. All right, 70th minute, it's 5-3. Is there still a chance here to make a comeback? We need 2 goals in 20 minutes. Definitely possible, but once again, the issue is we're going so attacking. I feel like they're gonna score a 6. That's the issue. Just like this, Sesko, Son, and okay. Bro, they have just been so clinical against us. I got no answer to that. They're simply just not missing any shots. They have now scored 6 against us. 11 across the last 2 games. I mean, goals have been kind of crazy in this series, but against Spurs, it's just not on another level. Bro, it's like they're so good defensively, and they have that front 3 there. If we just lose in a bad spot, they're just ready to counter. For some reason, their tactics are just the perfect way to beat us. I don't know why. Brendan Johnson, Sesko, it's going to be a pass over that, okay, they don't score 7th at least, but we are not going to get any points from this game. It's going to be another loss for Spurs, a team that I never want to play again, even though we are going to have to at some point. Dallo into Xavi Simons. Can we at least get a better goal here for goal difference? No, we can't because Xavi misses. All right, so in a must-win game, we lose 6-3 embarrassingly to Spurs. And that's how we start a crucial season finale. All right, so with that, we drop down to 6th, which hurts. So 2 points off Villa, 3 points off Newcastle in 3rd. I mean, hey, there's still a lot of football to be played, but that loss, that is just not what you want to see. So next game is versus Bournemouth. We're going to sim this game, and this sim is going to be a 3-1 win. Okay, at least we get a win there. Bruno, Mainu, and also Bruno score. So next up is going to be Liverpool at Anfield. And after that win, we're still in 6th, but I mean, we're 1 point off Newcastle. It's still so tight. Like everyone from 3rd to 7th is only separated by what, 4 points. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. But all right, now we face another tough game in Liverpool. I think for this game, I'm going to start Mazraoui over Ahmad. I feel like the Ahmad right mid experiment hasn't worked. So Mazraoui starts there, and I think I might go with De Ligt over Maguire. We're going to do that. So we go with that versus Liverpool. And at this point, another loss could mean our top 4 hopes are done. Now, I believe last time we played Liverpool at Old Trafford, it was a loss, right, for us? It was a bad loss. If I remember right, I think we lost to them pretty badly. So that doesn't bode well for us in this game, but we're going to try our best. Now, Xavi over to Dallo. This could be a good start. Dallo. No, I'm not crossing this. Dallo. Then he go all the way, and Dallo goes for a shot. Højlund, there's an open net, but they do get the clearance away. All right, that could have been a very nice start. Could have been. Dallo, Xavi into Højlund. Højlund's going to turn, wait for, oh man, I was going to wait for Bruno there, get it to him. Xavi, great running behind there. Now Xavi's going to stop. He needs a pass here from someone. We're going to go to Ugarte, hope for the best. Which Ugarte into Højlund. Højlund, good turn. Oh, that second touch though was terrible. Double slide running forward. Okay, we're blocking this pretty well. Going to go out wide to Mendes, back to Diaz. Diaz into Salah. Over to Darwin Nunez, and our defense just can't contain Nunez. 14 minutes, Liverpool 1, Man United 0. I mean, I feel like I'm trying to mark everyone here, but I can't mark all 3 players, and I can't control all 3 defenders at once. All right, that's a bad start for us here. Now, I've read some talk in the comments about changing formation, but we got to realize Ruben Amorim has a football philosophy with this setup that he's not going to waver from. Like, this is Ruben Amorim's setup. You can't exactly just change formation. Now, Bruno is going to lift this to Højlund. Højlund, okay, Kanate, good clearance right there from him. Going to fall to Mainu. Mainu, oh, the touch from Mainu. Oh, we're just playing sloppy this game to start. Salah, long shot. Okay, De Ligt goes for a clearance there. I guess that works, although it's unorthodox. I'll take it though. Dallo into Xavi Simons. He is going to run past Van Dijk. Okay, that's a foul, right? Bro, you're telling me that's not a foul? Van Dijk just chopped Xavi Simons. How is that not a foul on Van Dijk? Nunez, another shot, and they could have almost just made this 2-0. I might say we got a little lucky there, the fact he didn't score that. Ugarte into Xavi. Xavi Gonna go for a long shot here. Oh, that looked like a very good shot from Xavi. Bro, they're just cutting apart our defense whenever they want. Nunez, it's a great turn there. De Ligt, good block though. Corner sent in by Salah. Van Dijk is right there. And, okay, what kind of clearance was that from De Ligt? Shot, good block from him, and then they just went for a bicycle kick. All right, so they just missed, and they could have scored 2 though already. Man, we're just not playing great today. We're simply just not playing great. In the most important games of the year, we are just crumbling right now. Leniotto, good tackle though. Bruno skips by Kanate. That's actually a great run. Now Højlund is in behind. Højlund, great run. Oh, that touch almost ruined it, but he does score. Okay, we were collapsing, so we needed that one right there. That's a very big goal to settle things down, tie this game up, and make us feel like we have a chance in this game at least. 43rd minute, it's 1-1. Ugarte over to Xavi. Xavi, Højlund. Now wait for Xavi. Nice. If we could score a second on halftime, that would be perfect for us, and Xavi's cutting inside here. Oh no, we're gonna lose it to our team, man. That could have been so much better again. Okay, we tied it up though, at least. It's 1-1. Bro, these next 45 could literally make or break our season, like literally. See what the boys are made of here. Now talking about what they're made of. Okay, Nunez, De Ligt. Okay, De Ligt did so well there, although it was so close. Now Bruno taken out from behind. Come on, send him off. Gave him a red. That was a rough tackle from who? Mendes, right? Mendes. Oh, that's a straight red for Mendes. Okay, Liverpool is sent down to 10 men, so tackling Bruno from behind. Yeah, that's a red card tackle right there. Okay, the ref gives us a call, and they're down to 10 men now. That could be huge for us. Ugarte. Pass over to Manu. Okay, hold up. We need to reset this a little bit. Go you, Ugarte. Ugarte, great ball into Højlund. Oh, Højlund, why'd you go for the toe poke finish? And it might have been Kanate's pressure that forced him into that. Nunez, no, don't do this to me, Nunez. Don't do it to me. It's a nice pass over. Soboslai. Oh my, Martinez. That block is so good. Oh, if they would have scored that, I would have lost it. Now Højlund is kind of in here. Højlund. No, I was about to play it to Xavi, bro. Højlund's dribbling is just not quite good enough to do that. At least the way I wanted to. Ugarte steal. This game is getting a bit more loose here. Ugarte, Manu. Over to Bruno Fernandes. Now that ball from Manu wasn't good though. Okay, we need some subs, I think, to freshen things up. Okay, we're gonna do Javi Guerra for Manu, and I think we might leave it at that actually. So first and only change so far, Javi's on for Manu. Now Xavi Simons, Højlund. Play it back to Xavi. Now Xavi's gonna run a bit. Højlund. Good spot here, Højlund. Over to Bruno. Bruno, this could be a huge chance for him, and he's going to score to make it 2-1. Okay, that is the man advantage giving us the edge there, and a giant goal for Manchester United. And Bruno is coming up big in this season finale. I mean, he's showing why Real Madrid want to sign him so badly. All right, that is a humongous goal, but we need more, though. I do not want to defend a 1-goal lead against this Liverpool team, especially with my defense. I just don't want to do that. Okay, that's a good ball. Salah, we're going to come over here. Nunez, shot, and Onana makes the save. Yeah, that still felt shaky though. Corner in. Mizraoui, clearance, Xavi, second clearance, Højlund. What kind of clearance is that? Martinez, that's a much better clearance. Chance still here though. Oh, there's a guy on the ground. Oh no, oh no. Oh my, De Ligt. Oh, that was so awkward. Okay, chance to break though. Bruno, I see you. Gonna go to Bruno Fernandes. Højlund. No, man, I thought he was gonna run on the inside. I really thought he was gonna run on the inside of Van Dijk there. All right, keep composure. Keep it. Leniotto on Diaz. Leniotto, good tackle. Gravenberch over to Diaz. Diaz. Oh, no. Javi Guerra misses the tackle there. Oh, I just can't get over fast enough. I literally just can't get there. Cody Gakpo makes it 2-2. Bro, I switched to De Ligt and we just cannot get to Gakpo fast enough. Like, he's got so much space between Leniotto and De Ligt. 2-2 in the 72nd minute. Bro, our defense just lets us down constantly. Just like this. Gakpo again. Shot. Onana. Makes save. I am taking De Ligt off. Okay, I'm going to put Mizraoui on the right for Leniotto and bring on Ahmad for Leniotto. Corner in. Van Dijk almost could have scored that if heading was actually good in this game. Bro, they get another bounce though, and they get a chance to attack. Salah. Oh, we just can't get to it. Javi Guerra just can't mark Diaz. And it's going to be 3-2 to Liverpool now. Bro, I tried switching to Javi Guerra here, but Diaz just had too much space. He ran right by him. Bro, this game has literally crumbled for our eyes against a 10-man Liverpool side. Xavi up to Højlund. Højlund is going to go for a header there, but it goes right to the keeper instead. Bro, I got no words right now. I got no words. Bruno to Højlund. Højlund, we got to run here. It's our only chance. Ahmad into Rasmus Højlund. Højlund. Over to Xavi. Xavi tries to find space, but we just got tackled. I don't know how we lost this game, bro. I don't know how. They had 2 chances. We just couldn't defend it. Like, simple defensive plays, we just couldn't make. Another goal for them. Yep. Pass through. Salah, first time finish. Onana can't make the save. And we are going to lose 4-2 to Liverpool at Anfield in another crucial top 4 game. I mean, so far today, it's just been a pure heartbreak. Like, he waits, pass through, Salah, easy finish. I mean, I guess right now our team is showing what we're made of. I guess we're showing it. You know what's crazy? The ref didn't call the foul there. The ref did not call the foul on Ahmad. He didn't call that. That is insane to me. How do you not call that? Diaz shot. Onana makes that save. We just fouled Diaz though. Cross in. It's cleared. Van Dijk. Easy chance. Onana blocks that at least. And these 2 losses are just so big. They're just so painful for this race because now we're going to face Chelsea next probably. And that's the highest team out of these three in the table. So apparently the best team. And we've lost to the two teams that were below us. So a game that was winnable, we were in the lead. We lose control and lose at Anfield. I mean, after two losses like that, cue the rumor mill. According to reliable sources at Man United, Ruben Amorim's future at the club is at risk. Can he save his job or is his fate sealed? I mean, I said it, after a run like this, his job is going to be under question now. Okay, let's try and, assess how things are right now, though. It's not quite the end of the world yet. We're still only 3 points off Spurs in 4th. We're 5 points off Villa in 3rd. With 7 games left, I mean, that's not impossible, but we just made this so much tougher, though. Like, so much tougher. All right, so next game we're going to play, though, is going to be versus Chelsea away. So we're going to sim this Nottingham Forest game. And the sim luck, pick us up a little bit. So versus Nottingham Forest, we get a 3-2 win. Okay, at least the sim luck versus, more middle to bottom tier teams is picking us up a little bit. So next up is Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. The team that initially beat us, like, what was it, 5-1? And yeah, currently we are 5 points off Chelsea in 4th, actually. So a win here would put us above Liverpool, but still 2 points behind Chelsea, even after a win. I mean, I said it, this is going to be so tough now. Now, before this game, though, a very big announcement was made by Bruno Fernandes. In the press conference before this match, he announced his contract decision, and the news officially unveiled. Bruno Fernandes has signed a contract extension at Manchester United. So Bruno turns down interest from Real Madrid to remain captain at Old Trafford. And he says, quote, winning here at United would mean everything to him. So Bruno has made his choice and now has signed a 2-year contract extension at the club. I mean, I don't know if our talk convinced him or what, but our captain remains. Bruno Fernandes is not leaving the club. Now, in saying that, even though he's staying, once again, if we don't get Champions League for next year, there's players in this team that really could leave. And I mean multiple, like 4 to 5 players here. Now let's see if Bruno's extension, could lift the spirits in this team a little bit. Maybe try and propel us to victory. So we'll see what we can do versus Chelsea. Now, I initially thought we had a good chance of beating Spurs, a better chance of beating Liverpool, but I thought this game would be the toughest of all those three. So it really sucks that we lost against those two teams because now a loss could really just end our dreams here. Just, are we ready to be in the Champions League? Back in the Champions League? I don't know if these games are telling us that maybe we're not quite ready yet. Now, Xavi Simon's great turn there, actually. Now, Xavi is looking for a pass. Going to go to Mainu. Mainu shot. Oh, it's going to be blocked, though. And there was a small opening there. A small opening. Okay, Bruno over to Amad Diallo. He's going to run here on the right. Is finding some decent space, but not going to get by anyone. Bruno. Back to Mainu. Mainu, chance to shoot. It's blocked. Back to Bruno, though. Bruno's going to stop. Lay it off Ugarte. Ugarte over to Xavi Simons. Left-footed shot from Xavi. Lunin makes the save, though. Man, we're just missing chances today. Chances that we need to go in. Great close control over to Bruno. Bruno going to take a shot from distance. I was hoping for at least, a corner, an awkward bounce there. Ball's right back to Neto, though. Okay, Xavi, that is great defending, great pressure. I mean, you can't fault the effort of the team. It's just, are we actually good enough for this? That's kind of the main question. Bruno, Højlund, going to play it to Mainu. Oh, we tried to. Mainu was right there. We got a foul call, though. Bro, it's a miracle. We got a foul call. Okay, there's a free kick for the newly fresh contract signed Bruno Fernandes. Bro, we need this so badly, but it's a tough one. It's not a great angle. Bruno from the free kick is gonna be saved by Lunin. Neto versus Sandro Martinez. That's a missed tackle by me. Okay, I just got so lucky. I made the worst tackle of the season with Sandro Martinez there. Bro, Neto should have scored that. That's like the first time the CPU has missed today. An easy chance, though. Bro, like they score all those and they miss the one they probably should have scored right there. Ugarte back to Mainu. Mainu shot saved by Lunin again. Bro, what is up with the keepers in the last few episodes? The goals that we need to go in, they're just not going in. Mainu. Into Maguire. Maguire tries to find space. Oh, it's going to be blocked out to Caicedo, though. Palmer into Jackson. Okay, Leniotto kind of missed that, but I guess we make out of it. Bruno's going to lift it over the top to Højlund. Højlund's got some space here, but I need a lot more help than this. Højlund going to play it into Xavi. Xavi is going to try and turn. Left-footed finesse. Bro, Lunin makes another save. I was heading towards the corner again. All right, short corner. Mainu is going to try to lift it to someone. Oh, no, I wanted that to go to Højlund, bro. No one's at the top of the box. Amad. That is some great tracking back from him. Højlund to Bruno. Bruno going to stop. Going to play it. Okay, what a tackle. Okay, Bruno steals it, though. Xavi, get a little bit closer. Shot. It's blocked by Colwill. Bro, we are fighting so hard for a goal here, like so hard. Ugarte, Bruno. Gonna lift it, hopefully to Maguire. Man, I was supposed to go to Maguire. Went to I think Diallo instead. All right, Diallo to Xavi. Come on, we gotta find this goal, boys. We gotta find it. Xavi, great dribbling there. Gonna try to lift it to Højlund, but it goes back to Lunin. Man, the first half where we were the better team, we just have we have nothing to show for it. Nothing at all so far. We've had 9 shots and no goals yet. That is just sad. Just the goals have dried up in this team. At least the important ones. Bruno, Amad. Hoyland, make that run. Oh, Amad Diallo, bro, that ball is just way too far forward. Ugarte, that's a very good steal, and he's gonna bring it forward. Now he's gonna need some help though. Xavi needs, bro, everyone's just standing still. Xavi then makes the run I need. Xavi into Hoyland. Hoyland, good chance there. Oh, we got it off Lunin. That's going to go in. Bro, even after that shot, it was still had to be a deflection, though. Finally, a breakthrough. It's 1-0 to United. I just can't believe it had to be a deflection, not a clean shot still. Hoyland takes the shot. Lunin, it goes off his arm into the corner. All right, that's a lead for us in the 54th minute. Menu to Bruno. Hoyland, I see you. Hoyland. Oh, that touch was perfect. Hoyland, please. Hoyland took so much time, took his time, and he's going to score that. Bro, that first touch from Hoyland was just perfect. Okay, a quick 2 fire goals to break this game open. That is exactly what we needed, but is it too late now? That's what I'm wondering. Palmer to Jackson. Okay, don't let them score, please. Get back in this, Palmer. Bro, I had to try and block that pass to Jackson. It still finds him, though. Oh, why is everyone just standing still? Why is everyone just standing still? Onana makes the save. Bro, Ugarte is my CDM, and he's just standing there not doing anything. That's like my biggest issue with this game for the past like 4 years. CDMs just not doing their job. Okay, Dallo. What are we doing here? Bro, why is everyone standing in the box like this? That was so weird. We need to try and keep possession and slow this game down. 2-goal lead. We just need to get time off the clock. Amad to Bruno. Now, I would like to score a third, though. Bruno. Okay, hold up. Keep it. Find a better chance. Out to Dallo. Dallo. Oh, man. Xavi started running right when I passed it, though. Sandro Martinez on Neto. Sandro Martinez. Good tackle there. No foul. No foul either. Okay, Palmer down the middle. Sandro Martinez comes over. Gonna be a shot for Palmer. Onana. Big save. And we do just barely keep it in. Onana. Oh, my. Bro, his touch there just made my heart drop. What was that god-awful touch? All right, 15 left to go. We were just, taking the clock down, playing this slow. Brian controlling the end of this game. Okay, that was risky by Lunin. That was very risky. Benioto, good tackle. Defense has played a much better game today. All right, 10 minutes to hold a 2-goal lead. That's it, 10 minutes. Ugarte, great steal. Okay, Chelsea look kind of slow right here. Take every minute counts right now. Every single minute. I am taking my sweet, sweet time with this. All right, Diallo in the box. Diallo's going to go for a finesse. That's blocked. Diallo, another chance, and his deflection goes wide. We got a minute left. I think we've done just enough to at least beat Chelsea. This was a tough game, but the boys, showed some heart getting this win. I mean, maybe Bruno's contract extension, lifted our spirits up a bit, but this is okay. They're gonna score here. They got a minute left. Come on, this clean sheet. The defense deserves a clean sheet. Come on. Jackson. Oh, what a move. Onana makes the save, though. And that's going to be full time, so the ref blows the whistle. That is a big 2-0 win. We showed something in that game, but is it too late? That's my question. Is it too late now? All right, so games remaining, we have Crystal Palace and then Leeds, Brighton, Newcastle, and Fulham. So really the toughest game we have left is Newcastle United. Now, after that win, we are now in 5th place, but still 2 points off Chelsea and 3 points off Villa. We're probably not going to catch Newcastle. Well, actually, we have a game of hand over them, so maybe there's still a chance to catch them. I mean, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th are still in play. Now, though, we're probably going to sim the next, at least the next 3 games here. So now it's kind of in the hands of our sim luck due to our failure versus Spurs and Liverpool, basically. So Crystal Palace is going to be a 3-0 win. Goals from Hoyland, Xavi, and Dallo. Against Leeds, it's going to be a 2-1 win. Okay, Xavi scores 2. That's 2 back-to-back big wins. And then Brighton's going to be another 2-1 win. Bruno and Hoyland scoring the goals here. Okay, adding the Chelsea game, that's 4 wins in a row right there. And these wins have actually lifted us to 2nd place somehow. Hold up. Okay, wait. Okay, Villa have a game in hand, also Chelsea and Spurs. So, man, they drop points though. Chelsea, Spurs, Liverpool all drop points. I mean, the most important thing here is that we are currently 4 points above Chelsea with a game in hand, though. They have a game in hand. So that could be just a 1-point lead. It's still so close. That's so crazy. But man, those sim wins gave us actually a chance here. So we finished with Newcastle and Fulham. I think we're going to sim Newcastle, then play the last game of the season here. So the sim luck has given us a chance. Will they give us a chance on the final day, though? Final sim game of the year is going to be a 2-1 win versus Newcastle United. Bro, the sim luck has saved me. Dallo scored 2 to beat Newcastle. What does that mean for the final day here, though? So after that win, we're still in 2nd. We are 3 points above 4th and 4 points above Spurs. Okay, so I think that game versus Newcastle, that sim win just gave us top 4 because Spurs and Newcastle can't finish above us now. We could drop down to 4th, but that's the worst I think we can finish. Bro, it looks so bleak after the Liverpool and Spurs game. So bleak. But I think we just secured top 4, I think. I cannot believe, I actually can't believe that. Bro, we had the sim luck, then we had the luck of all those teams. They must have dropped points. It looked impossible like 5 minutes ago. But okay, final game of the year versus Fulham to officially secure Champions League for next season. Bro, I barely understand how we're actually in 2nd place. It looked literally impossible. I mean, I'm not going to question it. Okay, last game versus Fulham. Let's, finish this year strong and then just see where we finish. Well, we might be back in the Champions League. We might be. Oh, you got to be kidding me, bro. What is that chance? I went for a tackle with Lenioto and the ball went through his foot there. Somehow they don't score it though. All right, Xavi over to Dallo. Now Dallo's got space. Hoyland making a, okay, well, that was supposed to go to Hoyland, not Bruno, but I guess it works. Yeah, that's gonna slow down this entire attack though. Bruno now has space for a long shot. Oh, of course it's gonna be blocked. Of course it is. All right, they got a free kick. I believe this is Andres Pereira taking it. If they score this, I quit. Okay, that's not going in. That wasn't too threatening. Xavi to Hoyland. Come on, boys. Let's finish season strong, win this final game. Xavi over to Bruno. Bruno, great turn there. Over to Xavi. Through to Kobe Mainu. That is such a beautiful goal right there. It's so much passing down the middle, but we found the right passes. And that's a great finish from Kobe Mainu. And that Chelsea win is going to prove to be probably the biggest win of the year. It didn't feel like it at the time. It really felt like it was too late, but turns out that win might be the one to get us Champions League as Brobby scores immediately to tie it up. Bro, over the summer, we got to figure out this defense. We got to figure it out. Emery still wants to play some version of a 3-4-2-1. He doesn't want to change that, but we have to figure something out though. We're not going to survive in the Champions League like this. Diallo into Xavi. Xavi, oh, the turn by Xavi was so slow though. Hoyland to Xavi, who should be on side still. Xavi's going to stop. Oh, that, bro, his turning speed when he is dribbling in the box is just so good. When he's on his strong foot in that certain angle though. Bro, Brobby is torturing us. Onana makes the save. And I am just going to clear that out. Diallo to Bruno. Bruno is going to get it back to Ahmad. Bruno, that's a great pass. Diallo skips by there. Xavi tries to find Hoyland. Okay, still a chance here, Bruno. Oh, Bruno's going to lose it, bro. That could have been so much better again. Diallo. Okay, Xavi. So in here, we got to score this. Xavi, please. I need this one. Xavi in front of goal is going to go for a finesse. Bruno has an open net. Kobe Mainu has an open net. Okay, he doesn't actually have an open net, but of course we miss all those chances right there. Maybe I should have gone for the finesse. Maybe I shouldn't have. Robbie shot. Onana save. Open net though, and Conceição is gonna score. Bro, our defense just is so incredibly bad in this series. Incredibly bad. This is like one of the worst defenses I think I've ever had in a series. It is so hard not to concede goals in this team. It's so hard. Ahmad over to Mainu. Mainu is gonna feed Ahmad in. That is beautiful play, but Ahmad can't score it. Short corner over to Ugarte. Ugarte feeds it back to Mainu. Mainu, I see Xavi there. I wanted to get it to Xavi, but Mainu's going to lose it though. That's just not good enough. Robbie, long shot. Onana makes the save. Bro, Robbie is just like torturing our center backs, just torturing them. Bro, it's a mix of the center backs and also Ugarte. He's a good CDM when he's tackling, but in terms of positioning, he helps out nothing in the defense at all. Hoyland, please score this. Hoyland. Okay, we timed that one right. Halftime, it's going to be 2-2, another high-scoring game. I mean, what else do we expect in this series? What else do we expect? Okay, we might have one more chance for halftime, actually. Xavi. Oh, Xavi just didn't take a touch there. That's going to be halftime. Okay, at least it's tied up at 2-2 at least. Hoyland over to Mainu. Mainu's got space to shoot this. Why not? It goes right off the player. Bro, it bounces backwards over to them. That is just insane. Now that tackle is pretty good. Bro, that bounce though is so insane. How did they get that much space from it? Ahmad, oh my, that's the best cross of the series. Hoyland can't finish it though. That deserved an assist. Lenioto, that's another good tackle from him. Xavi plays a beautiful ball to Bruno. Bruno back to Mainu. Mainu, bro, needs some kind of pass here. Okay, he just got taken out from behind. All right, this is more Bruno's scoring range, I think. Bruno Fernandes from the free kick spot to give us a lead in this game. And Bruno Fernandes, what a free kick. 55th minute, Man United 3, Fulham 2. He's a free kick specialist. All right, lead is retaken. Can we stop conceding though? Oh my, Brobby. Brobby shot. Okay, Maguire blocks it. Maguire. That is some good defending from him at least. Bruno to Hoyland. Hoyland, good control. No, that's a good tackle, bro. I thought we controlled it there. Bruno, that ball to Xavi is literally perfection. Xavi gonna cut inside. Is gonna go for a finesse. Xavi shot. Leno makes the save. Bruno, Xavi again. Xavi's gonna stop though. Find a better shot. Dallo is gonna spread the play here a little bit. Gonna cut inside. Hoyland in the middle. Hoyland. Oh, Hoyland. That might be the worst first touch of the year. Still gets a shot away, but Leno's gonna save it. Bro, that initial touch was the worst of the season by far, though. That thing was so bad. Robbie, long shot. That is, okay, Onana. I would kind of like if you dived for that at least. Kind of just watched it go that close to our net. Oh, no, Robbie. Onana makes a good save, though. This still remains at 3-2, although they're pushing. We got to score another to seal it. Xavi, Hoyland. Get it to Bruno. Bruno skips by, but Robinson just elbowed Bruno and the ref didn't call it. I mean, that's a lot of contact to not call it, ref. Iwobi, Diallo, Ahmed Diallo. Good tackle there. Xavi Simons. Oh, the pass, man. Hoyland is making a good run. We just couldn't find him. All right, subs. I'm going to bring on Bailey Walker for Ahmed Diallo. You know, our only youth player of the series so far. We're going to try and change that next year. Let's do Javi for Mainu and also do Collier for Ugarte. Let's do that. 12 minutes to see out this win. Collier over to Bruno. Walker, I need you to get here. Nice. Now, Bailey Walker has got some crossing ability. That is a lofted cross in. Xavi. Oh, it's going to fall. It's not going to fall to Hoyland, though. Bro, I just feel like they're going to score here. Like, the current score line is not going to win us this game. I feel like they're going to score. It's been coming for a while now. Collier. That is a very important tackle right there. Now, counterattack in stride. Bruno. Going to time it to Hoyland perfectly. This will seal a final match day of the year win. And Rasmus Højlund's gonna seal it. It was tough, but we got it done. And hey, next year, we're gonna be playing Champions League football again. I'm telling you, after the Liverpool loss, I thought it was totally out of the question. I thought we were not gonna get Champions League, but the sim luck combined with teams dropping points and also that Chelsea win, that is what got us top 4 in actually Champions League next year. And like I said, the two paths this series could have went down. It looks like we know what path we're going down at least next year. Collier, take a shot. Why not? The youngster. Collier! Oh my, that's an open net. Xavi shot, and Xavi just hit, I think, the post. Man, Collier, though, what a shot from him. This was so close to being such a bad season finale, such a bad one. But instead, it turns out to be such a good one. Somehow, in the end, we barely just got it done. So, last game of the year, we win 4-2. Højlund scores 2. And after all that, we actually managed to finish second in the Premier League. Bro, that is such an insane spot for us to finish in. Now, we're 14 points off City, so we can't say we were close to anywhere winning the title. Like 75 points, that just doesn't win you the Premier League title, but we fought so hard. We gave everything we had, and United are back in the Champions League. What an accomplishment for this team. And yeah, like I said, that changes next season so much. But okay, final stats on the year. Højlund scored 41 goals. That's insane. Bruno at 26 and 15. Xavi almost a 2020 year. Even Manu, 9 and 8 from him is so good. But yeah, the big three is definitely Højlund, Bruno, and Xavi, and they just they played their hearts out this year. They willed us into a top 4 finish. So other competitions, FA Cup was won by Chelsea on penalties over City. Champions League was won by Atletico Madrid over Barcelona. Europa League was won by Sporting, and then Conference League won by Newcastle United. All right, though, that completes this season, which I'm going to call this season 1. Even though technically it's kind of season 2, I'm going to call this season 1, our first full season with United. So next season, season 2, we're back in the Champions League. Bruno staying. And like I said, this could have gone so differently, but that is a huge step for this club's future. Now, after all that drama, the season's done. You know, we're taking a long walk at the beach. We need some time to relax after such a stressful season. But I've said it before, there's not much time to relax in football. As while walking on the beach, we get a call and they say, "Hi, I'm an assistant to Sir Jim Ratcliffe. He wants to schedule a one-on-one meeting with you." And she says, "When can you be available?" Okay, today we start season 2 of our Manchester United career mode. Our second full season rebuilding this club. Now, last season we hit a very big milestone. Bring in Champions League football back to Old Trafford. But is this team really ready for it? There's gonna need to be some big changes here. So new season, we have brand new kits. We of course have some new transfers and a new plan to get Man United back to the top of European football. So of course, drop a like if you want to see more of this series. And I say we get right back into it. So we've enjoyed a very nice offseason, taking a break from football. We've been at United for about, 16, 18 months now, and it's been so just like a million miles per hour. But during the summer, we had a lot of time to think. But the offseason's coming to an end, and now it's time to get back to work. But I will say there have been some developments over the summer. I've risen in the ranks to become the second in line coach to Ruben Amorim on the coaching staff, basically his most trusted coach. And then also over the summer, I had a meeting with Sir Jim Ratcliffe, a Manchester United owner that basically controls all football operations. And this is how that meeting went. So he told me, "It's nice to finally meet you. I wanted to bring you in to have a conversation. You've made a name for yourself on this coaching staff." So he says, "What's your goal here? Do you ever want to be a head coach?" And we tell him that's definitely one of my goals, but right now all I'm focused on, I just want to win. And he told me, well, we do have that in common. So all in all, it was a good meeting. It was very interesting though. We might hear more about that later in season 2. But okay, welcome to a brand new season with Manchester United. Now, like I said, kind of unexpectedly, I'm not sure we actually deserved it, but we have got this team back in the Champions League. The goal now is get this team ready for the Champions League so that we don't get just, constantly embarrassed. So my top concern heading into this season is, of course, it's got to be the defense. Our attack with Xavi Simons, Højlund, Fernandes is definitely not bad, but we had like one of the worst defenses in the top 10 of the Premier League, and that's just not going to fly in the Champions League. So I tried to convince Amorim to switch to a 4-back formation, but he doesn't want to stray away from his style. But in saying that, we have convinced him to switch to more, I guess, a more defensive structure. If you think about it, it's still really a 3-4-2-1, but I guess when we don't have the ball, our fullbacks tuck in more like a 5 at the back, but when we have the ball, it's basically a 3-4-2-1. So a slight change that'll hopefully, make us not concede 5 goals a game. So that means Xavi Simons is going to play as a left winger now instead of a cam. I'm going to try to train his inside forward role too. Amad Diallo is going to play in a more natural spot on the right wing. I guess my concern really is this two-man midfield of Ugarte and Bruno Fernandes. I think Bruno doesn't have enough defending to really play a box-to-box role perfectly, so that means we need to have like an elite CDM next to him, and I'm not sure Ugarte is that elite CDM. I feel like for me, he doesn't do quite enough to play in a two-man midfield, especially an elite two-man midfield. He's got good tackling, but his defensive awareness stubbornness, you know, his speed, his marking. That concerns me the most out of any defensive issue right now. So I think I'm gonna bench Ugarte this year at least to start, and we're gonna go after a world-class CDM right now. You know, yeah, we got 350 million to spend, so that's a lot of money. We're probably not gonna spend all that, but a chunk of it will be spent right now because the player I want to be our new CDM is Sandro Tonali from Newcastle United. If you compare his stats to Ugarte, he just fits so much better next to Bruno, and especially in a two-man midfield. I mean, he's quicker, he's got better stats just all around. He's just a better player, honestly. I think if we had Tonali, I'd feel much better about playing Bruno as a box-to-box. Now, it's gonna come at a pretty steep cost, maybe like 120 million, but I think to get this team ready for the Champions League, this might be the most important signing. It might be. So we are not messing around here. We're going straight in for a star signing to start the new season. Now, I'm gonna start with about maybe 117 million, and Newcastle are gonna just straight up accept that. So this might be a deal done already. Now, it's great because he's 26, so you know he's probably entering his prime right now. And with that, Sandro Tonali accepts the contract he wants to sign for Manchester United, and we have a new superstar midfielder in the team. Now, I don't think this is gonna cause us to not concede 5 goals a game, but it should make our defense better than having Ugarte and Bruno there. It should. Now, putting my faith in Sandro Tonali, hopefully it pays off. But officially, Tonali, welcome to the club. So yeah, you can see he has the holding a plus role too at that center mid spot, which is perfect. He truly just fits our midfield so much better. I think that's almost as much as an improvement as signing like, you know, a 90 rated center back could be. Like our back three should have so much more cover now with Tonali there. All right, so the work on that Tonali transfer has taken us to the first match day of the season. We're facing Leeds United at home. That should be a relatively, you know, straightforward start for us in the Premier League. But I guess the next concern for me in this team is going to be probably the bench. I feel like we're good on center backs and midfielders, but we need more like attacking depth. Really right now, it's just really Xerxes then Obi. That's pretty much it. Now that we're actually playing with wingers and Xavi and Ahmad on the right and left, we kind of need a backup left winger and probably a backup right winger too. And also we got to talk about Ahmad too. I know you guys in the comments really like him, but I gotta say so far in this series he's not really impressed me. I do think he's a lot better in real life than FC rates him, but just so far he hasn't really, you know, stood out to me. I'm gonna give him a chance to start the season, but if he struggles and doesn't play well, we might look to sign a new starting right winger. You know, someone more like the quality of Bruno and Xavi, more like 85 rated ish. I'm just not sure Ahmad's gonna be the starter we need. I am gonna give him a chance though. I'm gonna give him a chance. So far Tonali is the only transfer, and now it's time to start the Premier League season. First though, we got to show off our new kits for season 2 here. Now, you've already seen the home kit. I feel like it looks pretty nice. You know, it's got a kind of a retro feel with like the shoulder design. I like it though. Our away kits, you know, pretty much standard, a white with a red collar, red sleeves. Got some round on the socks, you know, try to go pretty simple with that one. And then our third kit is kind of like a navy blue with a red gradient into some white socks. You know, they're pretty simple kits, but I think they'll get the job done for this season. I think they'll get the job done. So we're going to debut the home kit for this first game, and also debut our new midfielder, Sandro Tonali, and our new formation. I mean, I really want to become a better defensive team, but I'm not sure if just plugging in Tonali is going to do that. This has been like one of the worst defenses I've had in any series, especially to start. So it's probably going to be a process, but I think this is a step in the right direction here. So Højlund gets us kicked off. The man scored what, 40 goals last year? The big question is he going to keep that up? Is he going to repeat? Okay, Maguire. Whoa, that pass was so bad to start the year. Maguire. Okay, I don't want to see that. Bro, Dallo, that pass was meant for Tonali, and you got to be kidding me. You've actually got to be joking. That's how we just started this season. I'm trying to head the pass to Tonali, and Dallo plays it right to a Leeds player, and then they just put it in the top right-hand corner. Bro, what game am I playing in this series? Why is our defense, we just concede goals like crazy? Bro, like that was not even formation. That was nothing. That was just, I don't even know. I got no answers for that. I don't know how we just conceded like that. You know what? I'm going to get that out of my mind, and we're going to play this game like it's 0-0. I am going to completely just forget about that. Now, Mazraoui a little bit more forward in this setup. That's going to be a punch out. Bruno could play it over way out Tonali actually. Now it gets to Tonali. Tonali into Xavi. Simmons shot blocked, and it's gonna be back to their keeper. All right, this is not the start I wanted. I can see already that our fullbacks are tucking in, helping out our center backs, so we should be better defensively. But once again, it's probably going to be a process as that shot is blocked. Yeah, it's definitely going to be a process here. Okay, Maguire, that's a crunching tackle. He almost got fouled there, and the ref didn't call it. Ahmad loses it. Bro, this is not how I thought we'd start. Like, not at all here. Okay, everyone relax. Everyone get their heads settled down. Dallo's going to steal it on the side here. He's going to keep it in two. And Xavi needs to help out, though. Dallo's going to find Højlund. Højlund turns, shoots, and scores, but he's going to be offside. And that'd have been a perfect time to get one back. We're looking like children in the defense, like children. Ahmad to Bruno, into Højlund. This is better. Højlund, perfect pass to Ahmad. Now Bruno's offside. So Ahmad has to do this himself, which, oh, I tried to cut inside. He got kind of fouled, though. Whoa. Whoa, what kind of back pass is that? Højlund pounces on it. Bro, they just made a fatal mistake, and it's going to be tied up here. That is a horrible pass. That is so bad. Højlund just got to it first. All right, first goal of the season for us, of course, it's going to be Rasmus Højlund. Now, I haven't talked about Victor Osman, but I'm pretty sure after last season, the way it ended, Højlund scoring 40 goals. I can't really replace him with Osman. So I think for now, that topic is kind of on the back burner. Okay, Tonali, good tackle, and then he just got fouled. Bro, ref, please call it. Thank you. But yeah, for now, the Osman topic is going to be on the back burner. Oh, Tonali, great play there. Okay, that was a bad pass. pass by me, but Tonali, good tackle. Kind of warming up into this game now, warming up. Diallo, that's a good turn from Ahmad. Now he is actually on a really good run here. Ahmad, can he find the pass? Goes to Bruno. Oh, he just couldn't get the shot away though. Bro, Tonali, bro, that challenge was fearless from him. That is what I want to see. Bruno, Ahmad, over to Højlund. No, wait, that was meant for Xavi, bro. He was making a good run. Diallo, cross over to Ahmad. Ahmad is going to try to go for a header. Okay, didn't really get close to it. Okay, this is a good spell, though. This is a really good spell. Bro, Leeds are actually looking so good here. I thought this would be an easy first game, but nope. Bro, they're looking dangerous. That's going to be a shot. Okay, whoa. Oh, I thought I made the tackle with Lenny Yodo. Bro, I just can't stop conceding goals in this series. Is that Son playing for Leeds? It is. Okay, so Leeds signed Son. That is such a weird transfer, but they're going to be up 2-1 here. I feel like we had good structure here, but Lenny Yodo he just had the footing. He's so close to getting that. I thought he would. All right, halftime, it's going to be Leeds 2, United 1. I mean, it might take some time to get used to the formation, get used to Tonali in the midfield. Maybe we're struggling right now because of that. I don't know. Or am I just looking for excuses here? But we have so many players in the way, and we just have players unmarked in the box right now. To start the second half, we've already conceded. I mean, it's a simple pass through. I mean, no one's marking him. He's unmarked, and it's a simple goal for them, bro. That makes no sense. I've never conceded goals like this, like ever, especially against teams like this. Bruno over the top to Ahmad. That's actually great control from him. Come on, get us back in this game. Ahmad Diallo to Højlund. Højlund takes his time. Oh, I thought we found a good shot there, but gonna be well defended. Bruno Fernandes corner. Okay, that's a good corner. Now that's gonna fall. Højlund could get to that. Oh, the header is right to Trafford though. Bro, this team is giving me like an actual headache. But they're gonna score again here because we simply can't do anything to stop their attack. Gonna be a chance here. Son's on the field. Bro, I can't believe they have Son. Like, are you kidding me? He's probably gonna score in this game now. Of course, it's the Spurs player, the team I struggle against the most in this series. Nolly to Bruno. Now Bruno's got Xavi on a run here. Xavi needs cut inside. That's a good turn from him. Oh man, we just cannot find anything right now. Højlund over to Dallo. It's gonna play it back to Højlund, but it's intercepted. Bruno, that's a great ball to Xavi. Come on, we get back in this still. We can get back in this. Xavi's going all the way here. He's gonna go for a shot, man. That was no angle though. We got 15 minutes to save this game here. Okay, Bruno, we got people top of the box. Goes to Lenny Yodo's shot, Xavi Simon's shot, and of course, both are gonna be blocked though. Okay, Højlund is on a run here. He just skipped by 2 defenders. Now, okay, Xavi, gonna go to you. Xavi's gonna try and stop, get space. Xavi's shot, and okay, it's 2-3. We have 4 minutes left though. Finally, we make a breakthrough again, but it's probably too late now. Bro, this has been such a pitiful first game. Maguire steal. Okay, we at least get a point here. Can we at least fight for a point? Tonali, Xavi, Højlund. Play to Bruno. No, I needed that to get through. I was going to give it to Ahmad on the right. Okay, Lenny Yodo steal. There's still a chance here. No, how does it not get through? Bruno, that's such a lazy pass from him. Honestly, we don't deserve to get a point here. We deserve to lose against Leeds. Like, we deserve this. We've just played so bad in this first game. Ampadu's going to play it over here. Bro, they still have this tackle in. Ref, just end my suffering, please. Low for full time. They're going to score again. They're going to score again just to rub it in my face. Oh, I've never had a team where I defend this bad ever. And I've never felt more hopeless defensively. So opening day at home with our new star transfer after making the Champions League. And we lose to Leeds United 4-2. Bro, I'm like lost for words right now. I did not think that first game would go like that. That was just embarrassingly bad. I don't think I'm ready to give up on this play style yet. I feel like this is our only hope. Emery was not changing the formation. I feel like the other way we were so just defensively, weak. In that game, it's like our structure was good. Mazraoui and Dallo were covering, the center backs were helping out, but we just could not mark anyone in the box. But I'm not going to give up on it that easily. We're going to test it more today to really see. But once again, I want to make more signings in this window, preferably, maybe 1 or 2 wingers. I got players like Tyler Dibbling and also Brian and Mbeumo on the list. We're actually going to play against Mbeumo in the next game, maybe do some scouting, but let me know in the comments anyone else you think we should sign, and also if you think any other positions too. I mean, after that game, I feel like maybe this team needs a whole new rebuild again. I don't know. It seriously just feels hopeless at times. But okay, next game, Brentford away. I would say probably a better team than Leeds. I guess let's just see how this goes. Now I'm gonna try changing our tactics to be a little more aggressive, hopefully so players don't just stand there. So we'll see if that also helps. All right, Tonali, Bruno is gonna slide it over here. Bruno's gonna take an early long shot. Of course, that goes right off the center back. Bruno back to Mazraoui. Over to Sandro Tonali. His shot is going to be blocked too. That just makes me sad. Bruno Mazraoui. Mazraoui's actually inverted here. I like this. Mazraoui shot. Oh my, Mazraoui. Bro, he just scored the first goal of the game like that. I'm not sure I knew that he had this in him. Kind of funny. Bruno tucked out wide and then Mazraoui inverted his run. That was I like that a lot actually. But man, got the starting spot this year with this new formation, and that shot is, that is a beauty right there. All right, United 1, Brentford 0 in the 7th minute. Definitely needed that one right there. All right, Tonali, Bruno. We got better space this game. I'm not sure if it's Brentford's defense being worse, but Ahmad looking for a finesse. Ahmad Diallo. Oh man, that was a really good shot attempt from him. Xavi to Bruno. Oh man, Diallo's making a good run. Get over Tonali. Bruno. Over to Ahmad. Ahmad's in a turn. I don't want this second really badly, but there's no shot here, though. You know what? Bruno has the shot. Same spot as Mazraoui, and this time it's going to be a save. Yeah, that space right there is just open for us this game right now. Tonali over to Bruno. Gonna play it into Xavi. Xavi is gonna dink it to Tonali. Man, that was gonna be a good ball. Okay, Tonali's gonna get it though. Tonali, volley attempt, and the keeper makes another save. And Tonali's looking for his first goal for United. All right, short corner. Ahmad is gonna cross this in. Oh, Maguire, bro. How is that not a header on target? Bro, that's Harry Maguire. He's got good heading accuracy, like jumping, like it literally just glanced off his head. That makes no sense. Tonali, Bruno, man. Tonali and Bruno are looking a lot better this game together. Mazraoui, oh man, Ahmad is making such a good run there. We got to get that ball through though. Okay, Leniotto, good tackle there. Defense also looks better, but I really shouldn't speak too soon here. Hoyland through to Xavi. Xavi is going to play it over to Ahmad. Ahmad gonna play it back to Hoyland. Hoyland, oh, that touch. Did we ruin it? Oh, that touch might have actually ruined it. Man, this went a little bit too far wide. Short corner, Ahmad. Gonna slide it over to Leniotto. Someone who could shoot. Could we find someone that could shoot? Oh, Maguire is not gonna shoot this. Bruno is gonna find a finesse shot spot, but it's gonna be blocked. Xavi into Tonali. Man, Tonali is getting very forward in this, I guess. Oh, he had a chance there. Hold up. Diallo should score. That Ahmad Diallo. Thank you. He scores. And that's one of the first goals I think I've scored with Diallo. I gotta say, since making them more aggressive, Tonali's getting a lot more forward, which is a little bit concerning, but also it's working. Man, found Diallo, and that's a really good finish from him. All right, 2-0. It's been much better this game. Much better. Got to keep this up now. Keep it up. Bruno, good tackle. Mazraoui. Oh, man, I wanted him to get that. Tonali. Oh, we should have stole that, bro. If we steal that, we're on a breakaway. Chance there. Maguire. Okay, blocks it. Okay. Onana. Onana, please come get it. Thank you, bro. He hesitated. That was a bit shaky. Are they going to free kick? If they score this, I'd be so mad. Now, that's dangerous. And the header thankfully goes over the net from Vandenberg. And that could have been actually bad for us, like really bad. Bruno into Hoyland. Hoyland's going to turn. Diallo. Oh, what a ball from Hoyland. Over to Xavi. Xavi Simon's shot, and that's going to be 3-0 to United. Okay, this is the setup working. Making us a little more aggressive might have actually, you know, made this formation work. Hoyland, great ball. Diallo, great ball. Then Xavi, great finish. All right, now this has been a very good first half. This is how I thought we'd play against Leeds. 45 minutes left to seal the win here. Because I would also like a clean sheet, but I'm not sure it's possible in this team, as that was probably their best chance. You know, Nana does make the save at least. I feel like I have as much chance to keep it a clean sheet as I do scoring from a header, which is basically nothing. But so far, the clean sheet is still intact. Okay, look at this counter attack, bro. Hoyland just made a run and he's in now. Okay, this is gonna be all Rasmus. Rasmus goes all the way, and it's a simple finish for 4-0. Bro, Hoyland is going absolutely insane in this series, basically being the only reason we're not going after strikers like Osimhen, or he's just playing out of his mind. Isn't it so typical? We lose against Leeds but beat Brentford. Like, Brentford are the better team. It makes no sense. This series makes no sense at times. Martinez over to Tonali. Tonali, okay, fights for it. Okay, I don't like seeing Tonali lose it there. But Leniotto, good cover, and we do get the ball back. Diallo into Bruno, over to Hoyland. Hoyland is looking for another, and he might get it. Oh, that was a really good shot attempt. Diallo keeps it in. Diallo to the far post. Hoyland's there, and he actually almost just scored from a header, but oh, the header goes wide. Mazraoui, Ahmad into Xavi. Xavi, oh, I was going to get it over to Hoyland, bro. That was going to be a goal for sure. No, the clean sheet's going to be gone because we let Wisa just run forward. Hey, I said it. Clean sheet's probably not going to happen, and it's not going to happen. Yeah, that wasn't really any mistakes. We just kind of got forward, lost in a bad spot, and our middle center back was way out of position. So I would say that's due to us, you know, losing focus due to the scoreline and the game being pretty much already done. Now Mazraoui trying to put it more within or without doubt. Tonali gonna take a shot there. Oh, that should have been his first goal. And we are getting chance after chance right now. Diallo is gonna run all the way. He just got taken down. That's a penalty. That's the worst penalty I think I've ever seen. He tried to go for a tactical foul, but in the box. Bro, this is so bad. Look, he just takes Diallo down. But bro, you're inside the box. Why would you possibly do that? You know what? I think since Diallo was taken down, I'm gonna give it to Diallo, this penalty. And also because we're up by 3 goals. So Ahmad denied a goal scoring chance, is gonna get a chance to take the penalty, and he is gonna score it. All right, 5-1 to Manchester United. Okay, we're gonna get Bailey Walker on. We're gonna get also Vuskovic on. Let's get Javi on for, let's do Javi for Tonali, and then let's also do Obi for Hoyland. Bro, like that bounce is just insane. Do you see that bounce? What is my luck in this series? I have no words for how that ball just fell to him in stride running into the box. Okay, Bruno just got taken out. It's probably gonna be a red for them. No, it's gonna be yellow actually. It kind of looked like it could be a red. Bro, like what is my luck? Javi from distance, go for the shot. That was a nice shot, but it's a good save. Now, when Mbeumo is a guy that I probably would like to have in this team, he'd be a good right winger to have, either as a backup or a starter. He would be good. He's had a quiet game, but their team hasn't played well, so I can't really fault him for that. Now, Obi hasn't scored in a while. Now he's not going to break away there fully. But like, they're still pushing here. They're still fighting, which is, you know, it's It's admirable. And with our defense, I don't know, because they probably think they can make a comeback here. Our defense is that bad. They probably think a comeback is possible. All right, though, full time, this weird game is ended. It's going to end as a 5-2 win, though. So, I mean, at least back to winning ways. I don't like the goals we conceded, though. I mean, a win is a win, so I guess I can't be too mad. I guess we can say that performance is encouraging a little bit. Now, we have a game versus Bournemouth here. We're actually a day away from transfer deadline day. I imagine it's going to be a busy one because we probably need at least, 2 or 3 players. But okay, this last game might be a real test if this new setup works or not. I mean, a loss versus Leeds, a win versus Brentford. Third game right before deadline day. What can we do versus Bournemouth? This game might tell me how aggressive we need to be on deadline day. Is it like 1 or 2 signings, or is it more like 3 or 4? I guess we'll see. I mean, Bournemouth is a team that we definitely should beat. We really should. So hopefully it's more like Brentford and not more like Leeds. All right, Lenny Yoto, good tackle to start. Now, Diallo has actually played pretty well since starting. Man, that was a tough tackle, though. My confidence in Ahmad is definitely growing. Maguire, okay, please. Stay in front of him. Maguire does well there. Now, okay, I need Lenny Yoto to go over, bro. Okay, that was bad. I probably shouldn't take Maguire away from the center, but that was just so bad. At least we don't concede from it. Now, we just broke their press, though, immediately. Tonali, gonna play it to Xavi. Over to Højlund. Højlund. Oh, man. Whoa, bro, we just got pushed over. I'm not sure if that one was a foul. He got the ball, but, man, that was a rough one. Ahmad into Højlund. Højlund wants his revenge after that tackle, but, bro, some of Højlund's touches are so bad. Like, what was that? Doesn't have the best close control stat, I think. Tonali, over to Xavi. We got Dallo on the right here. Dallo, Højlund. Oh, that ball should have been better into Højlund. It should have been. Oh my, bro. That's a long shot. Onana makes the save. Bro, this feels like Leeds. They're just getting some of these shots away from really bad spots, and they look threatening. Oh, that turn just destroyed Maguire, and they're gonna score first. Destroyed me too. Tyztir just destroyed me. All right, Bournemouth 1, United 0 in the 20th minute. This team has made me lose all my confidence in defending, like all of it. Now Xavi is gonna cross this in, kind of the only option. Ahmad outruns it. He actually got kind of in front of it at the end, but not enough for a clear chance. I feel like in my last series, I haven't defended badly at all, but this series literally ruined my confidence. Azraoui, Bruno, great ball. Bruno gonna feed in. Amad Diallo shot, and oh, Amad, I need that finish there. I need it. Bro, that's when we got to score, especially in a moment like this. All right, Xavi over to Bruno. Get it back to Xavi, into Højlund. Højlund, turn. No, I was about to play it to Diallo. We're so close to getting a really good chance here. Bro, what is that speed boost right there? That was a weird speed boost, and oh my. What? I don't even know what just happened there. I tried to clear it and we played it off the Bournemouth player. Okay, Xavi Simons over to Tonali, who's very far forward here. Try and find a better shot though. Tonali gonna slide over to Bruno. Bruno, finesse shot from Bruno. That's gonna be a good save. Azraoui, man, I don't like the shots here. Okay, Xavi, I like that shot actually. I like that one. I do like that shot from Xavi Simons. Okay, 1-1. We need to settle this down. We've only conceded 1. This game is still on. 38th minute, it's tied up. We can't let 1 goal just ruin our game. Nali, that's a great ball to Højlund. Højlund now through to Xavi, who's kind of free here. Come on, Xavi. Xavi, go all the way. Gonna get a shot away at the end, and Xavi's got 2 quick fire goals here. 41st minute, we have turned this game on its head. Xavi, what is that celebration? All right, that's a nice turnaround in literally like 10 minutes. Now, let's keep it up. Keep this up, though. Now, okay, good attack here. Maguire, right spot, right time, though. Maguire over to Xavi, was on a hat trick, by the way. Højlund, keep it. Bro, okay, I thought Tonali was gonna get that. That was a bit sloppy. Bruno is going to play. Oh my, Bruno Fernandes. What a ball to Diallo, and this time he's not going to miss. Bro, we are ending this first half perfectly. We've gone 1-0 down to now 3-1. What is this angle on their boots, bro? What is that angle? Bruno Fernandes, though, look at this pass, bro. That is beautiful. And then Ahmad makes up for his previous miss. And okay, this is a much different game than it was only a few minutes ago. Once again, though, let's just keep it up. This is probably not over yet. Oh man, that should have been a simple pass to Tonali. Oh no, this is bad. Oh man, I thought he was gonna shoot, but he faked the pass. Bro, it's like not only we concede goals so easily. And it's like, it makes me think, is Onana the reason? But he makes a lot of saves though. It's just like, I feel like on some of these, bro, there's just no chance we even get a chance to save it. And it's going to be 4-2. Xavi secures the hat trick, and I guess 2-goal lead restored immediately. Really, just what is this game right now? Oh, there's so many goals in this series, like so many goals. All right, 2-goal lead restored. Bro, can we just like stop conceding goals? Maguire, tackle. Okay, thanks. That's nice. Nali to Xavi, probably one of his best games in United shirt. It might not be over yet. Bruno. Oh, what a ball to Diallo. Diallo. It's going to be 5-2. Now we're cutting them apart. Bro, that was some beautiful passing right there. All right, so Diallo's got 2 and Xavi's got 3 this game. Our wingers are looking good. This is a wild start to a season, though. This is wild. Bro, again, though, shot. Bro, Nana. Bro, it's like every single shot they take is so good at ultimate. Every shot just flies into a very good spot in the net. Maybe a shot again, maybe. Bro, there's so much defending block. It is going to bounce, though. Bro, what is my luck in this series? Like, I don't get it. We block this shot and it bounces back to him and no one's anywhere close to do anything about it. Like we're seeing, our defense is bad in this series, but also like half of these goals are just so weird. Like, bro, I just never can see this many goals in a series. This kind of goals. Xavi shot. Bro, we could score 6 in this game. Okay, only a 2-goal lead. We got to take this up more seriously. Kind of feels like the game is done. Now, Xavi. Oh, my. Oh, my. Oh, that could have been. Okay, that was actually on target from, I think, Tonali. Tonali to Bruno. Bruno. Gonna play it up to Diallo. We're gonna have 2 players who scored hat tricks in this game. Xavi Simon's hat trick and also Amad Diallo hat trick for 6 goals in this game versus Bournemouth. Bro, this is insane. Our attack is so good. Defense so bad, though. And there might be more in this game. There literally might be more. Bruno. Oh, my. Bruno. Okay, that was a steal kind of like they've had against us. Amad, who's having quite a good game here. Kind of impressing me a lot. He is running forward and, bro, he just hit the crossbar. And then Højlund's finish. That's going to be a foul probably. Okay, Amad could have had 4 this game. We're bringing on Manu, De Ligt, and also Vuskovic. We'll give Bruno a rest for the final 20 minutes here. I was like, is there still more goals left in this game? It's 6-3. Sandro Tonali's got Højlund far post. Okay, that cross is perfect, but bro, look at the header attempt. Like, what is he even doing there? Bro, that cross was perfect. Diallo looking for 4. Diallo cuts inside. He almost could have got 4 right there. Xavi's looking for a 4th himself. That's going to be a long shot that did look pretty threatening. But okay, that's probably going to be the end of this game. So it's going to be a 6-3 win. We just can't stop conceding, but we're also scoring a lot. So full time though, 6-3 win versus Bournemouth. I got no explanation. We got double hat tricks from Xavi and Amad. It's just, I'm thinking right now, like, how is this going to translate to the Champions League against better teams? Like, I guess winning 2 out of our first 3 games is not a horrible start, not the worst start, but it is still concerning. Like, I don't know if I really should just try De Ligt over Maguire. Problem is, Maguire has played so well, but maybe he's the issue down the middle with that pace. I don't know. We could try that next episode to give De Ligt a chance to start. But how with the back 5 are we still conceding so much? I don't understand it. All right, though, next episode is going to be transfer deadline day. And yeah, we're definitely going to need at least, 2 to 3 signings, I think. Okay, to start season 2, we made one of our biggest signings yet. Sandro Tonali from Newcastle, a world-class anchor for our midfield. Now, today we're going to start our Champions League campaign, but I feel like we could use at least 1 more signing still. So of course, drop me a like if you want to see more of this series, and I say we get right into it. So as we start the episode, currently it's transfer deadline day. We walk into Ruben Amorim's office and he tells us we need a backup winger, preferably someone who can play from the left or the right. And he says, do you have any ideas? Now this backup winger spot is going to be a little bit tricky. I mean, currently Xavi has got the left wing spot locked down, but I can't say the same certainty for Amad Diallo on the right. I definitely want to give him a chance to start still, at least, for now to start the year. But I think we need someone in case he doesn't perform, someone who could also start in this team. So someone pretty developed here, like pretty much someone in their prime. Now the player that I have identified as our main target, I'm not sure if it's Wimmer or Wimmer, I feel like it might be Wimmer, but Patrick Wimmer from Wolfsburg. So he's an 80 overall right wing / center mid / striker. So pretty versatile. And he's 25 years old, so he's pretty much entering the prime of his career. And I mean, look at his stats. Could really go wrong for him in a backup winger role. Like, he's just pretty solid as a player. And he also has what, 6 play styles, so that also helps. I think he's exactly what we're looking for in terms of a backup for Amad. And he's not going to break the bank either. So I'm going to offer about, let's try, 25 million to start. It feels like a decent amount to start. Wolfsburg are going to they want Luke Shaw. You know what? I might actually send Luke Shaw to Wolfsburg. I might actually do that. So let's do 7.5 versus Luke Shaw, almost a 30 million value probably. And they're going to accept that. Okay, I think I'm cool with that. I was trying to sell Luke Shaw anyways. Now he accepts a rotation role, which is kind of crucial for this. So he knows he's not going to start every game. But I'll say this, there is more potential for him to, break into the starting 11 if he actually is that good. So we'll see. But Patrick Wimmer signs the contract. And I mean, 30 million for a guy who could play right wing, center midfield, striker, who's 80 overall. He's still 25 years old. This could be like a hidden gem in the Bundesliga. He's just the exact type of player we need for our squad depth. So Wimmer, officially welcome to Manchester United. So our summer window is going to include Patrick Wimmer and Sandro Tonali. I feel like that's a very solid window for us now. We still have a lot of money left for January. To be exact, 223 million. Now I'm saving that in case we need to sign a center back in January. If our defense is still so bad and we're conceding goals left to right, we're going to make some big changes in the center back department. So that 200 million, that could be very useful in January. For now though, for the first half of the year, we're going with this team and we are locking it in. All right though, next up is going to be our first Champions League game of the year and also of the entire series. In that season 1 finale, I did not think we'd get Champions League. I didn't think so, especially after those first 2 losses, but we somehow finished second in the Premier League. So we now got Champions League football. First game is versus Sporting. It's kind of funny, Amorim's former team. Now Sporting are a very good team, but still, if we're trying to live up to Man United standards, we should be beating Sporting. We should. So I'm going to go normal first team. I'm going to try De Ligt over Maguire in the middle. Maybe Maguire's pace is really just detrimental. I mean, he only has 33 pace, so I'm going to try De Ligt in the middle between Martinez and also Lenny Yoro. I guess see how our defense looks that way. And I'm also going to try to get Wimmer on for his debut too at some point. Otherwise though, same first team, and we start officially our Champions League campaign in this series. Now, you also might have noticed we've been playing games in this series on 5-minute halves, and I kind of feel like we're getting just way too many goals, like 5-4 score lines, even 6-3 at times score lines. So we're gonna try 3-minute halves in this episode to see if the score lines are more realistic, I guess. You know, not scoring like 5+ goals every game. But okay, Champions League season is officially kicked off. Our start to the year was very shaky, losing to Leeds. We bounced back and won the next 2 games. It'll be very interesting to see what we could do in the Champions League here as Tonali. Gonna steal that from Bruno's tackle. Now Højlund is gonna feed it over to Ahmad. Oh man, that was a decent idea from Højlund. Now, I'm pretty sure Sporting don't have Gyökeres anymore. I'm pretty sure they sold him already, so they don't have him, which is a good thing. At least I think they don't. Now Dalot is on a run here though. Tonali is making a nice run. Tonali gonna try to fire it over to Højlund. Oh, that was meant for Diallo. Go to Xavi instead, though. Xavi is onside shot, and that's the first goal of the game. I meant for that initial pass to go to Diallo, but we found Xavi Simons. He scores the first Champions League goal of the series. I would say that's a very fitting player to score our first Champions League goal. All right, though, 1-0 in 17 minutes. It's a good start right there. Diallo, great ball to Tonali, actually. Tonali. This is what Ugarte just can't really do. Okay, he just got taken out as I said that. Gonna be, is that Berganza? I think it is. All right, so we got a free kick. You know what, Tonali? You were taken out. You're shooting this. Why not? Let's test out the long shots. Tonali long shot. It's right at the keeper, though. He doesn't quite have Bruno's long shots. Oh, that's a bad pass forced by Dallow's pressure. Now Bruno into Højlund, over to Xavi. Xavi, Ahmad, turn, over to Bruno. That is beautiful football, and Bruno Fernandes scores. Okay, we've started this game off pretty strong here. 30 minutes, 2 goals that are pretty well worked. Defense so far solid. I like how we look right now. It's like in this series, no lead is safe ever now. Okay, that was a rough tackle, De Ligt. Oh, I just missed a tackle there. And we just got so lucky we didn't concede right there. Yeah, that would have been completely my fault, actually, if they scored that. And De Ligt is, that's a pretty far forward run. Looks like Julian Janssen, actually. Now, Amad Diallo, though, a chance to make it 3, and Diallo makes it 3. Bro, Sporting's defense looks almost worse than ours. 40th minute almost, it's 3-0 to United. I mean, I love to see our front 3, like, clicking together. Amad's had really a great start to the year. It's why we signed him a backup instead of a replacement, really. All right, though, so far, so good. I mean, I reduced the game length to score less goals. We got 3 in the first half, though. Okay, still 45 minutes to settle this win. Definitely going to see Wimmer's debut in this game, though. Yeah, that was Berganza tackle on De Ligt with the yellow card. That could have been a red, really. That one was that was questionable, to say the least. Oh, that was handball by Martinez. No, it wasn't. I feel like that was his foot. They got a free kick now in a pretty dangerous spot, which that's going to be sent in. Højlund. Good clearance. Gonna be right back, though, for a chance. Gonçalves, player, probably the most dangerous player, along with Trincao. Now, that's a good ball into Gonçalves. Back to Santos, pass over, that's good defending, back to Onana, that was good defending. I think Leniotto had the block right there. Bruno over to Tonali, now Højlund is on the inside run, that was meant for Højlund, not Xavi, bro, Højlund was in. Now Tonali, you got room for another long shot, we're not gonna shoot it though, we're gonna go to Amad. Back to Bruno Fernandes. Now Bruno is gonna cross this in. Oh, that's such a good cross, but keeper comes out for it. Cross had a nice angle to it. Okay, I think it's time for Patrick Wimmer's debut for United. So let's get him on. Let's get Javi on for Tonali. Let's do Bailey Walker for Mazraoui. And I think also let's do Obi for Højlund. Let's do that. Okay, Patrick Wimmer, first appearance for the club. Ahmad had a very solid game, but let's see what the new guy can do. And also hopefully not try and lose this lead. Okay, thankfully that guy's offside. That could have been pretty bad. All right, Wimmer's first touch. You know, he stays with it. It's a nice strength there shown by him. Now Bailey is gonna send it to Obi. Through ball to Wimmer. Wimmer. Oh, good touch right there, actually. Wimmer is going to stop. Plays it back to Bruno. Over to Javi. Into Xavi. Xavi's going to find it. One more pass over to Dalot. Now Dalot, pass over into Xavi Simons. What a goal there by Man United. Okay, this has been one of the cleanest performances of the entire series, I think, so far. I mean, that was all the way from Wimmer to the right, all the way to the left, like everyone involved. Dalot assist and Xavi goal to make it 4-0. Yeah, this is probably going to be our easiest game of the episode, but we're taking care of business, though. Now, is a clean sheet going to be ruined, bro? Is the clean sheet going to be ruined? Shot. It's going to be blocked. Berganza's shot also, Yoto's going to block it. All right, clean sheet is still alive. A minute left to go. Corner in. That's going to be cleared by Wimmer. Trincao is going to try to get it back in. Oh, what was that skill right there? That was insane. Yeoman shot. Bro, of course I cannot keep a clean sheet. Of course. I can't believe it. 10 seconds left and they score. And they're celebrating like they won the game. Relax. It's 4-1. Bro, that game was perfect for 89 minutes. And then just last minute they scored. That's so unfortunate. Still, though, it was a good performance. A nice start to our Champions League season. All right, so we had Sim wins versus Crystal Palace and then Brighton after that Sporting game. So that sees us now in 3rd place in the Prem after 5 games, which is pretty good. I mean, the only blemish being that Leeds loss, really. But as you can see, Arsenal 5 games, 5 wins. Man City 5 games, 5 wins. And next up, we face the team that, man, I'm sick of facing them along with Spurs. But we are facing Manchester City next. Now, kind of a sad note, I simmed a game in the Carabao Cup versus QPR in our very first round, and they beat us 2-1. So last year, what did we make it to the Carabao Cup final? This year, knocked out in round 3 3 of the Carabao Cup. So that's not great, but I guess we can focus more on the Champions League and also on this Man City game next. Now, I think last game De Ligt played good in that middle center back spot, so I'm not changing it for City. This game might be a bigger test for who's better, Maguire or De Ligt, but same team for this Manchester derby. You know, this derby's actually been pretty even. I feel like they've beaten us and we've beat them, but every game is close though. Like, we knocked them out in the Carabao Cup semis, and then they beat us in the Prem. We had a 2-goal lead. They came back to 3-2. There's just been some drama in this matchup between these two teams. Now, last year, they got back to form and won the Premier League, so this is the current Premier League champion. You know, a much bigger test for us this year. Probably our biggest test so far. Just the defense is going to be the main concern here, the main concern. But who knows? We'll see. Now, Xavi just faked out that defender in a Bruno. Now, Bruno's got options. Oh, that was going to be a perfectly timed pass to Højlund. That was going to be perfect. Okay, Diallo almost stole that. Man City looking shaky here. Diallo win the header over to Xavi. Xavi is gonna, no, man, Bruno was right there open for a long shot. Hey, Bruno, man, Tonali gets forward, which makes me a little nervous, but he gets into good spots though, so I'm cool with it for now. As Xavi over to Højlund. Højlund shot, and that's going to be 1-0 to Man United. Man, our attack looks amazing to start the season. It looks amazing. We have absolutely no issue scoring goals right now, like no issues. In the same way Ahmad's playing so well, we didn't sign a replacement for him. I mean, Højlund is even bigger than that. He's been on fire for this whole entire series so far. And that continues. Man United 1, Man City 0. And again, the 16th minute. Didn't we score in this minute in the last game? That's a little bit spooky. Tonali. Oh, I thought Tonali would get that, but De Ligt. Okay, De Ligt just destroyed Haaland, like destroyed him. I like to see that from our center back. Now, Højlund is kind of in here again. Is he a pass? Okay, hold up. Oh, he got taken out. It's going to be a penalty. Diaz went for the tackle and I stopped and I waited to see if Højlund is going to go into it, and he did. Bro, this looks like a dive here, like such a dive, but Højlund punishes Diaz for the, I guess, you know, the very rash tackle. Now, Captain Bruno Fernandes, he's taking this one. It's a really important penalty, so we give it to our captain. Biddle went to Real Madrid last year, decided to stay, and he is going to put that in the top right-hand corner. 23 minutes in, this has been a great start for us versus Man City, a great start. I will take the gift from Ruben Diaz, though. I'll take it. And we got to give some props to De Ligt for, you know, stopping that chance initially that led to the counterattack. Saying that, though, Haaland's got space here. Oh my, we just couldn't take him out. Thankfully, the shot goes wide, but he's like powered through all 3 of my center backs right there. That is how scary he is. Inez over to Diallo. Diallo is going to get by here on the side. Now we're going to try a cross here, crossover. Okay, it's meant for Højlund, goes to Diallo though. Nali over to Bruno. Bruno. Oh no, okay, that's going to work actually. Tonali's going to stop. Give it over to Bruno. Now Bruno. Tonali's making a run here. Can I hit Tonali? Oh, he's going to be offside. Okay, actually, that's going to win a corner. I will take that right there. And Grealish subbed off. That's an early sub for them. Bro, Grealish just got pulled in the 38th minute. Bro, Pep is not happy about this performance. Like, not at all. Tonali, great steal. Quick pass to Amad Diallo. Under pressure shoots, and it's 3-0 to Manchester United. Bro, this kind of feels like the Sporting game except for the penalty. We're finding some form though. We are finding some form. And once again, Amad Diallo, that's a great finish under pressure right there. Now De Ligt again on Haaland. Man, we are shutting out their offense right now. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but we're looking pretty good right now. Bruno is gonna slide it to Xavi. Højlund. Oh, I was gonna play it to Højlund. Wait. Goes to Tonali. He's gonna go for a shot. Okay, it bounces awkwardly. Is that their free kick or ours? I think it was theirs. All right, the first half, 3-0. I mean, I have no complaints. Dare I say that was a domination from us. Sandro Tonali over to Diallo. Now, I want to see if crossing is ever gonna work, bro. I want to send in crosses, but they're just so bad. And I always cross it to Diallo for some reason. Højlund is not going to try to get that over Ederson, but every cross today has gone to the one player that I don't want it to go to, Diallo. Oh man, that's a missed tackle. It's going to be a finish near post, and Man City might be back in this game now. Bro, I made one mistake defensively, just one mistake, let Savinho buy me, and they just punished me for that one mistake. Okay, 60th minute, it's 3-1. We cannot let them come back here like last time. Diallo over to Xavi Simons. Xavi. And try to go for a shot. Rodri, that's a good tackle from the last Ballon d'Or winner. Yeah, that goal is giving them life here. Okay, that's another missed tackle by me. De Ligt though in Haaland. That is a strong tackle, but a bad pass again by me. Bro, I'm just asking for a comeback right now. I'm asking for it at this point. Yeleniotto, what is that? Okay, I don't know what it was, but he won it back though, so I'm cool with it. Bro, I meant for that to go to Bruno, not to De Ligt. Okay, that time it wasn't me, bro. I meant for that pass to go to Bruno. What is this sequence? That's another tackle, this time by Leniotto again. Can we keep this ball for 2 seconds, please? Thank you. Okay, everyone relax now. Oh man, Diallo was in for the second. I missed him though. He was in. Bruno over to Højlund, back to Xavi. Xavi long shot. It's gonna bounce over to Kabore though. All right, as long as time goes down, I think we'll be fine. Can now let them score a second here. Okay, that's a bad pass. No, it bounced right back to him though. That's so unfortunate. What was that? Foden? He got so lucky right there. Silva. Okay, De Ligt might be defensive man of the match this game. He's played so well. Man, I feel bad for Maguire, but he actually might be better in this setup right now. We got 8 minutes. You know, let's slow this down. Let's not let him have the ball. Try and get this clock down. They're pressuring though. Martinez over to Bruno. Bruno is gonna, no man, Diallo is in. Bruno, okay, I went for a tackle, but Bruno went for the shot instead. Okay, at this point, I don't think a comeback is possible. No, it's not gonna be possible. All right, so a big test for City, a 3-1 win. And man, that's a statement right there. And I will say with the lower time, I feel like it's a more realistic scoreline, like 3-1. It's not, you know, 6-3. Now it might be 4-1 if Diallo can score here, but he's not going to score there. All right, though, full time 3-1. That's one of the cleanest, again, wins of the series against a good team. Man City played better in the second half, but not enough to overtake our scoreline. This team might be on the rise. We might be on the rise right now. Now, I really need to not get too ahead of myself because like that last game was a test. Our next game is another test, but a big one in the Champions League. So after our first win, we're currently sitting in 7th. If we win, our next game will jump up to maybe 2nd too, which is nice. But that game is going to be versus Barcelona, as you can see bottom left. So Man United versus Barcelona, by far our biggest test in European football so far. I mean, for them, it looked like pretty much the same Barca team plus Marcus Thuram up top, who's a really good striker, as we know. And also Udogie. I mean, that's a pretty solid team right there. All right, this one is going to be interesting. Now, I think for us, I'm going to go probably just same lineup. I mean, this lineup's played so well today. I don't think I could change it. So same team, and it's Man United versus Barcelona. Look at that. The lights are out at Old Trafford. Champions League football is back here at Manchester United. I will say these last 2 games have given me a lot of confidence though against a team like Barcelona. I feel like we could beat them if we keep playing this way. So let's see if we keep this up. Now, Thuram is one of the most underrated players in this game, I think. We had him in the Real Madrid series. He is so good at striker, so that's going to be a scary player to try and defend. Okay, Diallo up to Xavi. Gonna play it back to De Ligt. Oh my, okay, whoa. Bro, I thought his touch was so bad. He actually planned that. Okay, how did he actually win that though, Bruno? Bro, that's a very sloppy start, but Bruno has it though. And now Bruno is turning on the jets here. Højlund, can you reach this? Cross in, Højlund. Oh man, that looked good. Nolly over to Diallo. Diallo is gonna try to fire this in to someone. Bro, that's the weakest like low cross I've ever seen. Now Lamine Yamal. Sandro Martinez is going to cover him pretty well there. Hey, apparently they're profiling Amad Diallo as a player to watch. Man, what a pass by Bruno. Diallo's gonna get to that? Bro, that pass was disgusting into Xavi. Oh my. Xavi tries to find the pass. No, man, that shot angle is just not there for us. So far, the attack, though, still looks deadly. Dani Olmo, Rafinha. Okay, Rafinha, we gotta watch him. That is a player that is gonna get free at some point. Oh, I just said it, bro. I just said it. I literally jinxed it. Rafinha gets a sliver of space and he scores from that far out. 29th minute, Barca 1, United 0. Bro, we had literally like a second of time on the ball there before he shot. I guess that is how dangerous of a player he is. Okay, we need to recuperate here. Relax. And not let this get out of hand. Rafinha is having a game. He might be in form here. Thuram shot. Oh, okay. Thank you. Dani Olmo's offside. If he was onside there, that was going to be a continuation of our just bad luck in this series. The fact the ball bounced to him there. All right, they got a free kick. They're having a good spell since they scored. Now that cross was good, but okay, cleared. Xavi, okay, that was meant for Højlund, but I guess no, it's not fine. Bro, that went to the wrong player. Now Lamine Yamal goes for a shot, and Barca are up 2-0 now. I mean, a bad giveaway by me falls to one of the best young players in the world. And I mean, so far, Barca are teaching us a lesson. Oh man, that's so unfortunate though. 2-0 in the 44th minute. Started off strong, but now in a 2-goal hole. And that's going to be halftime. Okay, we made comebacks before. We know we can do it again. See if we can do it against one of the best teams in Europe. Oh, Leniotto, that's a strong tackle. It was clean, but the ball falls to Yamal though. Oh, okay, no, I couldn't switch to De Ligt in time. So Dani Olmo just runs free and he's going to score. Bro, I couldn't switch to De Ligt in time. When I switched to him, he was standing still. All right, though, now the defense looks like it's reverting to our old defensive habits. Barca 3, United 0 in the 54th minute. That is so sad, though. That one especially is so preventable. Bro, their wingers are just causing so many issues. Lamine Yamal, oh my, what a dribble there. Dani Olmo goes for an outside the boot shot, and he is going to hit the crossbar. And they're just in form this game, like they're in form. Bruno, oh, bro, that was meant for the fullback. Bruno was firing that to like Højlund or someone up top. But we just like not being connected this game in terms of our passing. All right, 3 subs on. We got Wimmer coming on, Bailey Walker, and also Vuskovic. 3-0, 50 minutes left. This game is probably not going to be any points for us. Like we have simply just been taught a lesson in Europe. Where is that pass even going? That was meant for Højlund. Or literally, my pass in this game has been so bad. Like they have truly like just thrown us off our game. Xavi looking for their 4th, which De Ligt. Oh, that tackle. You gotta be kidding me. We make a tackle when it falls right to Marcus Thuram. Yeah, that's just unfortunate. I might have one more chance here. Wimmer over to Højlund. I was gonna get it back to Wimmer. That was a good pass by him. But okay, Barca 4, United 0. That is a humbling in Europe, you know, facing one of Europe's best teams. And we simply just got taught a lesson. We got beaten by the better team. It's so funny. We beat Man City pretty comfortably and then lose that bad to Barcelona. I mean, that just highlights so far the inconsistency in this series here. All right, so next two Prem games, we had a draw versus Southampton, then a win versus Nottingham Forest. So I'd say not too bad. That is going to put us currently in 3rd place in the Premier League. I mean, I don't think I'm expecting us, you know, to challenge for the title this year. I just want to get top 4 again. The most important thing for this club right now is to get back-to-back years staying in the Champions League. So in terms of that, it's been a good start. Now, I said earlier, though, that Sporting was going to be the easiest game of today. That's because our next game is back in the Champions League, but this time versus Juventus. Now they're in 5th, so they've started the year off 2 games, 2 wins. And once again, we're facing one of Europe's best teams. It's another big test for our team. From the way they look, they have Tchouaméni as a new signing, Nathan Ake. Also, Kenan Yildiz is in there. Kenan Yildiz is a target in this series. You know, he's on our short list. I'm not sure if we're ever going to sign him, but he is on our short list at least. Now, I think for this game, though, I want to give Patrick Wimmer a chance to start. I'm also going to do Walker for Mazraoui, and I think we will go with that. So 2 changes for us. I mean, how are we going to respond after a 4-0 thrashing by Barcelona? If we lose this game without a fight, I'll be kind of worried in Europe because that'll be 2 games against, you know, big teams where we really stand a chance. So I need to see some fight from this team in this game, some fight. Like, Barca pretty much dominated us. See what we can do versus not as good as Barca, but Juventus is still pretty good. You know, I should say probably pretty good. Okay, Lookman just did a 360 and then scored. Okay, I'm going to blame Onana on this one. I'm blaming Onana. Bro, Lookman did literally a 360. I got 360 no scope. In FC, like, what am I playing right now? De Ligt pushed Onana. He literally did a 360. I got trick shotted by him. And then Onana, bro, he should making that save. He should be. That's a blatant just miss. I got nothing on the ball. And okay, that is a horrendous start for us. We just made Lookman look like Lionel Messi. Bro, I don't like any part of this start here. Thankfully, Lookman's offside there. I do not like how we started, though. I don't like it. Or like, where's the team from the first 2 games? Where are they at? It feels like I'm playing a different team right now. Oh, that's a really good cross header. And Kenan Yildiz scores. It's going to be 2-0 in 15 minutes to Juventus. Bro, it feels like I'm using a different team, like literally. What a cross, though. I can't fault it. What a cross. Also, the header, too. I mean, that was just a beautiful play. Bro, those first 2 games literally like catfished me. I thought we were going to be a different team this year. Bailey Walker, great run. And then, oh, Wimmer's going to lose it, though. Okay, we need to relax here. We're not going to get it come back by losing our head. You stay calm. It's only 2-0 unless he scores here, which honestly he might. Lenny Otto makes a very good tackle, so he doesn't. Now, Bruno, Højlund. Oh, bro, we just can't find Højlund in the last 2 games now. Our passing has just been off. Really, it's like night and day from the first 2 games, like literally night and day. Sandro Martinez, good tackle. Now we're going to run Xavi. You got space to run now. Xavi is going to slide it over to Sandro Tonali shot. Oh, man, I need that finish, bro. I need it. Man, that's such a tough miss. Bailey to Wimmer. Wimmer, good. Oh, that was almost a great ball to Bruno. Bruno, oh, we could have stole that. Wimmer kind of steals it back, and then he just got taken out, though. All right, this is getting a bit chaotic right now. They got a free kick to end the first half, basically. If they score this and make it 3, I might walk out of the stadium. Okay, they don't. Okay, we got a big 45 minutes coming now ahead of us. This could define our Champions League season this year. Outplayed by Barcelona and so far outplayed by Juventus too. Come on, find the form from the first 2 games. Find it. Højlund, Bruno, over to Patrick Wimmer. No, Bruno's pass wasn't great though. It was kind of right at the Juventus defender. Xavi, good touch there. Bruno into Wimmer. Now Wimmer, good touch. Come on, I'm trying to find something. He's gonna stop. Over to Bruno. Into, okay, well, that's Bruno actually. Bruno, there he is. The shot is going to be saved though. Okay, Bruno's got space here now. That's kind of his long shot spot. You know what? Why not? Oh, of course, it goes right off the defender though. Bruno stops over to Xavi. Xavi, Højlund in a good spot. Højlund tries to find a shot, but Vermeer is going to stop him. Vermeer is just too strong. All right, time is running out. We got 20 minutes. We played better in the second half, but have not found any goals yet. They got another free kick now. This time it's going to be Yildiz, and the wall does their job blocking it. We got to score like right now to make a comeback, like literally right now. Walker, clearance is really not the best. The shot is going to go wide. All right, officially 50 minutes. This is our chance. Here's our last chance. Gotta score quick. Bruno is gonna play a good ball over to Bailey. Now Bailey gonna feed it to Højlund. Højlund, oh man, he's just too far behind. Whoa, what, bro? Again, what was that touch from Højlund? Bro, there's no other player that has that kind of touch. Is that really just like his ball control stat? Like, what is that? Crossover, header. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, again, that's gonna be Onana. Bro, there's no reason a header from that far out should be going in. It's probably not gonna change the outcome of the game whether this goes in or not, but still, there's no way that Yildiz should be scoring from that far out. Like, Andre Onana, I am looking straight at you right now. I mean, that's a shot that he should save. It goes right under him. That's 2 goals this game that are pretty much on Onana. I mean, he hasn't played bad in this series. He's played, you know, pretty okay. Made some good saves at times, but bro, like, I can almost blame him for this game here alone. All right, this is the last chance for us. Wimmer, that's a good touch, man. Wimmer feels really good on the ball. This is a really good run from him. The shot is going to be a save. Last chance, ball into our new signing. Can he find a goal here? Can you find something to celebrate? Finesse shot. This shot is going to go wide. All right, though. A 3-0 loss versus Juventus. 2 games in Europe now. Barcelona, Juve. We just simply did not look good at all. I mean, like, again, I'm not trying to be harsh on Onana. I'm really trying not to be. I do like him, but you can see his form arrow is down. And I think truly 2 goals in that game at least are his fault. Like, literally his fault. That first shot in that game from Lookman that he should have saved, I mean, that pretty much just ruined our momentum that game. So I think he's still obviously going to be the starter, but with January around the corner, I'm starting to have some questions. I mean, it's not too hard to find a keeper that's probably better than Onana, and that's going to be something to heavily think about. But okay, we finished today currently sitting in 3rd in the Premier League, but more alarmingly, we sit 26th in the Champions League. So yeah, we're going to need to climb up this table pretty quickly here if we want to make it to the, the knockout stage. I mean, look at our schedule. We face Bayern still in the Champions League. We face Porto. It's not going to be easy to make it to even like the playoff round. Now, so far, I think Patrick Wimmer, he hasn't scored yet, but in the few appearances he made, I think he actually looked really good. I got a lot of confidence, bringing him off the bench. I got confidence in him. But in saying that, we still need a backup left winger, a backup for Xavi. Since we didn't sign one, I feel like we could probably look in the youth academy for a backup left winger. And I mean, we all know what we're thinking here. Left winger plays for Manchester United. We have sent a scout to Portugal, and we're looking for a left winger who could play inside forward. Do I need to say anything else? We'll get those scouting reports back in the next episode. But as usual, drop a like if you want to see more of this series. And on screen is a video that you might like too.